Hey guys, namaste, welcome to the stream. कैसे हो guys? So, as you all know, Apex का इतना बड़ा, like I think the biggest tournament ever India में हो रहा है, and it's day 2 of that tournament, and we are gonna be doing a watch party of that tournament, and I'm really excited about this one क्योंकि मैं इसमें खुद खेल नहीं पाया, but let's see क्या कैसा चल रहा है tournament. Let's see what kind of gameplay do we see, what kind of strategies do we see. तो इसके लिए मैं थोड़ा excited हूँ. Hello Hunter, what's up bro? Hello Samar, hello Anush, what's up? Welcome to stream. Hey Blue Tears, hello dude. CP Gamer, hello dude. I'm gonna just quickly check कि currently क्या हो रहा है. Oh, they started with game 1, so let's just quickly go into games. I should have. Hi, we missed something, but कोई बात नहीं, we'll catch up. Let's get audio.
These teams trying to rotate, they're gonna get caught by multiple. And there are two different storylines that we can consider here. Either more than half of the squads die in a matter of 5 seconds when the first circle comes in, or
इनका एक disconnect हो गया startup Raj.
Squads just waiting
I
it
think
out until the
Northern
very
Lights
last
था, he disconnected.
Because there's no in between here. Considering the position of the circle, I have no idea what the teams are planning to do.
Exactly.
And popping off, sadly, they only have 2 players. I believe that one of them were not able to make it. Yeah, Breeze.
Northern Breeze.
Yeah, Northern Breeze.
I don't know where he is, but he's definitely not here. But yeah, whatever you said about either there being 14 teams in the end,
they already have 1 assist.
Everyone
That's
dying
nice for
right
them.
at the start. I don't like the thought of either of that.
ये क्या कर रहे हैं
And
कोने में
popping
बैठ
off is
के?
showing us some really creative locations. This is really good for hiding, you know? I mean, they're very close to the edge of the circle, so they can get inside.
Is your logo
They have decent
BAL5
enough loot to start
loading
off.
animation
Blue shields,
inspired?
basic weaponry.
नहीं. It's
Now
like
they can just
totally original.
chill, yeah,
खुद
they can just
बनाया
stay,
है.
yeah.
No
Just
inspiration
chill.
from
They're,
anything.
Like very close to dome, and I doubt anybody's gonna find them over here.
Yeah, they're just gonna play it slow. They're just gonna play it smart because they don't have their one of their players. So I don't expect them to take any forward risk whatsoever.
Sad, yeah, sad. I think one of the best teams here.
Battle of patience over here. They can literally just keep themselves over here.
They're telling you
Get off their
campfire
PCs.
story.
Yeah, maybe a campfire story.
This
Some
round
marshmallows
1.
around
More-
it.
Yes.
Oh, yes, s'more sounds so much more better. Wait, what's your favorite kind of s'more?
Total
I like the one
avoid
between a bunch of
inspiration
biscuits,
from
marshmallow in
everything.
between.
Hello Sai, welcome to
Impale them
stream.
with a stick and then roast them.
I don't know about the biscuits included, but I like marshmallows in general that are absolutely gooey. Last time I went on a camping trip was with my friends, and it was actually an interesting trip. Basically, we thought that we saw a ghost the entire night, and then we found out that it was actually the campground's keeper who was just walking around the place trying to find the bathroom. And we were like, what the hell?
Abhi Devil Stoner. I know these guys.
We literally made a run for it. Basically, one of my friends was literally around the campfire. He got up, he was trying to find the bathroom, and then he saw a guy. He did a complete 180, like a tap strafe 180, and then he just walked towards us, and we were like, what?
Well, I mean, at least that whoever that man you saw, at least that man wasn't looking to harm you.
Hey, sneeze cutting.
There will be other people that they see over here, and they are always having hostile intentions.
Yeah, that's the game of Apex, ladies and gentlemen. And the person
Sneeze as usual, often kill right.
Is actually going to be the side of Clutch Ministers, because watch Apex Balls and Clutch Ministers. This is going to be a fight for the century if they actually want to go for it. But I don't think that Watch Apex Balls are going to take that risk, because Clutch Ministers, they have the better position here.
Yeah, and they're both, you know, inside the dome. And now they're forced out to Gippy Domes as well. We
they're
saw
pushing?
this battle
Yeah,
yesterday.
they're pushing.
Team Hardstuck was literally stuck in between them and somehow managed to get alive yesterday. But this time, minus Hardstuck, we have both these teams facing off against each other. Same place,
Sneeze ने
same
अकेले push किया.
location.
Team
Yeah, but the
साथ
only
में नहीं
difference
आई.
is none of these teams were trying to fall back yesterday. They were both just very keen on getting control of this area. At this point, these guys have
Play
the
some
option
music
to
at
get it
back with low volume. Oh yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
it's just about
Let me know
chilling.
कैसा feel
And
होता
I
है.
kinda
We
like
can do
this.
that.
Clutch Ministers, they're going to be able to hold on to their position. They have the inside of the circle, but at the same time, Team Moth, They're going in for their own fight. Begum and gang, they get taken out with a beautiful crispy shot coming on down through the 150.
Music is on in the background.
But
You know, I
honestly
removed
speaking,
that
you cannot
FPS
have
max
150
command and all other
if
launch
your
options
aim
from
is
stream
that
now my
fast.
game
But
runs
I don't
smoother.
believe that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
the way
try
he
it.
was hitting his shots with
I have to
that
limit
was
my
great.
FPS.
He was able to
Actually,
destroy
I
Team
tried.
Bird EXE.
Might help
But
me.
now
Hello,
we've got
Kashi.
Unit X going up against
Hey,
Hard
Kinja.
Stock.
Hello, welcome to
And
stream.
these guys have a decent enough spread out for now. I mean, it
बहुत
was 2
aggressive
versus
नहीं
2
खेल
up
रहे
until
लोग
now, but
tournament
that
के
will
हिसाब
very
से.
soon change. And that's gonna be it. Suraj Paradise killing the last Gibraltar. That's a Gibraltar diff right there.
Another team push.
He got to hurry.
Oh, no.
Stock and Connor is over here. And someone else is shooting Stock and Connor. So there's like fourth party situation going on over here.
Yeah, the fourth parties, the fifth parties of the sixth parties of the seventh parties are going to be coming on down through and Sark Incarnate. They cannot
I think it's
get
too aggressive.
complacent here. They're going to die.
बहुत
in a couple
aggressive
seconds. They're
tournament
not
चल रहा
careful,
है.
but Raman is pretty much on his own. So he could just get caught out. It's one of the players, but he's just going to be able to survive. Going for those first initial kills. Go in
Instant
for that
thirst.
finish as well. He's going to be able to take down one squad at the bare minimum on towards the back end. It's just about Phenom duty right now, one by
तो
one.
जिनको नहीं पता इस टूर्नामेंट के बारे में
Phenom also gets killed out as
तीन
well.
qualifiers
And the
हुए थे इस
squad that
tournament
will shoot
के,
the side of Scarlet Incarnate,
and all
they're the ones
qualifiers
actually
lasted
gonna run
like
for it
1
now because
week.
the circle is gonna be running
And
down through.
ये
But
ग्रैंड
at the same
फाइनल्स का
time,
डे 2 है.
they don't
Yesterday
really have
was
to
day
worry
1
about much.
जिसका
The
स्ट्रीम
first
हमने
initial
नहीं किया,
circle.
but we're
And
gonna
hey,
be
it's just
streaming day
tickling
2
them.
and day 3.
It's just showing
आज
that,
और
hey,
कल
I
ग्रैंड
love you,
फाइनल्स
but at
होंगे.
the same time, I hate you.
I think the prize pool
Yeah,
is
that's a
3
very awkward
lakhs,
relationship to be in.
and इसमें India,
Unfortunately,
Sri Lanka
all these
and
relationships kinda are
Bangladesh.
reminiscent
It's
given the
like
whole third party
multi-country
situation.
के बीच में
Usually when
tournament है.
relationships get ruined, it is because of a third party and
And it's open
real
to all.
life
It's not like a
Apex over
streamer
here.
invitational
Either
or
way,
something. It's like open
and
to
That's a
all.
little bit
I think this is the
morbid. That's a
biggest
little bit
open to
morbid and
all
morbid.
Apex
I
tournament
realized
happening in
that was
India.
being a bit too dark over there, so I just decided to like stop it, keep it PG-13.
If you want to limit FPS,
But yeah,
use
Team Sights over here, they're
control
stuck
panel
inside the
or
geyser
MSI
area, and they're
panel.
fighting Team 1 HP.
Alright, thank you
Sights
for
have
the
already
tip, man.
lost
I'll
their
check
player
it
chicken
out.
flip, and they don't even have decent enough
When Valo
shields
member
to fight them.
games,
Here comes the assault from 1
Day after
HP
tomorrow
from the
kare?
skies. They're gonna chomp down with the
Today's-
jump pads, and they've got their Xeon guy who's
Let's do it
covering
tomorrow.
fire
Let's
from
do it
behind.
tomorrow before
He's shooting
the
ahead with the
tournament.
longbow.
I don't mind.
Meanwhile, the
कल
other
मैंने
player
Valorant
is
खेला था
inside,
थोड़ा
but
सा.
hold on. 3 punches are here. I
3
mean,
lakh
there's a
is
3
too
in
low,
their
but,
name, and they come
for
into third
Apex,
party.
this is
1
huge.
HP. This is the
Trust
perfect
me.
situation for them to
Valorant
be in.
के
And
tournament अब इतने
because they
बड़े-बड़े होने लग गए,
have
इसलिए
2
लगता है
players
too low,
spread
but
out
this is
very far
huge.
from each other, they can set up a crossfire of sorts.
Why not
that can
playing
take care
us
of both
away,
these teams
man?
are trying to come
Us
into it,
traveling.
this guy's area.
Couldn't play the
Yeah,
qualifiers.
he's got to go
Hello,
in for a
Singh.
couple of his
Welcome
own
to
crispy
stream.
shots on towards the back
Cheaters भी
end.
होगा?
He's
No, I don't
going
think
for
so.
this
इस
fight, but this
tournament
is
में
better.
cheaters
He needs to
होंगे.
be very careful because fighting inside of the zone is
Hello,
just so
Akhil.
dangerous.
Thank
You're
you,
not
man.
gonna
Thank
be
you for the
even aware of how
sponsor.
fast you're
Can we have some love for
down,
Akhil
and
in
then
the
zone
chat,
just suddenly
guys?
takes you out of absolutely nowhere, but down towards the back
Comment-
end. It's gonna be
मैं वही
pressing.
सोच रहा
The
था,
first
comment
initial kill down
कम.
onto Hoppy.
I could manage the sound of the
And yeah,
commentators.
there's not much that the last guy can do. Just run on away, maybe try and live to survive for a little while longer, but PHG destroyed. Gets killed out, and it's gonna be the side of 1 HP. Being able to get not 1 but 2 squad wipes for themselves, but at the same time, Aviator Esports, they get another one. And remember what I said here, Crips? It's all about that first initial rotation. Because
Almost
after
10
the
teams
rotations
left.
Come on down through, it's already done and dusted.
Exactly.
Everyone's gonna die out, and we already have 11 squads in how long? Yeah, we're gonna drop another squad
Right.
as well because Aviator just probably found another one, and I
Yeah.
they die here.
Member games का नाम अरे यार
Yeah,
कब
I
से
mean, while we were
ये हो
witnessing
गया
the battle in
push हो
Geyser
गया
between
member
1
games
HP,
would have happened before
we saw
but मैं
Aviator
बीमार पड़
Esports
गया
here wipe the floor
हाँ पैक
with,
ओपनिंग सैड
Omen.
था कोई बात नहीं ऐसे ही होता है हर पैक ओपनिंग सैड ही होता है
Well for themselves.
at least we
Yesterday,
got
Aviator was not so
flatline का
much.
skin
With some of the stronger teams out of the tournament now, I think Aviator Esports, they're going to be pretty happy with whatever they've done so far. The few squads that they scanned on the other side of that railway tunnel have also fallen back, so it seems like Aviator Esports are kind of in the clear
I wish
for
थोड़े
now.
more ऐसे holistic views
Mock
दिखाए
versus.
teams
Oh,
कहाँ
what
खेल
is
रहे हैं
happening?
कैसे
There's
खेल
one
रही
team
है
above,
there are
one
2
team
teams really
across.
close here
Oh no, Aviator Esports, they're in the worst possible position.
This
but
team
I
decides
think
to
that
get
the
out.
side of
Jump pad
Sarkar
out
Cornet,
किया
they know
उन्होंने.
They need to dip because right on the other side is going to be the side of Team Bot. And it's better to cut their losses and just run away.
Hey,
They can
Irfan.
get into a better circle position at the bare minimum and just
और कम
survive
आवाज
for the placement points of the bare minimum. Because they need these placement points. There's no way to go around that.
Shutting the door in his teammate's face.
Door
That
stuck.
kind of the door is
Better?
stuck, son. Well, that kind of friendly troll.
कोई
is
न्यू अकाउंट
okay.
बनाओगे
One
नहीं
person actually
बना
has
रखा है मैंने नया
a fight
अकाउंट
and you leave your teammate out. That would be really
और
bad.
नया अकाउंट नहीं
But
चाहिए
in
मुझे
Stark and Connor, they decided to fall back. They moved towards the tree.
Right.
And right now, they are kind of safe over here.
Still 11
Unless
teams.
Team Phoenix, unless Team
I wish
Phoenix
मैं
managed to
अहमदाबाद और
engage
मैप
them.
दिखता मुझे.
They have spotted them out and they know exactly where they are. The engagement could be coming around in a matter of seconds. They spotted a couple of players who are holding it down from the side
Shimon
of the
cam
start.
quality low लग रही है. It's 1080p
Guys
man.
are in a
No
pretty
delay.
good position to
क्योंकि
say the very least.
base
Maybe they're
stream
gonna be able to find
1080p
something,
है.
but Team
No
Phoenix
point
are
streaming
right
that in
across.
2K.
And if they try to
But
make a
I'll
move right
confirm
here,
इससे
right
ज़्यादा
now,
quality हो सकती है क्या?
it's not gonna be looking good for them.
Talking corner, Phoenix positioned
Yeah, that's
right
the
next
max
to each other
quality
near
man.
the tree. Team Phoenix is shooting at someone else in the distance. We don't know who that is yet, but honestly, I
कौन से
think
सर्वर पे
that's
टूर्नामेंट है? I
not
think
just yet.
सिंगापुर होगा.
They should be able to get away. But now Stark and Connor
I
is
don't know
trying to
pings
shoot
कितना
them.
है.
Let's see how they decide to
फिर
initiate.
प्लेयर से
They
पूछना
get a
पड़ेगा
decide to
कितना
initiate
पिंग आ
the
रहा
ball.
है.
Oh, positions given away, shots exchanged.
I think
Now
Elstar
tunnel
बहुत
moving
OP
in.
रखी है. This guy has all
That's a
purple
pretty
attachments.
coming on down from the side of Stark and Carnage. And Stark and Carnage versus the side of Team Phoenix. This is what I'm really excited to see. Let's see how they actually go up on this side, but at the same time, I don't think they want to fight as well. They just want to chill. They just want to run away.
मर्डॉक खेल रहा है. क्रेबर है मर्डॉक के पास.
Disgusting, man. Get him off the server.
मर्डॉक and ultimate noob. Oh, this team is
Murdoch,
strong,
big
dude.
Guns. Big man giving with the big guns. This man should be able to.
Oh, I didn't know,
get
man.
an
This
easy
this team
knock
is
onto one of
really
their
strong,
teammates
I'll
and
say.
enable his team to push
Startup
very
gets
well.
another kill.
Is this the right
Another
time to
knock,
push?
I'll say,
I mean,
not
there
kill.
are other teams who are just starting to come.
Startup
closer to you. If you decide to
finishes
pick up a
this
fight right
guy
now,
1
The
HP.
chances of you getting third partied are high.
Praj also
enough.
finishes one
They
guy.
will be
Oh, that's
higher once
nice.
the
That's
ring
nice for
gets
the
closer.
Praj and
So yeah, you got to choose between the lesser
PSG.
of evils. You either risk getting third partied now or risk getting fourth, fifth partied later.
Apex to
It's
God,
all-
be
all
happy with
about that
skin.
ideal
Heirloom is
choice.
not for noob.
You need to take those chances to either play for
आएगा,
the
आएगा,
and
वक्त
just wait
आएगा यार
until a
अपना
little
भी.
bit of the competition has thinned out already, because when there are 10 squads with such a tiny circle, you really don't want to take a lot of those chances. And that's why in professional level Apex, a lot of the teams, they're waiting it out until the very last second when the real fights are about to start. As soon as that first initial engagement happens, then and only then you should be going in for that fight. But Stark and Carnage, though, they're the ones who try to push down into another squad's position. And now they're on the receiving end of a lot of pain. Pinsir from the left, Pinsir from the right, the side of Stark and Carnage.
ऐसे close range में
And they
3x
need to
मुश्किल
get
लगता
this
है.
up down towards their opposition, because there's another team right behind them. They cannot even survive.
Start हो गया.
The side of Team 180.
They jumped into
They're
another
one
team
blood,
and just died.
one by one, they're gonna be able to drop the side of Stark and Carnage like flies. And now they need to finish this fight really quickly, though. Consider something here, Crips. There's another squad right on the other side, and if they
Yeah.
want to go in for this squad, it's already done it for the side of 160.
Stark and Connor was about to fight against Team Wasabi, but they thought that it's better to avoid the spices. Unfortunately, 1 HP has something
क्या
sweet
करते हैं
for
सिंह
them.
वालों के
It's
member
easy
games?
bet. And at
Third
this
loom
point, with Stark and
कब
Connor
लोगे
out
आप?
of the way,
Third loom
1
क्या है?
HP and Wasabi might just start fighting each
I
other
wish
for
होता है.
control of
2K पे
one
होता है
side.
stream. It would have been
This fight
better.
will be
But फिर delay
so
आता.
crucial if they actually are able to take launch side for themselves. Then they're in a
बहुत
really
सही
good
खेल रहा है यार
spot, because
प्रजो
that's
स्टार्टअप.
number one
मेरे को इनका
building
stats मस्त लग रहा है.
if you really want to cut
Still
off
surviving,
the
two-man
rotation
team.
of 1 HP, they're making their way towards the side of launch side.
This
on
guy
a
is
long
6
route.
KP.
Yeah, I'm trying
And
to go
it's
around
very
this
open.
place.
And it's very open. I don't
1
know how much I
HP.
like this here.
I think it's actually not that bad because it was open towards the
How did he
southern
miss?
edge of the map and nobody really takes that route. Considering that most of the teams will be coming in from the northern side, I think that rotation path might just have
You see
been
how
really
much
safe.
snipers are
And they
getting
were
used?
also chasing
Scout
other teams
use हो
that
रही है,
just want to
longbow
jump
use हो रही
tower
है.
into the western building of launch side. So yeah,
ये मेरा
this
favorite
area,
loadout.
it has like
This
4
guy is
different
using
buildings which
Bochek.
teams can take cover inside. So you've got Wasabi in one of the buildings, Washed Apex bots on the other side, popping off underneath everyone.
कल
and
कितने
then
बजे
this,
try करते हैं? 11
this
बजे.
team 1 HP, just
We'll
on
do
the
it like
outskirts of
2-3
launch side.
hours.
Keeping an
Then
eye on
we'll
them
take a
as
little
well.
break and 4 बजे फिर we'll do the watch party. ऐसा
Now,
कुछ
instead
प्लान
of
करते हैं
popping
कल का.
off, they're just still chilling. They're eating them s'mores.
They
And they're
have
like-
आज थोड़ा
five
morning में
kills,
busy था,
but
नहीं
not
तो आज भी
have,
stream
like,
कर
2
लेता.
kills, so it's not like they've been just
Buffering.
camping. They've had their fair share of
No, they're
fights,
just
but we
hunting.
don't know who.
They're hunting as well. Like, you know, when you go on a camping trip, you go in for a couple of hunts as well.
Yeah, it's
You
fine, man.
place a couple of traps here and there if you want to catch a rabbit from time to time, and you know, have a little bit of a meal with your son. And now the
Yeah.
real
Alright.
question is
Sneeze का
Son,
team
who's
hold कर रहा है. नीचे startup और
better
Praj.
is it?
Startup और Praj का position थोड़ा सा
Who's older?
tough सा लग
I
रहा
don't
है.
really know.
I don't know about their ages as well.
So there are
I don't
like
know-
5
I don't even know
matches,
their
I
real
think,
names
today.
inside this thing.
and winner will be decided from 15 games, 15 games जो कि 3 दिन में हो रहे हैं.
12 or something like that.
I think it's nice.
Indian
System
names are
अच्छा
kind
है.
of easy to predict considering this thing, considering his.
Oh, the doctor, इनका एक बंदा उनका
Yeah,
died.
but
Oh no.
that's the thing over here. If you run into Team Phoenix, that will be
Murdoch is
really bad.
missing a
And
lot,
Team
man.
Phoenix are not even like in between the buildings or whatnot. These guys are just in between two canyons. They're outside the launch site area, just a little towards the west of it. And this corridor is probably one of the only entrances into the circle. If you guard this area, you will be able to gatekeep a lot of teams and kind of force them to take the longer route around. And if you take the longer route around, you will be forcing those teams to run into either Team Wasabi or into Team Washed Apex spots. Maybe even Team 1 HP, considering that 1 HP was... no, wait, they can't run into 1 HP. 1 HP was too much.
They're just holding this angle.
they're on
इधर
the
से
other
entry
side.
hold कर रहे हैं लोग.
Yeah.
But ये खुद अंदर कैसे आएंगे?
Now,
Because
that's the
another
thing
team
that
is
I was
holding
trying
them.
to say here, gatekeeping one
Yeah,
side, but
Murdoch का
then
team
they're gonna get
पक्का
gatekeeped
gatekeep
as
होगा.
well.
Oh,
That's
this
why
guy
Wasabi- oh,
ultimate got
tracking.
beamed,
On
dude.
the side of dude, look at this
Wow.
guy! 99 tracking at that range! Beautiful sprint control, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, take a
Dude.
bow because with an already right at that range,
क्या spray दिया ultimate को?
fire. And now all of them are gonna be on fire because here comes the zone, ladies and gentlemen, and this is gonna be the place where the push is really gonna hurt a lot. And now they are pretty much done and dusted. It's actually gonna be the side of Clutch Ministers being able to take down the side of Team Phoenix, and with that, now they need to make that.
I think best
Either they
position
get
is
pushed by the side
Sneezy.
of Wasabi and then cook at the door, man, Scorpion. You're not supposed to get out stuck like that. But it's completely fine attacking. The push coming on down through from the side of Team Wasabi. Are they going to be going in for the full-on push? Do they want the building control in their favor? Because they have now...
These guys
gone
are still
8-4.
alive?
They have given up their last
Ultimate
position,
and
so going
Murdoch.
up against the side of Clutch Minister right here, right now is just so crucial. They need to take that chance. They need to go in for this push because their position is just so horrible right now.
Clutch Ministers have got them pinned down. There's barely any space left for their opponents to work with. They're just using the Gibby Dome as cover for now, but once this dome is offline, they will have no place left to run, no place left to hide, and John FPS, he's going to be able to destroy Newt. Aviator Esports also taking a bunch of damage. Everyone's been forced to jump downstairs.
Friendly,
no way
friendly,
you will be
yeah.
able to stay up there with absolutely no cover. And at
No, I
this
don't
point,
think
these
they
guys are
survived. They
trapped
died,
between a
man.
rock and a hard place.
Ultimate और ये मर
Look at
गए.
them. Their teams are spread out right now.
Sneeze का team है, नीचे Praj का team hold कर रहा है.
Sneeze's teammates are already downstairs. Washed Apex spots probably have one of the better positions right now, but it's not the best because they also need to move into the ring. And the ring is
Sean
about to close in
FPS
15
gets
seconds.
2 kills
I
here.
want to see which one of these teams controls the building that's still in the center. It's definitely not Washed Apex spots. Definitely not Wasabi. And least of all is gonna be Team 1 HP popping off also on the other side. But at least they're able
Praj
to
gets
steal a
another
couple of
kill.
kills. 1 HP Crips got taken down, and now we're down to the last 3 squads. Popping off, and both Clutch Ministers are outside the zone.
Dude,
They need
Praj
to
is
make their way
insane.
inside, but I think Clutch Ministers will
One
be able
man
to get
shot and they're
inside
getting
a
enough
lot quicker
kills.
than the others. In fact, they are already inside. They've got the better position now.
Yeah, they just need to chill. And they just need to wait. The more they wait, the better their positions are going to be. The better their fights are going to be here in general. So they need to make the choice here. Because here it's a 3 versus 1 situation. With only...
Sneeze की team के
one
Bloodhound को नहीं
side
जानता. I know
side
Scorpion.
popping off.
I've played with
If he wins
Sneeze
this,
and
it's gonna
Scorpion.
be an incredible tale to tell here, ladies and gentlemen. But at the same time, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Ah,
Just
poor
yet. A
Octane.
couple of pop shots being taken, and Proj, he's hurting. He's hurting massively. He needs to try and run on away. He needs to try and survive. But I don't think that Switchy's gonna be giving much away to him. Not just yet. He's gonna make him work for it. Gets cracked, and he's just
Sorry.
running around like a little cockroach, running around trying to survive this. And Switchy's
I think
just
Praj का
looking
best
to-
position है.
just give up and die.
He's like
already.
towards
I
the
didn't really wanna
center.
say it, but hey, I have to make that meme reference. But
बहुत अच्छा
that's
position
kind
है.
of the situation for Prudge.
Yeah.
But right on the other side, I think that was
I don't know where
they're the
UPS
ones to win
क्यों
everything
आवाज
else
कर
here
रहा है.
because they have the best position that you can take.
वो Bloodhound अपना
Yeah,
अभिषेक
and-
भैया है.
At one
Oh,
point,
that's
Washed Apex
nice.
Spots had the best position, but while these guys, Washed Apex Spots, were just busy fighting Prudge, Wasabi took that
I don't get it.
distraction as an advantage, and they managed to close the gap in between these two.
Like,
So
Clutch
now
Ministers
both
is
of these
not
teams have a decent enough position, and Prudge
Nobody is
far
trying
from
to start
action.
the
He's
fight
underneath
plus
all of
third को
them.
बहुत
He's
फायदा
just
होगा.
waiting for this storm to blow over. And unfortunately, I don't think the storm is going to blow over anytime soon. In fact, it's just starting to pick up. Washed Apex Spots and Wasabi, not even Wasabi, Watch Apex Spots and Clutch
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ministers, they're
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of in a standoff right now. Even a stare-off, if you might want to say, because you can see each other through the glass building, but you can't shoot at each other. So
But
now you're
कोई
just
बात
gonna
नहीं
be
यार.
patient.
It's a very
You gotta
important
see which one
tournament
of
of
these teams
pressure
swings
होता है.
wide first.
I've
Swings the door open,
tried streaming in
start with a
tournaments.
grenade.
I play better
While all of
when
this is
streams
happening,
are off.
we
Oh,
have
why would he
my
push?
no, Metro Legion, you can't afford to do that. Metro Legion decided to push Prudge all by himself, and Clutch Ministers take this as their cue to push in. They can see that one knock come through, and this is their time. But the moment Clutch Minister decide that they have an advantage, they want to go ahead, they end up losing Scorpion. So now
दोनों का एक
it's a
knock
2
है.
versus 1 versus 2. Prudge is still available, and
my
he's just
God,
picking
I
up
think
kills
I'm
while all of
waiting.
this is happening, and now both these teams are deciding to engage with each other full on. No falling back right now. This is the full commitment. It's just gonna be Clutch Ministers versus Washed Apex Bots, and let's see which one of these teams comes out
Oh,
on
they
top. And
finished
somehow,
Prudge.
Prudge has been
Prudge
found
needs to
in all
go
of
in.
this.
In this situation, if Prudge pushes, they win. He just wins this outright. He needs to go in for this push. I wonder where he is as of right now, because it is going to be another kill coming on down from the side of Clutch Ministers, and Prudge
Clutch
is already
Minister,
dead,
nice.
apparently. We didn't even know. I thought he was
Sneeze
still
का team
alive at the
जीता.
very end of it all.
GG's.
But instead, it's going to be the side
India's
of Clutch
best posi
Ministers
था.
able to clutch everything out and Sneeze
This
being the one
building
to go
does
in
the best
for
posi for
last
them.
kill. And
And मैं कहूँगा Prudge बहुत अच्छा खेला. Prudge and PSG ये लोग मस्त नीचे खेले. इतनी देर survive कर गए, kill steal कर लिए. One man down and got so much kills, so it's nice.
Clutch Ministers, they're gonna live up to their names, and they're gonna be able to clutch out the rounds. Let's Sneeze being the actual Clutch Minister coming on down through from their side.
ऐसे नहीं वो आजकल stream नहीं करते. I saw him stream like 1 month
Exactly.
ago.
And the moment, I think it was Metro Legion from Washed Apex Spots who decided to fight.
GG's for Sneeze,
Prudge.
man.
The
GG's
moment
good.
He was downed. His
Taking
teammate was
that
forced to
building,
just move ahead
holding
and
that
trade with
position,
him.
knowing कि
Otherwise,
इधर
Metro
circle
Legion's
आएगा,
round would have gone in
सोचो
waste.
उसमें
So
कितना thought
Metro Legion
लगा
was able
होगा.
to confirm the kill onto Prudge. But when that happened, and when Clutch Ministers saw all of that happen in the kill feed, they realized that's it. That's the opportunity that we were looking for. That's our cue. Move in, boys. Autobots, roll out.
Aggressive
Yeah,
grips.
because that
That's
first
our
initial knock is where the real
commentators
chaos will start to begin.
post.
Because then immediately the team who are on the receiving end of a lot of that damage are going to be like, oh no, we lost one of our players, and the player that we did lose was the Octane, and now without the Octane, we are not going to be able to go in for those pincer strats anymore that we were thinking about previously. And right at the very end, yes.
But मेरे को sad हुआ यार Murdoch का team के लिए. The way they died, they were holding another team outside and they got circle block. उनको block कर दिया एक team ने. And वो R99 के spray क्या था वो ultimate पे खतरनाक. Present TSG only 2. I know. क्या third disconnect हो गया just for this game? Or third is not here today? I just wish SNO third is not here today.
They had the better weaponry, they had the better position, and they knew exactly when to go in for that push, allowing them to easily take that engagement and then go in for that play. And
I'm still here, lol.
right at the very end.
You'll be here probably till the end because fun होने वाला है धीरे धीरे और fun होंगे games.
That guy is literally holding behind the box. He has a Gibraltar who's staring at me, who's feeding all the information in the dire world of when I'm pushing, and I have no idea if he's actually there or if he's actually somewhere else just chilling. So right at the very end, very good team play and coordination. That's why in Apex, even the people who are dead can be the biggest asset for you.
Yeah, really well put over there.
People who are
But
dead are
this
biggest
was
asset.
a rather manageable game, don't you think?
Yep.
We expect
Alex यार मैं खेल नहीं पाया. I wanted to play. I couldn't.
Everyone
मैं
died
चंडीगढ़
right
गया
at
था
the
ना,
start,
so I
and
missed the
everyone did
qualifiers.
die. But then it was pretty evenly spread out. It's not like 5 teams fall at once, right?
Yeah.
There is a certain hierarchy, there is a certain leveling system to it. Every time a team falls, someone else becomes significantly stronger, and then they get control of an area, which forces the other teams to maneuver. And because those teams are in control of those certain areas, everyone's targeting them, or they're just building a fort. And when one key position is liberated, a lot of other teams then, scramble to take control of that
You
area.
got
And
mod,
how the
that's
fights were,
why.
like mostly evenly spread out.
Nice,
So I
Tushar.
think this was actually a pretty nicely paced
I'm gonna
game.
turn on
Let's take a
music
look at the
fan.
highlights, and I'm gonna be honest, this was one of the more easy to follow games. But the highlights just make it better because you get to see all the juicy frags, and
यहाँ पे Sneeze अकेला कूद गया था.
tracking. We got to see some nice
He came back
shots.
because he was like अब तो मैं गया.
See some people trying to tap safe as well.
But they won,
Has it
man.
been removed yet, or is that gonna be in the future?
Playing from here dome इधर से.
Yeah.
They got a good pussy, I'll say.
Just get
सही टाइम पे मूव
seemingly
किया है.
heavy out of here, but at the same time, it's gonna terrorize people for just a little while longer. But at the same time,
Oh,
it's gonna
nice
completely
shot.
fine and dandy. But when you consider the very start of the game, I believe that I was really surprised. It felt like a lot of the teams that were
यहाँ पे बहुत
supposed to
भसड़ हुई.
survive, the ones that were supposed to be the ones to try and go in for the kills, try and go in for the plays, and just be the ones that take it all away, they were just nowhere to be seen. Popping off, yes, they had a really rough start because they didn't have one of their players. They couldn't go in for their signature strategies, especially without Northern Breeze, because Northern Breeze is one of the literal backbones for the entire roster, and not having a backbone itself, yeah, you're not going to be winning out on a lot of different occasions like that. So it really did hurt them down in the long run, but it's completely fine and dandy being able to go in for third place.
ये ऐसे टूर्नामेंट में ना ये सिचुएशंस बहुत आती है जब फाइट बहुत लंबी चढ़ जाती है ना, डेफिनेटली कोई ना कोई टीम आके थर्ड पार्टी करती है. जब भी फाइट हो ना, यू हैव टू क्विकली डिसाइड कि तुम फाइट कंटिन्यू कर रहे हो या निकल रहे हो, बस जब तुम पे थर्ड पार्टी होगा तो यू वोंट हैव दैट कंट्रोल. कंट्रोल ही नहीं रहेगा. हे हैकिंग कोड, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम. वालों का नया मैप देखा? यस, मस्त है ना. बीच में से जिप लाइन, इतना बड़ा सारा लाइक खोखला सा मैप है. अच्छा लगा मुझे. न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट है. एटलीस्ट फन होगा ये मैप खेलना. आई डोंट नो, पीपल आर स्टिल हेटिंग इट. पाजी खेले तो अकेले 57 किल्स. हाँ, वेरी नाइस एलेक्स. नो ब्रो, ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता. वेरी हार्ड मैन. 5-6 किल निकाल लिया तो मतलब यू डिड वेरी वेल.
Which basically forces them to take the zip lines up to the top of this area, and that's when all the third parties started to come in. We saw Stock
the corner, my bad. But yeah, those are the type of calls that are normally.
Hi guys, sorry.
It keeps you on the edge.
UPS suddenly gave up, but we are back.
Say the very least that you're not alone in this situation. You still have the extra eyes that will watch for things that you cannot see. And in this situation, see just had that.
Yeah, and this was the situation for both of them, right? Like it boiled down to a 1v1, and Sneeze had to like let go of his gold shield, and he picked up a normal white shield lying there on the ground, simply because he did not have time to heal up. And I guess that's what it boiled down to in the end. And both the teams with their knockdown players, they're feeding information, so everyone knows where everyone is. The dead teammates of both the teams are feeding information to their.
Yeah, we're back, and UPS is still not fixed, so there could be issues. But I'm finger crossed, hoping कोई issue ना हो.
They were able to win this, and they are named appropriately, right? The 1v1 clutch, they don't lose those.
Yeah, these guys, they just know what to expect. They just know what to do, and they're not.
I wish they show me a leaderboard now.
But at the
About
same
time we
when
see a
you
leaderboard.
consider what exactly we can expect from map number 2 for day 2 here, Crips, I don't really know, because right at the very beginning, we were talking about the fact that, hey, it's either going to be 14 squads right at the very end if they're able to make a very safe rotation out of the south side, or it's going to be an absolute chaos on towards the south end, and the fights are going to be happening with the snap of a finger right here and right now. And that's kind of what happened. We snap a finger, a team is dead. We snap another finger, another team is dead. And we snap our fingers twice, and more than 4 squads are dead. That's kind of what happened right at the very end of here. And it was just a complete disarray of teams just fighting constantly. But we were able to catch a lot of the action. Why is that personally? Because a lot of the teams were making the rotations and they got caught in between rotations. The fights were so long because of the positional advantages that some of these teams had. They didn't really fight right at the very beginning. It was not a lot of scrappy fights. It were fights where the teams were almost fully kitted up. They had blue shields, they had purple armor, some had red, some had gold. So they had the potency when it came down to the weapons, the grenades, and also the.
I think
so in a way this
थोड़ा सा टीम्स को है ना भी ग्रो करना ज़रूरी है. That's what I think. I mean, comparing this tournament with Alkis जो हुआ था, I felt like towards the end there were a lot of more teams alive in Alkis compared to this. मतलब यहाँ पे मुझे ऐसा लगा राउंड 3 तक almost 10 teams wiped out हो चुकी थी. मतलब only 10 alive थी. Whereas there you'll see like almost 15-16 teams ज़िंदा है towards the end, and circle इतना छोटा है, and everyone is holding and everyone is trying not to pick a fight because सबको पता है कि जैसे इस fight initiate होगी तुम हार जाओगे, you know. तो वो एक फ़र्क मेरे को बहुत बड़ा लगा इस टूर्नामेंट में. compared to the international tournament. Oh, we have the leaderboard. Let's check it
Oh
out.
my god, 12 kills! These guys were on fire.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised because 1 HP, they were basically the bane of existence.
Yeah,
of
1
so
HP ने
many
खूब kills
teams.
उठाए हैं.
Like, they were able to force washed Apex bots into a
Clutch
corner.
Minister
No,
1,
not just
position के
washed Apex
12
bots,
points.
They were also able to, sandwich Stark Incarnate in between themselves and Wasabi. And then they topped off that
Phoenix के सिर्फ 3 points
all
are,
over
that's
it
sad.
and just gobbling it up.
That's
And
our
1HP were picking up all the
Nice
kills.
score.
Those were
Murdoch
just
ka
two
team.
teams that they pitted against each other and they took the win. They also, I think, were able to third party in between the fight of Aviator and Hardstock.
I think popping off
I'm
is
not sure if it
Praj
was
ka team.
them or if it was someone else, but they were also able
Not bad.
to kill
6
Team
6 KP
Phoenix,
ले गए with
even though Team Phoenix had
less
a
people.
goddamn Kraber in their hands.
Yeah, that's the side of Team 1 HP. I think that this
I'm
is
probably
what
Team
is
9,
really
hard stuck
good to
D4.
see
That's
in the
me.
number 1 tier clips, and they're
Hard
actually
stuck D4.
showcasing how good they can be if you allow them the chance to shine here. And hey, they were able to perform very beautifully. 17 points on the board. They were not able to get the win, but the
Guys, do you
amount
know
of
who
kill
is
points here,
winning? Who is the
an
team at the
absolute
top?
beast of players from the side of Team 1 HP. But at the same time, just look at popping off, man. They had 2 people, 7 placement points and 6 kill points with 2 people. These guys are a
Hey, Anush, welcome back.
breed of players in time.
I mean, imagine what would have happened if they had all 3 of their players alive. They probably would have been able to win the game against Clutch Ministers and Washed Apex bots. And this was a very evenly paced game too, right? We saw that, and in fact, you mentioned one snap and a team is dead. Another snap, another team is dead. You know who else snaps? It's Thanos. And given the fact that half the teams died in between ring 3 and 4, we might just call that the Thanos circle because one snap and half the server is gone. I think that
Dude, he's watching my stream. Mere ideas
said this
later.
in multiple battle royale games. I've introduced the Thanos concept circle, but this is the first time I'm seeing an iteration of it in Apex Legends. Yeah, let's just use that whenever we see something like this next time around.
Yeah, for sure. Like, depends on the spread of the map, though. I think that when you consider the southern side of the map, I think that spread is where the
Apex
Thanos
इतना अच्छा गेम है, ये
circle would
hackers
be
और
a
glitches
lot
remove
more
करके तो
appropriate,
मजा
but
ही
when
आ
you consider
जाए.
the northern side,
बस
I
hackers
don't know.
remove कर
The
दो,
northern side
glitches
has a
इतने हैं
lot
नहीं गेम
more
में.
different entry points that
Only
players can actually go in through,
some
depending on how
crashes,
they
that
want
is
to.
also
That's my personal
high
opinion.
FPS और
But
ये
I
सब
kinda like
issues
that
है, but
ideology.
ऐसे कुछ
That kind of
खास
sense.
glitches नहीं है गेम में. I think
That's actually
character related, game related
It
glitches
does,
तो
right?
बिल्कुल भी नहीं है.
So yeah, that
They
basically
just need
is
hacker issues
the
fixed,
game
man.
1 wrapped up for you.
And not
We'll see
removing
how
tap
this
strafe.
affects the overall standings because
बस वो
Team
फिर बेकार हो
Phoenix was
जाएगा.
on the top of everyone else. And now they've only got 3 points. Everyone else is coming closer to them. There was a 20-something point buffer between them and teams like Clutch Ministers and Popping Off. I think that buffer would have gone down significantly after this.
Clutch Minister का sneeze का team है, popping off Praj का team है, and Phoenix Murdoch वाला team है. Current standings.
Hierarchy and hey,
Oh, Phoenix is winning.
Number 1 position, but hey, they cannot get a little bit too complacent because they had a really rough game here.
I think popping off के भी rough games जा रहे हैं.
Popping off with 62, Stalking Carnage with 50, Washed Apex Bots with 47, 1 HP, rising to the top from 27 points all the way going up to the side
Top
of
3
44.
teams.
They're getting closer, inching to that number
अलग ही
2
आगे ही है, वो
squad.
अलग ही है.
Slowly but surely they're getting there, but at the same time, the saddest
इन्हीं में
story
से
of
कोई
it all
जीतेगा.
has to be the side of Exome and Hearthstone D4 and Word.exe. The teams that were absolutely dominating on day number 1, they've kind of taken a back seat here.
At least the backseat is better than being locked up in the trunk. Then you're just being taken for a ride and you don't even know.
The
where
last
you're
team है
headed.
Vector
You're just going with the flow,
Esports,
hoping that you
Vector
don't
Sports.
suffocate in there. Hoping
उनका
that somebody
wins,
releases you
PP
from the
और
trunk
KP.
and you get
You know,
to fight
0
back
है.
at some point.
Or maybe
You
they're
know,
not playing.
Chris, like whenever you are going out with a couple of your friends and it's like 6 friends and all of the car seats are filled, so you have to go down and do rock paper scissors with one of your friends of who's gonna actually have to go inside of the trunk because there's not enough space in the car seats. I
Man,
think
just
they
get
have
an
lost
Uber.
out on that fight.
just get an Uber, get someone else to drive for you.
I think next match we'll
And I
see
think that's
Phoenix pop
exactly
off.
what
मुझे
1HP
ऐसे
did
feeling
in
आ
this
रही है.
game as well, right?
They're gonna pop off
They
now.
got the other teams to fight each other, and then they were the ones who got all the advantage at the end of it. That's what basically calling an Uber is. You get someone else to do the work for you.
Yep.
That's what 1HP
आपका
did.
क्या
They were the smart
standing
ones.
है?
Yeah,
Standing
they
on what,
actually
Jay?
took their fights properly, but at the
I
same
only
time,
think
I would
जो
love to see them
top 3
actually
teams थी ना
survive for a
उनमें
good
से
while
कोई
longer.
जीतेगा.
As
It's either gonna be
much as
Praj का
the
team
points really don't
और
matter, I think the basic
Ultimate
points are
Noob
those
का team,
guaranteed points that you need to
because
try and
ये सबसे
harness for yourselves as much as
you
you
know
possibly can as well as
most
the skill
experienced
points.
players
So
हैं यहाँ
Team
पे.
1HP back in
And
when you
Sneeze भी काफी
consider
अच्छा खेल रहा है, so
Qualifiers one as well, they had the
उनका
exact
team
same
भी जीत
problem. So
सकता है. They
that's
have
when they
good
went a little
coordination,
bit
Sneeze.
over aggressive and they paid the ultimate price for it with their own lives, and they were just not able
No,
to
it's
hold down
it
the
depends
fort
on
really
कैसे
strong,
games जाते हैं
like
और
as strongly as you would.
कितना strong
The
luck
very
चलता है इन
disappointing
तीन
thing
teams का कि इनमें से
are a
कौन सी
very,
ऊपर आ
very,
जाती है, कौन
very
सी नीचे
aggressive
जाती
team,
है.
but when it comes down to trying to position themselves from time to time, especially on the first game of
But
the
the
game,
good thing
they
is
kind of just, you
जो
know, get
बाकी
a little
टीम्स है
bit
ना
too
वो भी
effy
अच्छा
and they try
परफॉर्म
to
कर
get a
रही
little
है.
bit more
It's not
over aggressive. But
like
I
the
think that they were
usual
trying to test
tournament
out the
जहाँ पे
waters. They're
एक टीम
trying to
जा
see
जा
if
के
they woke
सबको
up on the
मार रही
right side of
होती
the
है.
bed
It's
or
not
the
like
left
the
side of the
usual
bed
Indian
today.
tournaments.
So I think they woke up on the right side. Their aim is crispy. Their positioning is good enough. They just need to play it a little bit more.
Like काफी बार ऐसे होता है कि इंडियन टूर्नामेंट्स में there's only 1 or 2 teams वो इतना अग्रेसिव खेल रही होती है that कि वो सारा केपी उठा रही होती है, like 10-10 12 kills, एंड देन बाकी सारी टीम मुश्किल से एक दो kills ले रही होती है. So which is nice, like there are few teams who are really good and then बाकी teams में भी competition है, so this is nice. I think इसलिए क्योंकि टूर्नामेंट्स कम होते हैं वो बाकी टीम्स इतनी अच्छी नहीं है, बट धीरे धीरे वो इम्प्रूव होती दिखेंगी मेरे को
Because
लगता है
considering
फ्यूचर
something, X1
टूर्नामेंट्स
was
में.
that team we always knew was the dark horse. They were the sneaky peaky like people who just completely came out of absolutely
Too
nowhere.
easy. What's
You
up,
got a
man?
squad,
Hello.
And then you're like, how is X-Omen in the top 3? Where have they been? How did they get here? And why is this happened? But
Are you
now
from
we
Too
have
Easy
watched
team?
Apex squads who are actually
Yeah, it's definitely not like invitational.
very smartly
Invitational में तो वही
played
होता है,
able to
एक टीम में
secure so
3
many
प्रेडेटर
points at
होते हैं और
once,
वो
as well
घूम
as
घूम के
racking
मार
up
रहे
a
होते हैं.
couple of
It's
kill
like
points
free
here
win.
and there, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe 8. That's actually quite smart. Consistently getting 9 points and then consistently getting 5 to 8 points. It just adds up slowly but surely. As soon as one of the top teams slip, that's the moment you need to strike it. And watch Apex Bots, they're just waiting for that.
Yeah, they just want to catch them slipping. And that's what Washed Apex Bots was doing against 1HP in tree. They were both just, staring at each other, having a little bit of a, stare down.
You guys want me to move my
at the
monitor
stuff,
webcam
the
down?
childish kind of games you used to play.
अगर
But then they both decided to
it's
abandon
coming
that
in
and
front.
towards the dawn side instead. And while we were witnessing this little awkward standoff of sorts near the tree area, Aviator Esports was able to take down X-Omen. So, yeah, even X-Omen is a little bit of a hit and miss, right? I mean, sometimes they have a bunch of placement points, even the win sometimes, but they don't always have a lot of kills. Yeah, sure, they'll be able to wipe out one squad, but they won't be like 1HP who just goes on a 10 kill, 12 kill killing spree. And definitely not like Team Popping Off who can combine both of them together if they have all their men online.
Yeah, Team Popping Off, they just show a different level of consistency in comparison to everyone else. And hopefully, our point Northern Breeze is going to be in soon enough because, hey, the team
Hey,
dynamic
Stone.
without that guy.
How you
just
doing, man? क्या चल रहा है आजकल?
Really hoping that moving on down the line,
क्या खेल रहा है
squad number
आजकल?
2, we're going to be able to see it and see the old team popping off back because they don't really have a lot of room to work with anymore. Yes, Proj was able to pull off an incredible feat, being able to get so many points on the board for his roster, 13 points, being a solo with his duo partner Startup.
हेलो यूजीमैन. सब पाजी, आपने इस टूर्नामेंट में पार्टिसिपेट किया था? नहीं यार, आई कुडंट मैन निखिल. आई वांटेड टू.
Or a team who wants to go down towards that number 1, and if they're not able to get that number 1, doesn't really matter who they are not going to be happy.
Is webcam to bottom right and sponsors to left of webcam?
My bad, pardon my Englando. But this is just the start. Aggressive. I mean, the first
Let
game
me
was
try.
pretty decent for us. It was evenly paced. But then this sets a good benchmark as to what a nice, peaceful game of Apex should look like. We've seen all sorts of games.
Peaceful game,
We've seen
This is better?
super violent ones where everyone dies at the same time. We've seen super sweaty ones where everyone's just packed into one tiny room together and then everyone's sweating bullets about who's gonna die first. So we've seen all over the spectrum. let's take a look at what the second game is gonna be like, ladies and gentlemen, because I can't wait. We're gonna be starting the second game just after a short word from our sponsors.
How's life, Nikhil? Tough, man. I got really sick अभी कुछ दिन पहले, and बस coming back, trying to stream regularly. बाकी तो सब चलता रहता है. When will you play Valo? Tomorrow we are planning Valo के member games. कल. Where were you yesterday? Yesterday I was filming a video.
From the outside.
It'll be here by tomorrow, day after tomorrow, so you'll know कल मैं क्या कर रहा था. When you get good randoms who communicate and you pull out a win, that feels is just unbeatable. I agree, man. Randoms के साथ जीतना बहुत मजा आती है.
Novo Legion. Stylish outside, savage inside.
Savage.
And welcome back, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
let's
Match
go.
number 2 of the
Game
Rival
started.
Legion Apex Legends tournament presented by Lenovo and Intel, as we are back once again, dropping it down hard over onto World's Edge, and it's of course gonna be Thermal Station coming on down to right off the get-go. Sorry, this is Launchpad. My bad. Launchpad coming on down right off the get-go, and at this stage, I don't.
You should
know,
play, man. Yesterday I was playing Octane.
always
He's
been part of
crazy.
the map to try
Got 40
and
kills with him. Never
make
tried him
a
much.
comeback.
Dude,
Once
Octane is
again, now we
crazy,
actually
dude.
seeing a Thanos circle,
That
but
speed boost.
not really
Once you get
there,
hooked to
because considering
Octane,
the spread of these players,
you can't play
they're
anything
actually
else.
spread across everywhere. Countdowns on the table. Fragment East, Fragment West.
ये 1 HP last game बहुत अच्छा खेले हैं.
Completely, and
ये
it's been
वाला
a
team.
while. But 1 HP, they're back to their old shit.
Hey homie, hope you're having an amazing day. Next, hey Enin, what's up, dude? Who are you supporting? I'm supporting. See, this Prajka team. This Sneezka team. Sneeze is a good friend. Ultimate is a good friend. TSG is a good friend. So, literally almost your top 3 teams है. They're really good friends. I don't know किसको support करूँ. I'm pretty much supporting everyone.
I mean, that was expected from them, considering they.
Yeah, I
did
pulled
not
a
have
win
the
yesterday
options.
while
I don't
comms
know why he did
with
not
them,
join.
and
Probably a
we
bug
three
or
were so
something.
happy. Hey, good for you, man. Generally, randoms don't talk. When they talk and things work out, it's fun, man. Okay, Paji, sending you good vibes across. Hope things get better. More power to you, my man. Hey, thank you, Nikhil. Randoms बहुत toxic भी होते हैं, especially in rank, dude. They're toxic.
No reloads required.
You make a single mistake in rank
Switch to
and
the other weapon.
super toxic.
That's a purple. Come on, man.
I didn't see Zed, man. मेरे को Zed नहीं देखा.
Hey, it's just RNG, man, and sometimes the Apex gods love you. Sometimes you get blessed.
Hey,
with
Great Scale, good
really
afternoon.
loot
कैसा
and
है?
absolutely
Welcome.
No good positions in the circle. Sometimes
Another
you have.
time.
Yeah,
it's
another
a
time you
Mozambique.
might.
Golden Mozambique, man.
अभी वो point आ गया है, सबका loot shoot हो गया है.
Listen.
And everyone is
After
trying to
season
rotate
8, the Golden
into circle.
Mozambique,
I don't know how
even if it was
17
gold,
teams are
it was just a
इस
Mozambique
tournament में.
point. That shit slapped.
18 teams
Like,
होनी
yo,
चाहिए
I
थी,
was
right? 6
hitting-
from
Yeah, I
each
was
qualifier.
hitting 120 damage in a single shot with the Mozambique hammer.
Honestly, वैसे 20 teams होनी चाहिए थी.
No, this is
And
illegal.
2 और teams होनी
At
चाहिए
one
थी.
point, you could literally just
That
pick
would
up
be
pistols. You
better.
have a wingman and a Mozambique. 2 shots with the wingman cracks your armor. 1 shot with the Mozambique, and you're dead.
Yeah, I miss the.
Agreed, mostly they are bad, but rarely you will get nice. And then you pull
At the
a
same
win.
time, I'm talking about
That
let's
feeling,
say,
oh man.
the OG season 0 Mozambique.
Randoms are mostly
One that is
toxic.
Japan's and then the gold variant.
Apex run good with 90 FPS on IdeaPad gaming.
Actually, the current
That's
Mozambique
nice. 90
is
FPS on Apex, decent, man.
balance
It's decent.
of some sorts. Like it
जब
has the
Apex
potential
release
to
हुआ
be
था,
a
I was
point
playing on
medium
60
in
to
range,
80 FPS.
which is
And
fair.
today I'm
But
playing on
sometimes it just doesn't
200
really damage
FPS.
because only one of the pellets connect. If all 3 pellets connect, it's
2
1
years.
damage. But it's
2
still
years of
okay.
Apex
I mean,
for
I
me.
think this is like the level of damage that Mozambique should be at, considering it's just a pistol.
But to
It's
play
strong
your
enough,
best,
but
you
not
need
as
that
strong as
FPS,
the
man.
wingman.
You need at least
So, yeah,
190, I
I think
think.
it's good.
Wingman has always been strong.
Oh, this
But
guy's
at the
dead.
same time, what else is strong is going to be the side.
It's Artu. Got knocked.
Because they're just going in for it. And it's going to be IO and Gang. seeking end up a lot of points here. Are they going to be able to survive? Not for long, though, I do believe, because Sark and Carnage on towards the back end are going to be the third party for this engagement. They're going to be able to spot out the members of Teamwork.exe, and it's just all about cleanup duty. Just go in for the push, go in for it hard, and go in for it fast. But at the same
Yeah,
time,
Lenovo
Jimmy,
Legion 5.
oh my
Nice,
god,
dude.
Destroyer! He's just going in, man! This guy has absolutely no fear whatsoever. His teammates are not even present, not just yet, and he's just like holding his W.
मैंने किया था Legion का, Lenovo Legion का
Uh-oh.
testing and everything. It's a good
Team GAWD
good laptop.
might have bitten off a bit more than they can chew. They started to have a really good time against one team.
Play
but now
Splitgate
they've
once,
got
man.
two
That game is
teams fighting
addicting.
at the
Zero
same time,
frustration, zero
and
irritation,
this
just fun.
really can't be good.
I'll install it. I watched a video and मेरे को थोड़ा सा
Consider the
interactive सा नहीं लगा. I mean,
very careful.
बहुत अच्छा game है,
On
but
the
उसमें
left side. On the left, there's another squad just waiting. and
graphics
they're
वाली
gonna be able to
vibe
spot
मेरे
them
को
out.
थोड़ी कम
But
लगी,
still, the high ground
honestly.
advantage is still not gonna be
Oh,
in their
this
favor.
team is
The
pushing.
ultimate has been dropped, and it's gonna be the fifth line being used as well. They're flying on up. The E-Rays are raining down hell one by one. The bodies are gonna drop. Ladies and gentlemen, they need to go in for it fast though. But still, the side of Destroyer INRC is still not going to be able to survive. Positions are just not going to be good as well. The side of Word.exe, they've already lost out on that first initial player. One's going to get picked up on towards the back, and Bagel's going to be able to heal himself back up to pull Lord!
Dude, ये team में कितना guts है.
You show him a little bit of respect to the process, but
Nice.
yeah.
Dude, I would never push this zipline से ऊपर push करके जाओ and
Guys, that was
you generally get beamed. Guts,
Now
man.
while we were looking at that fight, we move on towards Thermal Station where
Don't wanna be rude, but Caster sounds funny.
These guys are up against Team Moth, and this is a completely
हो
different
सकता है.
because
हम भी Apex खेलते थे 60 FPS पे
now there's
and I was laptop. Now I made a PC so I get 200 FPS. A-Stone, man. Good for you too. आजकल Apex खेल रहा है तू?
It's not just them over here, even Team Phoenix is over here. In fact, Team Phoenix is
Why
the
don't
one
you
that's currently
play
pressuring Team Moth.
VSLO League despite being God?
Good at the fight.
What is
They were just
VSLO
somewhat
League?
stuck in the sidelines. They're
And
just waiting for the
I'm
opponent to
planning
strike
to
into
get
the
into
button.
Apex tournament scene.
Moth is
मेरे पास अभी
5
team नहीं
minutes
है यार.
from them. There's another squad who's shooting out Team Phoenix.
Plan is to make a team and start grinding randoms and then once we get that coordination फिर ये tournaments में थोड़ा घुसना चालू करेंगे.
Oh, no.
See, I'm new to
Doctor,
Apex, man.
Please. Doctor, I know for a fact
He's
that you're
going-
trying to
gonna
get them
peek
a
from the
shot there.
window.
I know you want to check up on them, but still, COVID's kind of dangerous, my man. You just gotta chill. Social distancing, my brother. But I don't think he got the memo. He's still gonna go in for it. Look at
They
this.
have
I
better
don't like
shield,
this.
man.
Doctor
Murdoch का
showing a
team
little bit
पूरा
too
better
much
shield है.
patience, man.
They should
He
push.
needs to vibe. He needs to chill for a second.
वो देखो window hold कर रहा है मस्त एक बंदा.
Chill over here. This is like an oven. The longer you stay in here, you're getting baked. And this is not the kind of bake that you would want to be.
I don't think that dome was good. थोड़ा सा जल्दी कर दिया dome.
Waiting. Slowly and surely, you're running out of oxygen. You're suffocating.
Zodiac को ले लो easy
Their
wins.
purple shields,
यार
their enemies with like
पता नहीं
people
Zodiac
inside.
working है यार.
This is an unfair fight.
Oh, two guys burning. This is it.
So many grenades and utilities to throw. Like they just have a bunch of box stars, and the floor is lava at this point. There's like 2 thermite grenades, damage being connected all over the place, and
He
somehow
should
none of these
push.
guys are running out of utility. There's arc stars and thermite grenades available everywhere. How on earth do you find so much stuff? And there's a very cheeky corner that Ultimate Noob is able to find with that window, and then his teammate follows up on the back of it. Really good stuff.
This is
They
easy
finally
fight
are
for
able
these
to
guys.
destroy their opponents, and Team
But
Moth,
good for them. They got their
attracted to the flame,
3 KP now.
ever-burning flame of Team Phoenix. They come a little too closer to the fire, and Team Phoenix burns them to a crisp.
Yeah, I was talking about Valorant leagues, not VSLO.
Hey, come on!
Dude, Valorant
leagues
leagues इतना भी अच्छा नहीं खेलता मैं. Valorant में competition बहुत ज़्यादा है. Like बहुत ज़्यादा. See, if I'm immortal, then उसके आगे Radiants बैठे हैं इंडिया में बहुत सारे. So Valorant is very tough, dude.
You know, take a joke.
And special reason Valorant क्यों tough है? Because of the CS experience लोगों के पास जो है. Oh, they get one more team, dude. इनके पास भी white और blue shields ही है.
And probably re-kill themselves in the process because they are not looking strong when it comes down to the terms of loot. And yeah, they know for a fact they need to dip. They need to go out.
एक knock भी हो गया.
The fight
हाँ,
that just
dude.
happened, it's just not gonna be looking that good. It's gonna be the doctor being able to check up on one of his patients with Gibraltar. Little bits of AC.
Doctor checking on one of his patients, the Gibraltar. I agree, man. The commentators are a bit funny.
Trying to fight a squad that was actually just
30-60 दिलवा दो, मेरे को टीम में slot दे देना. 30-60 ले ले, slot मैं तेरे को दे दूंगा. Carry कर लेना मुझे. Is God man in any game? I'm like decent, man. I play decent every game, but I find it really hard to get on the top of the, you know, ladder on every game.
Reset potential so that you can get everything back up online. Your players, your shields.
Like I feel like I can go Masters, but I'm not sure about Predator. And same Apex में.
Oh my god, these guys on the
Oh, he killed him with his own arc star.
Are able to win this game. This is happening all the way in
That's
Skyrock,
nice.
I assume. And yeah, at the northern edge of the map, area is secured, but unfortunately, Unit X are also going hot on their heels. They want to finish off 3 punchers before they get a chance, and that's it.
Yeah,
Many players won't finish off.
Church की fights अभी अच्छी हो रही है. I don't see too many third parties. It's generally 3v3s हो रहे हैं and this better team just winning.
He's just alive. He's just vibing, bro. And he's like, "Don't worry, guys. I'll save you soon enough. As soon as Unit X leaves the spot. Until they do, I'm just gonna look at the paint drying.
Yeah, that's not vibing. That's more like grieving. You just
अभी मर्डर की टीम बहुत aggressive खेल रही है.
thinking of ways to bring them back.
It's fine. I don't want to make it morbid, but at the same time, I think the Team Phoenix, though, they're not really getting my memo here. Stop tracking the guys straight through the air and destroying them while they're flying away, man. They just want to fly. They believe that they can fly, so let them fly for once. Yeah, they're like, what is this?
Points कमा रहे बैठे बैठे. That's nice for them.
Yeah, their opponents are flying, and at the same time they're crying because Team Phoenix.
Uno
they are
reverse.
crying
Sheesh,
down.
Apex Tournament are next level.
These guys, I'm telling you,
Dude,
man, the
1 year
amount
from
of
now,
flame puns that
then
I can
watch Apex
bring up to
Tournament.
Team Phoenix, it is unbelievable.
बहुत ही stressful हो
You gotta
जाएंगे.
go to your house and check your notebook from time to time. I feel as though.
You remember how
spent
PUBG
a lot
tournaments were
of time
initially?
thinking about
That's Apex Tournament right now. फिर धीरे धीरे
If you come
PUBG
to my
tournaments
house, you
कितने
can see a
sweaty
lot
हो
of
गए.
posts written about Chris
That'll be
Evans.
like Apex Tournament in a year.
I can see.
क्योंकि इंडिया को
I
स्लॉट
don't know
मिल के
whether
एलगेस
it's
में
like
मल्टीपल
Paris or
टीम्स
Lanka.
में भी इंटरेस्टेड इन एलगेस तो फ्यूचर देखो तुम एपेक्स में.
Anyways, now it's gonna be the side of Heartsec D4s to probably try and flatter us with a couple of their own incredible plays. Breaking out the jump pad though, that's really smart from the side of Nina. Being able to cut off any sort of a rotation play that they can make. Beautiful position.
Murder cut down. Oh, that's bad for them, man. That's bad for them.
On the side of Team Phoenix, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The doctor take a back seat because now it's gonna be the surgeon's turn to shine. And with Reno getting such a beautiful squad wipe with his positioning, not really being in a position that they can really fight off against. This is pretty bad.
Oh, sad.
But now they're gonna be
The number one team who is like on top of the tournament right now, Phoenix, they got wiped. They got wiped early.
Clutch Ministers comes in as the third party. Squad
And
fight
Sneeze ka
supports
team
the
comes in
team.
and third party is the guys who killed the
With that,
top
the third
team.
party's gonna be pretty
Third
strong
party
here.
OP, man.
Another swipe bites the dust, but at the
So it's
same
like
time,
third party पे fourth party पे
let us
fifth party
spot
किया इन
that
लोगों ने
I
Sneeze की
think
team
that
में.
we're in for
That's
one of
nice,
those
dude.
9 squad circles here, Chris.
That's really good for Sneeze ka team because Murdoch ka team is
I
out.
mean, Heartsuck were able to eliminate Team Phoenix, and then Clutch Ministers come in to destroy them both.
Is L-Star good? L-Star
And
last
there is
patch
the fourth party
में
on
buff
top,
हुई
so
है.
that's kinda
Like
good
L-Star
for the
पे
side of Team Clutch Ministers.
काफी अटैचमेंट्स लग गए हैं. Also L-Star का जो वो था ना बुलेट का साइज वो छोटा हो गया है. तो पहले इतनी बड़ी होती थी अंधे हो जाते थे, अब सब अंधे नहीं होते हैं. तो L-Star अभी लास्ट पैच बहुत बफ हुई है.
I'm not hard stuck to them.
प्राइस कम होता तो ले लेता. आई नो ब्रो. होपफुली नेक्स्ट 1 मंथ में नॉर्मल हो जाएंगे जीपीयू प्राइसेस. अभी कितने कम हुए हैं. आई नो मैन क्वालिटी थोड़ा बैड हो सकता है बिकॉज 1080p स्ट्रीम हो रहा है. आई एम वाचिंग फ्रॉम अ यूट्यूब स्ट्रीम. एल्स्टर का सिर्फ एक ही प्रॉब्लम है ट्रैकिंग मैन. बुलेट स्पीड स्लो है तो तुम्हें ना आगे शूट करना पड़ता है कंपेयर टू अदर गन्स. एल्गिस का क्या सीन होता है? कैन एनी इंडियन प्लेयर प्ले इन इट?
Have
Dude,
we
जाएंगी
not
देखना.
seen this rematch
Watch this
before?
year's Algis, man. Indian teams
Yeah,
will play
this is
so
the
much
fight that always
better
does
than
happen. It's the
before. अच्छा
fight to
performance
decide
होने
who
वाला है
will
इस
watch
बार.
Apex spots
एक
and
दो teams है
consistently
जिनसे
being
बहुत
able
high
to take
hopes
down their
हैं.
opposition, but at the same time, this is a chance for the side of 1 HP to actually maybe take the world by storm and be able to
अभी
take down
बहुत
their
practice
opposition.
कर रही है
They
teams.
do
They're
it though,
playing
and they're consistently doing
scrims
it.
every
But
day
with 1
and
HP,
things like
they
that.
just have the better
ये
loot.
अब
They're
हो
the
रहा
ones
है.
who
पहले
maybe
नहीं हो रहा
have
था.
won more of those fights
हाँ,
earlier
X-Back का
on.
team से
And
भी hopes है.
Crisp was
Spark X
able,
जो है
sorry,
ना,
Crisp,
वो
my
one of the
God,
best teams है
Crisp
जो
was
इंडिया
able
से
to actually be
कुछ कर
the one
सकती है.
to actually get himself a gold shield, and with that gold shield,
वो टीम बहुत
he's
अच्छा
now
है.
going to be
You
able
know,
to hold down the fort properly
I
for
think
his
it's
team and also go
Beckham,
in for victory
Fat,
very quick on
and
his own. But now it's going to be X-Omen's turn.
no, one more
They're
guy.
getting defensive bombarded by another team holding
Owned
them
by
down to the
Scout
choke
and
point, and with the circle pushing them
next
out,
back
he's
coach.
going down in. They're in the absolute open, and they don't even have a Gibraltar shield to work with. If they die here, they're going to die on their lonesome, and there's nothing that they can do about it.
Unit X very successful in gatekeeping the majority of Team X Omen. And will they be able to
Easy
finish them
gatekeep.
off? Just one more left, and I think that is it. They're on the verge of finishing off. And they fall to dust. Team X Omen, once again, falling victim.
Team
Can't
X
even get
back
to the top
और
six.
LP
But
रवि
Lanka
गैंग्स वाली.
taking up once again. This time it's
Team
Stalking
X
Carnage.
back और
And
LP
they're
रवि
stuck in
गैंग.
between two teams.
LP तो खेल नहीं
Watch
सकता यार.
Apex
He's
on
too
one
small
side,
to
Team
play
1HP
tournaments.
underneath, and
LP
they
का
have a bunch of difficult
टाइम
decisions
आएगा
to
है.
make over here.
जब वो खेलेगा ना
Gibraltar
तो वो
Shield
ऑन
will help
करेगा
them
देखना. तब
reset
तक वो
for a
बड़ा हो
little bit,
जाएगा और
but that
मैच्योर हो
does
जाएगा
really keep
और
them
गेम
safe.
इम्प्रूव कर
And
लेगा.
at this point, Stark and
फिर
Garnet
बहुत
have
अच्छा
no
खेलने
choice
वाला
but
है
to
वो.
push into one of these teams. They can't afford to stay over there and get pummeled by both of them. They need to choose between one of them and hope that the other one doesn't third party. And it seems like their decisions are not really paying off.
स्काउट ऑन टीम कौन सी है?
Going
हाँ,
full send.
Spark
And
X
after
है.
getting a little bit of damage done, they turn around towards the other side, realizing that their other opponents are right behind their backs. They decide to deal with the ones close up first.
I heard
And
किसी
once they
stream
spot, they're able to liberate one
में
of
अभी
these sites.
वाले
They do
एल्गेस
lose
में
one of
बिग
their players, but
टूर्नामेंट्स
at least
लाइक
they've able to wipe
एनआरजी
out one
टीएसएम
squad.
नहीं खेल रहे.
This does
सो
make
दे
things a little bit easier. Stalking Carnet on the other hand, these guys are
नहीं
just
नहीं
out
ऐसा
to
कुछ नहीं है.
Gordesa. This
एल्गेस में
becomes a
होंगे
lot more
सारी टीम
difficult to
होंगी.
deal with than
तो
one
एल्गेस है ना
would have
रीजनल
imagined.
होता है.
But watch the Apex
You
spots,
know,
at least they did
like
a
NA
decent
का
job of
एल्गेस
keeping
अलग होता
themselves
है.
alive. So Stark
यू
and
का
Connor
अलग
lose
होता
two.
है.
Watch the
तो
Apex
हो
spots
सकता है
lose
कि ये
one.
टीम्स
Meanwhile, Clutch
उन
Ministers,
एल्गेस में
they're not
और
even participating in this battle. They're
जो
just very happy with wherever they are.
साउथ ईस्ट एशिया का है उसमें ना हो. अपनी टीम मेट को गलत उड़ा दिया.
Oh, but it seems like Clutch Ministers can't really resist the temptation.
Yeah, that's the
of
future,
a
man.
fight
That's the
like this.
future.
They will
ये भी जो
want to do it
14-15
eventually.
year old kids है जो
Especially when they
अभी
realize
से
that Gordesa
इतना
does
अच्छा
all
इबेक्स
those
खेल रहे
by
हैं ना,
himself. That's an
फ्यूचर में बहुत
easy
अच्छा
target
खेलने
for
वाले
the
हैं.
pickings.
Uh,
They want to get rid of
क्लच की
him
टीम
right
का
off the
पोज भी
bat.
बहुत अच्छा है.
All these teams are busy fighting inside of Countdown.
सेंटर में हाई
Also
ग्राउंड होल्ड
popping
करके
off
बैठे हैं
on
लोग
top of the triple tower,
और उनका
controlling all
थर्ड
the
बंदा भी
regions
आ
on the
गया
open
है
ground. And this is gonna force all the teams who are
और
coming
अभी
outside
उनको
of
खूब
Countdown
किल मिलने
to
वाले
be
हैं ऊपर से.
very, very careful right now. They have the potential to gatekeep a majority of these teams, and they've got the Kraber too. So popping off can quite literally pop off all the heads. The only disadvantage that they have right now is that they're in the smack center of the zone, and they're on the high ground too, which means every team can shoot at them. I think at this point the win criteria for popping off is less about getting kills and more about surviving up until the end. The central position and the best position in the circle does come with a lot of curses. The best position is a boon, but because everyone will be focusing on you, that's your bane. So you gotta be able to manage this great advantage that has been bestowed
गन भी
upon
रखी हुई
you.
है ऊपर.
You gotta manage it
पेपर
with
के बाद
survivability.
कोई और लेजेंड लो. It's not me playing, man. We're doing a watch party.
Things coming to
Why
a
does
close.
everyone have
Stalemate.
same
Popping off in center.
composition?
Many other teams around all their sides.
I don't
They've
know.
spotted one of the teams just outside the tunnel.
इधर ऐसा
Off
ज्यादा है
side
इंडिया
of
में.
one
Like
team in
Octane
between
GB तो
canyons,
मस्ट है.
which
And
leads
third हर कोई
towards,
Bloodhound खेल ही रहा है
Fragment
for
City,
information.
and then two teams coming out
So you
of the
generally need
Countdown perspective.
Octane for rotation. Jump pad से
But
rotation
here
कर
it is,
सकते
the
हो.
win condition is
GB
set.
तुम्हें चाहिए होता है
All they need
because
to do is stay
open
alive
circles
right
में
now,
ना
and hopefully
तुम्हें
conserve as many
काफी बार
clear
डोम
shots as
करना
possible
पड़ता है.
because
टफ
these
सिचुएशन
teams
से
are
बाहर
gatekeeping
आने के
for
लिए.
them. And they've got the Spitfire too. Wait, how many special loot items do they
Yeah,
have?
everyone got
They've got
heirloom,
a
man.
Kraber, they've got a Spitfire too.
सारे Octane के
And
पास
from this
heirloom है.
place, they can basically destroy anyone and everyone. They might
Look
be
at the
just running out of
positions.
ammo considering how many shots they will have to fire. And this
I'm looking at
tells
जो
you
ये नॉर्थ में
everything
टीम
you
है
need to
ऊपर
see. You have Stark Incarnate, Solo
स्नीज
Survivor,
वाला और
Guardesa,
प्रज का टीम है
surviving
जो
all by
सेंटर
himself
में होल्ड
towards
कर
the
रहा है.
upper end of the circle. Right beside him is
रिपेलियन
Scorpion and
डिस्कनेक्ट हो रखा है
Flexi.
एक बंदा
Those are two teams on
वेस्ट
the upper
वाला.
side. And then you've got Team Unit X in between the passes, which lead to Fragment City, and the circle is going to push them out first. And then you have got just one more team coming in from underneath. Here comes Stark Incarnate, going in for the center.
Nah, too
Keep in
early
mind that
man.
the only
Don't use
person near
nades
Stark
अभी.
Incarnate is the lone survivor from the side.
कुछ फायदा नहीं हुआ डैमेज
of,
देके.
Clutchman. I'm sorry, from the
Because
side
they
of Stark
can't push
Incarnate,
right now,
that's
right?
Lordesa. If Lordesa is able to keep himself hidden from the eyes of
सारी
Clutch
टीम
Ministers,
पास आ
he will
गई.
be able to survive this one.
ऑक्टेन का जंप आ जाए ये सब यूज
Only and
करके.
only on popping off. Lordesa is just going to be hoping that they find Clutch Ministers first before they find him. And then there are the other teams. John FPS, Metro Legion, I believe that's
Still
Washington
every team
Spots,
is alive.
who have a lot more
This
cover
is
than
some
everyone else.
good game I'll say. तगड़ा गेम चल रहा
yeah,
है.
like Stark Incarnate and Clutch Ministers basically have no cover except for this ridge that they are hiding under. And the only cover that they have is like vertical cover of sorts, which will keep them safe from team popping off. But if Washington spots are able to get an angle onto them, that's going to be it. That's going to be the end of them.
फनी थिंग कोई टीम ऊपर भी आ सकती है जंप पैड
Right
करके.
underneath them,
ऑलमोस्ट सब
they
में
will
ऑक्टेन है.
wish that they have grenades and thermite grenades and arc stars and whatnot. Because it's really difficult to get an angle onto the players directly underneath you like this. And especially that you're going to have to climb up on the ledge, the risk of you falling off.
एक्सपेक्टेड टीम नहीं है. नहीं, I don't think so. I don't know why.
Finally reveal their position.
But
I'm
nahi hai.
actually surprised that Wash Apex bots haven't found the team to their right-hand side. There are enemies right there. But it seems like none of these teams are fighting each other. In fact, every one
The
of them
solo guy,
is
I know how
popping
he's
off.
feeling
And
right
I wanna
now.
see when popping off decides to start
But
getting
अच्छा
the
survive
shots.
कर रहा है यार. He's doing well.
They're running out
Nice.
of ammo at this point.
अभी
They
तक
gotta be very
survive कर
careful.
रहा है.
That's why you just see that they're just being very, very careful right now. They're just displaying a lot of trigger discipline. They're hoping that they can instigate these teams to fight each other. Maybe fire shots at two of them, and then hope that those two start fighting each other. But now Washed Apex bots are going in for the push. And they need a
They
lot
got
of
one
cover.
guy.
John FPS has been taken down. Finished off too. Gibraltar inside the shield will be able to get directly underneath them. To an angle by popping off, don't really have a line of sight onto them anymore. But no! Now Copy X, he starts to shoot at Metro Legion and Twitchy. And while all of this is happening, Scorpion and Flexi, they're just making this one work.
This guy's dead.
Unfortunately, has
He's
also
dead.
been found, and he's still alive. He tried to go for the seal.
They're
swap, but
getting
it's not
so
really
many
possible.
kills, man.
Down to the
Prajka
last
team
two
is
teams right
getting
now.
so many
It's
kills.
Washed Apex bots versus Star.
Good spot.
No, it's Washed Apex bots versus Clutch Ministers versus popping off. This is literally like a repeat of the previous game. The only difference is there's no team 1 HP. But now let's see what happens. I really want to check out when popping off decide to drop off this tower, or if they decide to drop off at all. Because these teams can't really fight each other. The two teams
No,
underneath,
it's too early
they
to
can
drop.
start
They'll
fighting.
hold.
But that is if they find each other. I don't think popping off is going to get out this area anytime soon unless the ring forces them to. And that's what happens when you get an angle onto them. Northern Breeze basically melts him. The last clip of the Spitfire round remaining in his magazines. And they're running very low on HP. The Kraber hasn't even been used yet. And they
Kraber
want to
use
use
हुई है,
the Kraber
काफी
as much
miss
as
हुआ है.
possible from the high ground, because up close and personal, I don't know if they'll be able to make good use of the Kraber. 3 squads left. It's a
Now
3
they have
versus
to
3
jump.
versus 1 situation. Or maybe a 3 versus 3 versus 2. The other teams are just basically invisible right now. And popping off are trying to hold on to their high ground advantage for as much as possible. The moment they drop down, they're going to pop their bubble. And everyone goes inside. Flexi and
Buzzard.
these guys, they
Full
are
buzzard.
just
That's how
carnage all
epic
over the
tournaments
place.
are.
Minister surviving
Who
it.
won?
What
Popping off
happened?
won.
In a matter
ऊपर
of
वाली
seconds,
टीम जीत
popping off
गई.
is able to win. That is how you want the game to end, ladies and gentlemen.
GG's.
Positional advantage right from the start, and this is just
देखा कैसे एंड में कूदे वो लोग जब नीचे वालों का फाइट हो गया.
a matter of seconds, and the two remaining teams
Nice.
go down.
एंड कोऑर्डिनेशन से
They're
कूदे कि
thrown into
अब
the
कूद रहे
wind,
साथ
and they're
में.
taken for a ride.
That was nice.
Jesus, that was a really, really
GG's.
good game from the side of Team Popping Off. I want to see the highlights right now, because this is such good trigger discipline. I mean, it really takes a lot of trigger discipline to not use up all your ammo, and you saw
Copyright नहीं मिलेगा.
You
You have to take permission, man. Hello, Melo.
ammo left
I think if you take
for
permission
one
ऐसे कोई
clip
issue
in
नहीं
their
आता.
guns. Yeah, sure, they have the Kraber, but at that close range, the Kraber starts to be
ब्लडआउन के
well
जैसे
exposed.
और भी कोई
Not
कैरेक्टर
a lot
रिवील
of
कर
people
सकते हैं.
fighting
यस,
up in
दो
this
और
area.
कैरेक्टर है.
Lanka, like
दिस
stuck in
एको
turret.
एंड जो नया
Guys,
कैरेक्टर है ना
unfortunately, they were
स्नीज क्या
able
बोल रहा हूँ
to
मैं,
like do a
स्टील.
decent bit of
सो
damage
ये
right
दो और
here.
कैरेक्टर्स है जो
But then I feel really sorry for Wordy XC.
ऐसे एबिलिटीज
I
है
mean, they
जिनके
started the
पास
fight against Stock Incarnate, which was good,
रिवील
but
वाली.
then 3 teams started to shoot them. Stock
ठीक
Incarnate
एरिया
was
में
just one of them.
लास्ट जोन
Somehow
क्लोज
they
होता
think
है
Aviator
तब ऐसे
Esports
ही
taking shots
भसड़
at them,
होती
and
है.
at
कुछ
this
समझ
point,
नहीं
this
आता.
is not
हाँ,
much that Wordy XC can do,
just
and
keep
they
shooting
have
man,
not
keep
been having
shooting
much
whoever you
success
find.
so far,
That's
so
last zone.
I feel kind of bad for Wordy XC over here because they lost the edge that they had. Unfortunately,
I feel sad for
it wasn't even their
Murdoch
fault.
and
There was a
Ultimate
team
guys.
shooting at them from the
इन
triple
लोगों को
tower.
बहुत फाइट्स मिल
You
रही
know,
थी,
the
एंड
triple
तक
tower, it's
सरवाइव
the
नहीं
one
कर
tower
पाए.
that team popping off were on. And
They
from
got
that
third party.
area all the way to landslide, it's like at least like 800, 700 something meters, more than that maybe. If you get shot from that far away, there's really not much that you can do to predict what's gonna happen.
Did I say Echo?
But then Team Phoenix were doing a pretty good
Yeah,
job.
I meant
Phoenix
Crypto.
have quite a lot of kills this time around.
Echo is
At
League
one
of
point, they
Legends
were able to
dude.
destroy
My
their
bad.
Moth, and then they were able to destroy a lot of
वो
other
दोनों मेरे
teams
को
while
सेम
going
लगते हैं,
into the
Echo
circle.
and
So
Crypto.
yeah, I think Team Phoenix also had quite a decent performance this time around. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for 3 punches. They were able to win one fight, but then they got immediately thrown
my
out by
bad
Phoenix, and
guys. Sorry for
that was
confusing
it.
you all.
They thought that Skyhook was safe enough, and why
मैं
wouldn't
इतना
they?
ज़्यादा
It's a
उसको
city.
घूर रहा था
So
ना,
many of places to hide inside.
ये highlights
Here's
को.
yet another push from the side
Right,
of Team
kind of.
Phoenix. And I think this time they were engaging with Team Hardstock. Like
ध्यान ही नहीं दिया, क्या
tracking
बोल दिया? Echo
mid-air.
बोल दिया.
They burned them to a crisp, and at this point, Aggie basically started to ridicule me.
Going on topic though, it's gonna be the side of team popping off trying to go in for that first initial fight, but Wasabi they get shot on down towards the back, and it's actually Unit X. Sadly, they don't have one of their players, so this is gonna hurt them in the long run. Or are they actually gonna be pulling off a team popping off and actually get like about 16 to 15 points on the board?
That could be very impressive to watch if they actually pull it off, but the chances are low.
Alright guys, we're
Units are
back.
struggling with a 3-man
थोड़ा
roster
सा
at the
sad हो
last
गया.
games. I doubt they
इलेक्ट्रिसिटी
would be
चली गई
pulling
थी,
off like this
बट
in
वापस
this
आ गई है.
match.
एंड
But
आई
hey,
डोंट थिंक हमने कुछ
they
ज़्यादा
got quite
मिस
a lot of
किया है.
damage, which means they
हमने
should be able to
सिर्फ
naturally level up their Evo shields up to purple.
गेम खत्म होने के बाद
Up. And
करंट
they're
पोजीशनिंग
not in
मिस
a
की
dangerous
है.
spot as of yet. Like they can't get pinched where they are right now. They
So,
made a tree
yeah,
at that point.
I'm
I think
so
the
happy
Oblivion
सही
was
टाइम पे
able to
बिजली आ
do
गई.
as well,
So
so
I was like, मैं
yeah,
जानना चाहता हूँ
not
अब क्या हो
so
रहा है.
much danger, but
So
here
hype.
in Thermal Station, Team Hardstock, they're connecting shots onto the players who try to take the jump tower, and they had to abandon it midway.
Dude, the best gun to take
That's
shots
the
on
price of
anyone
being on that
climbing
long
jump
rifle.
tower is
That's
this
what
gun.
happens when you go up against a charge rifle
Gun
like that
is
at
so good,
distance.
charge rifle.
God, it's such an annoying weapon to deal.
Yeah, very annoying.
Yeah, the charge rifle is one of those strong weaponries that can just absolutely demolish their opposition. But Hearthstone D4, they're just not in a spot to use that charge rifle efficiently, because you do need to remember the charge rifle takes a little bit of time to try and go in for that full burst of damage, even if your tracking is absolutely perfect. And the tracking is going to be good from the side of Renom, but the position that they're in and the cover that their opposition
Hey Arulio,
is
what's up?
just a little bit too good to be true.
कल रैंक कल स्पॉन्सर गेम्स करने मुझे इंसैनिटी. मेरे को पता है कि कल हम करने वाले थे, बट फिर कुछ काम आ गया, आई कुडंट स्ट्रीम. वही बस ये हो जाए, स्पॉन्सर गेम्स मंडे से कर सकता हूँ. लाइक फ्री फ्रॉम मंडे. जितना खेलना खेल सकते हैं अपन.
Advantage is pretty strong here, but at the same time, their back is not covered. And if they get pushed on their back end when they're trying to take a fight from this high ground, things could end disastrously for them.
Harvester is starting to become a little bit crowded right now. Wordy XE, Watch Apex spots, both of them present in this area, do not give me the good vibes. And Team Moth, once again, they're fighting near a tree. These guys have been just getting into trouble in this area so many
इसका
times.
खतरनाक स्प्रे था
The
यार
good part
R9
is, since this is their home turf, they have been able to more or less survive in this area quite a lot. But will they be able to do it this time around? They've managed to get one kill. But the danger is not over yet.
Hey,
I
great
think
skill, welcome
the
back.
player that they just managed to kill has lost his teammates to the extent where they've fallen away. Not lost them like lost them, dead, lost them. Nah. They just abandoned him, left him for dead. Team Phoenix are also coming up to this area now. And Team Phoenix is someone that has been challenging Moth over here time and time again. And this is like a rematch of sorts. Because both these teams end up fighting each other near the tree area. If not the tree area, sometimes they even end up fighting in Geyser. and both of them in the middle of rotation in the second circle. So yeah, this is like a recurring trend right now.
What is exactly happening? When you consider Team Phoenix, though, they're not in a good squad. One of their players have already gotten taken down, and players that they were trying to go in for a fight against, they've actually tried to
I don't
run
know
away,
टीम
and I
ने
think that
छोड़ा
ultimately
क्यों?
he's paying the ultimate
Because
price for it with this
उनको
win.
पता था कि एक
But
man
defend it,
advantage है,
because
2v3 है,
question a little bit towards Fred
and
from
they
the
still left.
teammates can cause this to happen. So in a way, the silver lining would be that the opposition team ran away from this fight, which is a little bit questionable, but at the same time, I understand. You just want to go in for that rotation. You don't want to stagnate inside the circle spot to try and push on towards the side of Team Phoenix, because Team Phoenix could be that team to take you out if you are not careful. They're going to be able to go in for that respawn. They're going to be able to pick up their buddy at the bare minimum, take it down back to at 3 versus 3 scenario once again. But they need to loot him up, and they need to do it quickly. Ultimate Loot, he's not in a pretty good position to say the very least. He needs to loot up quickly, and he needs to go, because with that zone now inching closer, and the third zone coming on down to the zone damage is gonna go up in a matter of
Where is
seconds.
the video? It'll be here day after tomorrow.
Not. Can they
Monday.
get inside though? I'm just that's the only thing I'm really concerned about. Just get inside the circle, because if you don't, you will be gate kept. There's 12 squads remaining as aggressive, and
Just
there's
between you and
third
me,
ring.
I'm on the new
We're gonna need
monitor.
a harvester. This
It's
is
amazing.
one of those areas where we have seen, I believe, Team Clutch Ministers, or was it
Zone
Team
rotation
Clutch
is
Ministers
greater than
win
kills.
off?
Yeah,
No,
but
wait,
it's round
I
3,
forgot.
yes.
We saw Team Heartsug over your Clutch
After
this game.
round 3, you have
On
to
this very
be,
cliff against
you have to give
Dark
respect to zone.
This is the exact place where Team Heartsug were able to assault Team Stark Incarnate
Oh,
and
yeah,
win the game
yesterday.
for themselves. This just happened yesterday. And it took me a while to remember. It took me a little while to shake things up in the 2 remaining brain cells that I have up in here. But yeah, it reminded me of what Team Heartsug was able to do. Now I'm really excited to see what they do once again, because this is a
पाजी
very
इसमें
good
सिक्वारी पाजी खेल रहे? नहीं,
yesterday.
सिक्पाजी नहीं खेल रहे.
I don't think the positions this time
मुझे नहीं पता
were
सिक्पाजी ने इस पर क्यों नहीं
as
खेला.
we would have hoped for. Team Phoenix, they're getting burned to a living, breathing crisp as they're trying to survive the onslaught coming on down from the side of Team Mod. 150 rupees mouse, though, it's just not gonna be in a good position for them to get this revive on. The Beast of the Hunt has been activated from the side of Shanks, and now the scans are gonna be ridiculed. They're just gonna be that annoying factor being like, yes, I'm scanning you. Yes, I'm
I
scanning
don't think
you.
ult
Try
की
and run
जरूरत
away
थी.
now. I'm gonna be scanning you again. I'm trying to run away from the left. Try and go towards the right. There is no way you're gonna be able to survive. But grenades have been popped, the positions have been revealed, but the side of Team
Oh,
Mod
इनका एक
do
player
not
DC
want to
है.
go in for this
Their
push,
Octane
not
is
just
DC.
yet.
नहीं
One
तो
or two
शायद ये
response
लोग
that
push
he
कर
is
देते.
just gonna get disconnected, sadly, so there's not much that he can done there.
Maybe.
And just trying to run away at this stage. Team popping off, they're also in a pretty good position. The high ground advantage is still in the favor of a lot of the other teams. And trying to break the
Waiting
the
to
high
see.
ground for the side of Team Mod.
Yeah, मैं भी excited हूँ इस वाले के लिए. पहली बार ऐसा कुछ किया है मैंने.
Things are starting to look a little too sweaty right now. Some of these teams are stuck near this massive snake spot. And we call it snake because it's like a giant S shape and there's like multiple layers to it. You get stuck over here predicting the ring to go in this location. You can be gate kept, you can be trapped,
इनका अच्छा
and
position
the
है.
ring can screw you
Let's
over in
start
many
up.
different ways. It is a very risky place to be inside. Unless
Popping
you know
off
what
का.
you're really doing and unless you know
But
what
इनके
you're
पीछे
doing
भी एक
around
team
this
है.
area. Especially since they've added like more tunnels to this place which connect them to lava siphon and whatnot. If you know this area well enough, then you're fine. But considering that it's been like what, less than a month since the new season of Apex Legends map dropped, since this particular map dropped, I don't know if the teams know this area well enough to, place their bets on it.
Yeah, it's kind of
नहीं, I
dangerous,
think every team
especially
knows this
considering
really
consider
well.
it being this open, but at the same time, it's a pretty good spot in general. You can kind of chill there. You can just kind of camp there and just hold down the fort. But people who are actually holding up the
Oh.
fort is actually going to be the side of Team popping off. They're holding out the rotation, and this rotation spot could just be the make it or break it for them. It is going to be Stardom Guy
Yeah.
getting spotted out by 4 hostiles. That Stardom Guy's like, nope. We dipping, boys. We dipping. We go towards the other side, and we're not staying here for even a second. 4
Exactly.
hostiles pushing them. No way we're staying down here.
And they need to scan the next ring. They must.
Dude, मेरे को समझ नहीं आता है हर जीबी के पास भी हेयरलूम कैसे हो सकता है?
To navigate these spots.
Like how does every
If
GB have a
the
heirloom?
next ring is gonna end up inside this tunnel, this is the best place to be inside right now. If it's
Literally
not gonna
everyone
be
has
in
heirloom,
here,
dude.
then they need to get the hell out of here right now. Because if they don't get out of here, they will be stuck in here. They will be doomed. They will be imprisoned in this little spot.
Ah, they're
So
pushing
they need to
now.
find a way to find out where the next ring is. I mean, if they're able to do that, all well and good. But at this point, I
12
think
teams
they're
alive है अभी
on this
बहुत teams
pipe
alive
dream.
है.
There's
Oh, this
quite
is
literally a
sad.
pipe dream because tunnel dreams don't exist. But hey, once
Ah,
they get
GB
out
ने
of
ult
here,
कर
they'll
दिया.
be up against
They
Team
can't
Sight.
push.
And Team Sight are up against some completely different team. And now they're getting bombarded by defensive bombardment as well. So they get a trap right now. And this is exactly why I hate this place. If you get trapped in here, there's no way out.
Yeah.
You are a dead meat.
Yeah.
अब इनको push करना ही पड़ेगा.
They just need to run on back. They don't need to take this fight. Why are they still trying to go in for this? I don't understand. Northern Reese is gonna be able to take down Shiga. Oh no, the gatekeeping has gone completely wrong, but at the same time, 6 hostiles.
I think
stand here.
उसके भी पीछे एक team है.
Oh my god, how many people are holding down the 4th tier? Sides is 2 players that are gonna get taken down. They're gonna get
Yeah,
taken
एक और पीछे team है.
That will be the only silver lining, but at the same time, Team 1 HP, they're going in for their own engagement. Who are they facing off against? It's gonna be the real question.
कैसे आएगी प्रज की team अंदर?
The Gibraltar shield is protecting them as much as it can, but the shield is already going to be going on down. It doesn't last forever here, but Team 1 HP, they're getting shot from the left. 12 squads remaining. Oh no, Chris, there's 12 squads remaining in this tiny little circle.
I
Are we
give
going
up
to be
already.
in for one of the... do I need to get ready? Do I need to go into my Eminem mode? I think I need to.
Forget M&M mode. You're gonna have to go into information hunting mode because these teams know nothing about what's going on, and neither do we because there's just so much chaos. Oh my lord. I
Hey
can't even
again,
imagine what
what's
the
up?
situation
Oh,
looks
nice
like
shot, Graber.
in one of these players' shoes. They must be sweating bullets right here.
Startup got knocked and finished.
One team behind them, and let's see what makes of this situation because
Did they all die? Yeah,
man,
Praj
it's
died
gonna
to
be
ring.
Super sweaty. They need to
Yeah,
go
they
inside the
couldn't-
harvester
they
as
couldn't
well.
push
This is
in.
the 5th ring. How on earth are 12 teams even alive? I'm assuming there must be like 2 teams up on the higher levels of harvester, 2 teams on the lower levels, and then everyone else over here just ducking down.
I think बाहर
popping
sneeze का
off,
team है इसलिए survive कर गई.
trapped
कोई और
right
team
behind
होती तो
1 HP.
definitely
There must have been
जाती.
one team behind popping off as well, but I don't know where they are. I don't even know if they're alive anymore. And here they go, full sended in, popping off. No wait, this is not popping off. This is Team 1 HP going up against Team Sights, and Team
Oh,
Sights has
yeah,
been dealt
that-
with. All right then, that's one.
That was
down
not
to you,
Sneeze
and
का
1
team.
HP at least don't need to worry
But
about
1 HP अच्छा खेलती है यार. 1 HP सही team लग गई
But
मुझे.
at the same time, 1 HP, they're in the worst possible position to be in. You don't want to be in this position when there are 10 other squads alive.
ये लोग
Honestly,
काफी KP
just
उठाते हैं.
look at this spot. If they try to push forward,
Oh, he
they're
went
dead.
back.
If they try to push to the back, they're dead. And I think the Northern Breeze found his little buddy, Shanks. Northern Breeze just found his little buddy. He's like, oh, hello there, buddy. What are you doing here? Do you want to stay with me? And Shanks is
he's
like,
not.
no.
The
Please
question
don't
is,
take me
how
out.
does this guy go
Shanks
inside?
is like, Northern Breeze is like, get out of here.
He can't get out of here. He says that to the other team, the other enemy and whatnot, but he can't get out of here. He's a dead man waiting.
Yeah, exactly. Just kick him out. Kick him to the curb.
He needs as many heals.
ये
as
अपना वाला
possible,
Praj नहीं
heat
है.
shields if
This is a
possible,
different
but
Praj.
Even the heat shields will just keep him alive for a few more seconds. The best that he can hope for
This
is that
guy
the
is
other
really
teams kill
good,
each
but
other before he
ये
dies
जो
to the
Praj
ring.
है ना,
Avid Reese
X-ray
was
vision for
dying too.
spectator
He's
feels
just off his own, left
useless.
all by
I can't
himself.
see
Team
shit
Phoenix on the room
because
inside
people
Harvest on
are
the
so
first
small
floor.
like
They have a
cockroaches.
pretty safe spot for themselves,
Oh,
and
they
somehow,
did it.
amidst all this chaos, Abhi, he will be found, and that's going to be the end of Team Aviators. X-Omen.
10
now back into
hostiles
the fight.
detected. क्या करेगा बंदा?
See? Yeah, that's the horror. You scan somebody and you see the entire world in front of you, and when you see 10 plus hostiles, you don't even know what to do. Honestly,
This is, I don't know how I feel about this, but
I think this game
definitely
is-
a little bit too crispy about it when it comes down
Oh,
to
Kraber.
Shot right to the dome.
Kraber,
Chris,
nice shot.
That's when brother is gonna be the one to go in for that shot. Beautifully played.
I have a feeling ये
They're gonna be able to deal a lot of damage to
1 HP या फिर Murdoch का team.
So
None of
now
those are gonna
this
win.
is going to put
Phoenix.
them in a little bit of crunch time. No doors remaining as well, so they cannot peek out of the windows properly.
High ground
They're
है
getting
इन
their
पे.
shields absolutely shattered if they are not careful. So now, with 6 squads still remaining, the zone is going to be present. One on the top, one on the bottom, and Team Phoenix, they're not letting off the gas pedal for even a second. Murdoch gets taken down, fatal levels of HP. He needs to shield himself back up there. They need to be careful. One at the bottom, one on the left side, one on the right side, one now converging inside.
तो
of the
ज़्यादा
last
split है. नहीं
area.
नहीं नहीं नहीं.
But
Oh my
here,
पास ही है.
I don't know what to expect because the positions are so spread out. None of the teams are actually close to one another, other than the side of Team Phoenix and Team 1HP, who know their exact positions. But everyone else, they're just.
I don't know
all
how
across
this
the
guy
map.
is
Ours are
playing
being
brawler.
literally under.
Mid से नहीं खेली जाती इतना late game.
Hard stuck, literally stuck on the low ground, and everyone's just scanning each other and finding out where they are. But what will you do with that information? You can't
Exactly.
really engage with each other. There's a lot of dynamics going on
This
in
is
a
the
situation
worst
like this.
circle position as well.
And man, it really, I hope it doesn't boil down to a heal off. I mean, that's already the situation for the side of team popping off. I mean, they might just have to go into a heal off and they'll just be popping their medkits and whatnot, but 1 HP is on the rocks outside. Hardstuck is underneath. And there's just Bloodhound scans going out all over the place. And hey, maybe the Kraber will be able to do something nice over here. And at this point, this team,
हाँ इनको
they
ये
might
close
start
वाली
in
team का
position
कुछ
and they
करना
might just try to
पड़ेगा.
pick up as many kills as possible because there is no guarantee that you will be able to get the win in a very small circle like this.
Phoenix are
And
getting
this-
pushed.
Everyone's getting pushed everywhere. The teams who are getting pushed outside by the circle will be forced to relinquish the positions and get outside. And the
missing
teams
all
on
the
top
Kraber
will be
now.
Forced to relinquish their hideout and get downstairs. 1 HP at least still have
Murder
a little bit of
got
rock for
knocked.
themselves. So maybe this facade can keep them alive for a little bit longer, safe from the prying eyes of their enemies. But unfortunately, there is no guarantee. 1 HP. There's literally no place left to run right now. If anyone has a Gibby shield right now, that team will have a
Oh,
massive
that
advantage.
thing is gonna-
And there's no cover for any of these teams. Go in, full send it in. 1 HP, trying their level best to keep themselves alive, and that's gonna be the end of one more.
1 HP still
And it's
alive.
just them right now. Last two squads. Who's gonna win this one? 1 HP have quite a lot of shield, and it's a
Last team
2-versus-2
sneeze guy?
situation, but they're falling like flies. Devil Connor able to do quite a lot of damage with the R301, and everyone's just retreating out of their Revas right now. It's just them going rat-a-tat-a-ta, and
Oh, 1
will
HP won.
still be able to win this.
अच्छा खेल रही है. I don't know any one of them, but they're playing really well. I think Clutch Ministers, they came second.
Oh my god!
Good game, dude. काफी survive किए, काफी fight survive किए
Both
लोग.
of them are absolutely incredible. What is
और
that?
एंड में बहुत भसड़ थी. हार्वेस्टर के नीचे, हार्वेस्टर के ऊपर टीम, और जो 1 HP टीम थी ओपन में थी. How did they survive?
Absolutely no words. What just happened here?
How did they
Absolute
survive?
mess of a show.
I'm ready for the final circle 360p stream incoming.
I think we're gonna have to take a look at the
It would be fun to see
highlights.
Shave
In
FPS
slow
playing in this
motion
tournament.
to
Yeah,
figure
why
out
not?
who
Why
went
not?
down when.
Keeps hitting those shots. हाँ, थोड़े बहुत Kraber miss करती है, but he did hit a few Kraber also. Why not in the tournament? Because मैं चंडीगढ़ गया था ना, I couldn't play qualifier. Qualifiers miss हो गए. नहीं तो बना था मैं भी team. This was the third game, right?
And then there's games like this.
पहला clutch जीता,
In the very last
second
There's no way left to run, no
Raj
way
का
left to
team
hide,
जीता,
and then they
right?
fall like
And then
flies. The
1
King
HP.
moves faster than lightning. And at that point,
consistent खेल रही है यार ये
This circle
थोड़ी
was
सी
very
teams.
horrible. Like this was the worst possible circle you could.
He will
do.
destroy the whole lobby.
exactly. Like I really don't know
I don't
how these
I don't know.
teams
I don't
will be
think
able
so.
to,
What do you
you
think,
know, take
guys?
decisions in a circle like
अगर
this.
Shiv
I don't
FPS
know
खेल
if
रहा
they
था
have
इस
the will to
tournament
take
में,
decisions. They
would he be
see
destroying
multiple
lobbies?
squads alive and they will automatically
I mean, he
start
would be
evolving.
doing
And you
as
saw
good
how
as
many
like
Bloodhound scans were just
top
going
3
back
teams
and
जो
forth,
है,
back and forth
उनके
all
वैसे
over the
जैसे ही
place.
खेल
But
रहा था.
then the teams at the top, I think it was first Team Phoenix who started to fight the other team on the
Sick
first
was
side.
also
And once
gone
that
for a
was
trip.
done,
I
they had to
think
come downstairs
qualifiers
to
के
Team
time.
1 HP
हाँ,
because they had
सिक्पाजी भी
the
तो अभी
spray
गए
because they
थे.
were able to deal a lot of suppressive
Last week
fire
ही गए थे वो.
and deal a lot of damage to their enemies, which kept them at bay. And that actually
Hey
buffed the base
सुखमीत,
of
वाहिगुरु जी
1
का
HP,
खालसा,
which they
वाहिगुरु जी
desperately
फतेह,
needed because there
वेलकम
was no
मान.
cover
कैसा है?
available, right? There was just one rock
Anyways,
facade and
सबको
that
तो
was
नहीं,
all
I don't
they
think
could
so.
do
Yeah,
now.
I mean he's
So,
good.
yeah,
I
and it
watched
was
his
just forced into
Algis
an
का
open area, and at that
game.
point,
Yeah,
India
diff
made
Q
plays
का
that was anyone else.
IGLing and
I think that the smartest
बहुत
thing
अच्छा
they
था
did
यार उनका
inside
team
Team
com.
1HP was to give up that high ground. Initially, remember
And
that both of the squads were
I think
actually
अच्छा खेलते हैं वो
holding
लोग.
towers. So let's head on down over on towards the side of the highlights.
You know,
We'll talk a
Frenzy
little bit
is
more about the
नहीं,
game
I don't know
here, but
Frenzy.
before
No.
we do go into that ending, I'll highlight that later. But let's talk about the very start because every good story has to
1
have a
HP
really good
Frenzy.
starting point, and I believe that 1 HP
You don't
had
know
the
him,
best
man.
start in comparison to any other team.
Let's
Was
just
that
enjoy these
intentional?
few peaceful moments.
And then break
know?
everything down at the end.
Yeah, and then break everything down at the end. Maybe have a breakdown ourselves.
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
have
we already had a breakdown, dude.
I'm just so glad I'm on the other side of the screen right now. If I was in the server, I would have been so confused about what to do because it's really hard to
सुखबीर
take
मैं भी
decisions
बढ़िया
in
यार.
situations like these.
Getting well. अभी तक मैं पूरी
These
तरह
are
ठीक नहीं हुआ
high-pressure
हूँ.
scenarios that you don't really expect to happen. Yeah, you can take down 1 or 2 squads, 1 or 3 squads.
What does the winning team
fine.
get?
And then
It's a
suddenly
3
you look
lakh
at the map and you're
tournament.
like, why
I
are
think
there
winning team
squads
gets 1
in
lakh.
circle? Why is there a person behind me? And why is Shanks trying to go inside of my
Could be
house? Why
1.5
people
lakh.
live in it?
I think
While
3
not
lakhs is
telling me and
split
not even
between
saying
top
that.
3 teams.
Yeah,
Those are
exactly.
So it will be like 1.5 lakh for the winning
Exactly.
team,
And, you know, speaking of getting
75k for
rent,
the
popping
second,
off, put down their investment in the wrong spot.
and
Their real
Yeah.
estate
maybe
came down
25k
crashing,
something for
like,
third team. ऐसा
you
कुछ
know,
होगा.
like a landslide. They were
PSG
trapped
is
over there,
playing.
and then all
X-Pac
that
नहीं है.
Northern
Hrithik.
Breeze could do was just go for a heal off. I'm actually excited to find out how many position points he was able to gain, because these teams started to fall like flies, and then he must have gained like a couple of position points, right? I want to see exactly how much did he make over there by going for the heal off instead of going for the fights.
I don't know. X-Pac भी नहीं है, fat भी
Consider
नहीं
the
है.
Cyro team popping off. I was telling you that their position is just not that strong. They should have rotated even earlier if they wanted to try and go in for
यहाँ पे
this
sad
fight.
हुआ यार
They
इनके साथ.
were at 1 HP right at the very end. They were just able to perform
Phoenix
so
team के
beautifully,
साथ.
constantly
They
going for
couldn't
rotations,
enter.
constantly being able to go in for fights and understanding that
Is this tournament for India? Yeah, it's
Really,
India,
I
Sri
find
Lanka,
out one
Bangladesh.
point that
3
I was trying to make
countries.
previously, just look at popping off though. Like, let's just have a little bit of a comical moment here. Shanks is like, "Oi, I want to live here, man. I'm not doing anything to you. Just
You
let
know,
me go."
ये
But
shotgun
like,
battle,
no.
you
You're coming to
can't
get me
win
out of my house.
against
This
a
is my
GB.
swamp.
क्योंकि
You're not supposed to
GB
be
का
here.
shield है ना
This is
बहुत
my swamp.
block कर लेता है shotgun.
Attention all
GB
fairy
is
king
so
creatures
strong
in the
जब वो
world of
right click
Shrek.
करता है ना.
There can only be one person living in the heated swamps, and that definitely isn't gonna be anyone else.
Yeah,
but
just saw his
Northern Breeze.
team.
But here's where the things start to get a little bit difficult. You see
जो
the teams up there, one of them
TSG का team है, I
really
think वो
just supposed to
third
be
चल रहा है
fighting off
अभी.
anyone that they can at this point, and unfortunately, even after getting one squad wipe, even after getting a bunch of kills, they were not able to survive for too long, and they were eventually taken down by Watch This and Flexi. And then comes Flexi downstairs, right? So he's fighting another team
Oh, God,
underneath that little bridge thingy of sorts. And then once that battle is done, Team 1HP moves in to finish off everybody.
Yeah, it's just about.
I don't know, dude. How did this team survive all this fight? 1 HP?
Because consider what the Caustic was doing. The Caustic trap was causing so much damage that there was no way to push them and use the EVA to the fullest of their proficiencies. But right at the very end, look at it.
वो 3x use कर रहा है इतना late में.
Right at the get-go. And
301 पे and he won. How?
I'm gonna be changing up the dynamic.
Murdoch भी है, yes, Murdoch is playing. Murdoch का टीम जहाँ तक मुझे पता है फर्स्ट था, बट आज उनके गेम्स इतने अच्छे नहीं जा रहे हैं. They were number 1 till yesterday. If you get in team and Octane is taken, who will you pick in Apex tournament? I'll play Bloodhound. Bloodhound is very easy to play and ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस नहीं चाहिए Bloodhound को. You know, GB को खेलने के लिए बहुत प्रैक्टिस चाहिए. And वो नहीं है. So I'll play Bloodhound. Bloodhound का क्या काम है? Just information provide करो team को. So just keep doing that.
And here is where the
Yes, Insanity. TSC खेल रहा है.
They gave up the high ground, understanding that the zone will push them out of the high ground position. And if they were jumping down, any team that was holding the high ground would be the ones to take them out. And this is the 1 HP that we were expecting to see in day number 1. And the fact that they're finally able to show up and show their proficiency when it comes down to positioning and map awareness is what we want to see moving on down forward as well. Team Phoenix, they got a little bit too complacent, thinking that, hey, we have the high ground, there's no way we lose here. But you are going to lose because the zone is going to be against you. And an impossible situation caused them to take a lot of impossible decisions, and especially when there are this many squads present, if you don't have the best possible position, you don't try to fight your opposition to try and get that position for yourself, and if you try to just hold on to a position that you're comfortable in, you're gonna die out. And here is where everything just fell apart for Phoenix. They had the best possible loot. They had.
Yeah, I agree, man. Phoenix was in such a good position.
Standings here, ladies and gentlemen, for map
उनका
number
लक
3,
थोड़ा sad चल रहा है.
Oh my god, my brain is hurting, but at the same time, the players, they're just gonna keep on playing. 1 HP, they're gonna be the ones to take this win on 12, 15, and 18. And Clutch Minister is on a 7 and 7 and 18. I think a little bit of a technical issue here when it came down to the statics, but it's completely fine. It's gonna be 14, 9 and 4. It's gonna be towards the side of X Omen. Phoenix is gonna be on 10. And honestly, like when you consider the spread of the points, I think that all these teams they perform beautifully. And I think it's not 18 even. It's actually 12 and 15, which is
But HP had 15 kills.
7.
Oh, dude, that's
My
such a
goodness.
good game for them.
I thought it was like the spread was fine, but then I'm like, wait, that's not 18. That's actually 27. My brain is like, what?
Okay,
Yeah,
totaling
the math
mistake.
doesn't add up over here, but hey, we don't need the math.
Even
when you've
second
got every
position में
team
totaling mistake. It should be 14 and
and
not
then one of
18.
the teams has double-digit
Hello,
total
Dr. Perry.
placement
How are
and
you?
kill points, you know that
Welcome to
shit is
stream,
real.
sir.
You know that 1HP have arrived and they are here
Popping
to
off
dominate.
को सिर्फ
This
8
is what
points
you did
मिले.
27 points in a single game. That is
But Clutch
absolutely
Minister
ridiculous.
is consistent,
And
dude.
15 kills.
Consistent kill
They
रहे
were able to
काफी.
wipe out 5 squads. That's
And
just unbelievable.
where is Phoenix? Phoenix 4th आई.
Yeah, like this makes like absolutely zero sense. My brain is hurting, but at the same time, hey, Team 1 HP, they're hurting the other team's feelings as well. They're just gonna keep on going for those.
Hey
fights, and they're
Shahid,
just the ones to
I
take
didn't know
the
you got a
3
team,
points
man.
away
You got
in
a
matter of
team in
seconds, man.
Apex.
Like sides,
How are
they were
you?
like, hey,
Welcome.
just nearly took out the side of popping off. They let us go. We can heal ourselves back.
When
up.
did you buy a
Just,
team,
you
dude?
know, be ourselves
मेरे को ही ले
for
लेता.
a little while. Then 1 HP are like, yo, I'm gonna knock on your door, open up, or I'm gonna bust the doors down and I'm gonna take you to jail. And that's exactly what they did because the doors were not open. And hey, they pay the price for it when their own lives.
I'm good too, man. Dr. Perry.
But
Dr. Perry, dude, tomorrow we are doing member games of Valorant. Probably at 11 subah. If you wanna join, let's have fun, man.
Even in day number 2,
मैं खुद भूल जाता हूँ. Is KP kill points? Yeah. KP is kill point, PP is position point. थोड़ा सा गलती हुआ यहाँ पे calculation में.
Towards that one specific sideline to try and cut off any of the players that would be trying to go in for rotation, but they need to also go into a better position themselves as well. Because when you're trying to cut off rotations, you need to have a backup.
I'll be there.
Where
Okay,
do you
let's
wanna
go.
head to next? As soon as the rotation
Shahid, if you're
is
free,
done,
man, tomorrow,
out,
let's play a
the
few
fact that
games.
They had no form of backup plan, and they were purely relying on a team to come on down over here. One singular team, by the way, not even a third party. They were not considering a third party whatsoever. Caused them to just get a little bit too complacent and just die there outright. And consider the other teams, Team Hearts and D4, Wasabi, they had the positions, but they just did not use it properly. Like Hearts and D4 right at the very end.
Assist counts as KP? nahi. You have to get a kill, not assist.
You need
So,
to do something with that position.
If
But at the same
you
time, they
shot
did
somebody and
use it.
somebody from other team got the
I want your thoughts here,
finishing
because
damage,
1 HP,
they will get the kill
Right.
point and not you.
Oh.
Let's
They
go.
were stuck in Connaught and watched Apex spots.
Oh,
They're
Clutch.
on the
Clutch
run
is
to
number
reach the top
1.
3 aggressive. This is massive. And you know how we said
Phoenix
there was a
dropped to
massive gap between
second,
the third and the fourth
Popping off
team?
at third.
Yeah.
अगर अभी भी
that's
top
getting
3 teams
closer,
हुई
not
हैं.
happening
Clutch
anymore.
1
These guys
HP
are what,
is closing the lead, man. 1 HP 4th आ गया और 73 points आ गए.
14 points away.
Yes,
Which is
quick match.
Oh, that's sweet, dude. That's so sweet.
Thank God I'm not in school anymore. Thank God my line of work does not require.
Happy for Sneeze, man. He's
But hey,
doing so well. 2
that
wins आ
difference
गए.
is, coming lower and lower. Clutch Ministers and Phoenix still just engaged in a race, and popping off unfortunately fell quite a lot this game because they were stuck in that little S corridor, and
Yeah,
he lost.
उनका लक
In
खराब
fact, I
था.
wanted to see how popping off.
Expert
did,
नहीं है,
but he
expert
looked like
नहीं
he
है.
might have died outside of the top
They
six,
should have
so
been here,
I
man.
can't really blame them.
Like ये टूर्नामेंट तो
They
उनके
will
टीम
win.
बनने के
They
बाद ही हो
gave
रहा
up
है.
a long time ago before we got to see that massive.
थंडर का रिकॉल कैसे कंट्रोल करते हैं मेरे से नहीं. मेरे से तो चलती नहीं है.
Yeah, I really can't.
रिकॉल नहीं कंट्रोल करते, वो वन
But,
टैप करते हैं वैंडल से.
games
मतलब
like
यू नो
these are
यू
kind
स्प्रे
of
लाइक
make
3-4
or break
बुलेट्स एंड
games.
होपिंग कि वो 3-4 बुलेट्स में
This
मर
is
जाएगा.
just after we have
उसके
reached
बाद
halfway
तो
point
तुम
of the
मर
tournament.
चुके हो.
We still have a long
ये
way to
एपेक्स
go
थोड़ी है
to
कि
reach the
रिकॉल
last game.
कंट्रोल
I don't
करो.
even know what to expect anymore.
ये वैलोरेंट है, शूट करो और बंदा
This is the
खत्म.
level of competition that we
फर्स्ट
are
शॉट
used to
एक्यूरेसी
seeing
ज़्यादा
in
चाहिए
Germany.
वैलोरेंट
It's not gonna be a
वैलोरेंट में.
one-sided
एपेक्स में
story.
जैसे
It's
अपन
not
को
gonna be the top
ट्रैकिंग चाहिए होता है ना.
teams of the qualifiers
Difference.
coming on down through and just dominating everything. Look at Clutch Ministers. they had such a rough time when it comes down to
Expect not
qualifiers.
allowed as 2
We
players are
thought
from
that they had no
Indonesia.
business trying to be on that number one, but look at where they are right
Expect के 2 players
Number
इंडोनेशिया
one,
से हैं.
97 points,
What?
46
I didn't know that.
and 2 wins.
I thought it's a
These
pure
guys
Indian
have
team.
gone through thick and thin to prove themselves to be one of the best here. Team Phoenix team popping off in 1 HP, they're self-explanatory. They're
Yeah, Indonesia is
4-5-2 and 4-5-2.
Indonesia है नहीं ना.
Winners. So they're just gonna be chilling. Stark and Conan watched Apex bots and X Omen. These guys are making strides and they're
निशान,
rising
thank
up
you
the
यार
ranks
बताने
so
के लिए, मुझे नहीं
quickly
पता
that we
था.
are amazed by them. And on the other end, Heartstep D4, Unit X, Sights, and 3.2.
तो जहाँ तक मुझे पता है बेल्कन,
rise up to the occasion and
Pat,
fill out the number
और
fill
who's the
out
third
top
guy?
positions. They're not even there. Why exactly is that? Because now that the competition
Pat
is
तो
far
जहाँ
more
तक मुझे
higher
पता है
now,
इंडियन
stakes
है.
are higher than
I don't
ever,
know
and
the
the
other
prize money
two.
is on the line,
Other
and
two
not just
people.
qualification. Things are going to be a lot more heated. Teams are gonna
Hey
dig
Rish,
deep
welcome.
down even deeper to pull off every bit of play that they can make. Their aim, their confidence, everything is gonna need to go on down towards
मैं
another
सर्च
level
कर
if
रहा
they
हूँ, मेरे
want to
को
win out
टीम
here.
कॉम्प
And
मिले
if any
इनका.
of these teams they want that prize money, if they're hungry for it, they need to step up right here and right now because right here is the halfway point. And at the halfway point, if the teams don't perform, they're not going to be able to do anything moving on down onto day number 2.
Exactly, and at this point we're approaching the the final few stages of the tournament. 2 games left for the day, and you want to end it on a good note. I mean, Apex is a kind of momentum-heavy game, and yeah, sure, while it's just the halfway point, you gotta consider that we are also approaching the 66% mark over here now. And if you might have had a bad day today, that's
Apex
completely
करोगे
fine. You need
साथ
to be
पे.
able to reset and come into
My
the
Apex
tournament
stream
fresh
will be
tomorrow.
on next
In fact,
Monday.
you need to be
अब
able to
मतलब
reset
next stream
every
Apex की
game,
Monday को होगी.
especially after matches like these,
Yes guys, don't forget to
It kinda makes your
like
brain melt. And don't blame
Salvators
any of
from
these teams
Indonesia.
for losing out
Expect
early
plays
in a sweaty
sometime
situation
though,
like
but
this,
every player should
because
be
this is the kind of
from
situations
South
where
Asia.
even if you do all the
They
right plays,
they
even
could
if you
have
make
still
those
played.
plays,
Like Scout खेल
you are
सकता
not
था,
guaranteed
Expect
to
खेल
win.
सकता था, Fat
And
खेल सकता था.
honestly, all of
They
it
could
is
have
up
played
in the
the
air.
tournament.
So yeah, I
But
mean,
कोई
you
बात
said
नहीं.
it correctly, right? The high ground, low ground
I mean,
stops to matter
they
at
have
this
3
point.
people
And I'm
from
glad
India,
you
right?
pointed out the Anakin reference because that fight also took place near a pool of lava.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yeah. I actually forgot about that. I didn't want to.
Karan Villa, thank you for subscribing, man.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
thought that's why you I thought that's exactly why you did it. But
I
yeah, at
always
this
make
point,
Anakin references when it comes to.
मेरे को नहीं पता था.
Everyone
Salvators ये कौन है? किधर का है?
pop-culture
Exactly.
references are
Hey
fine, but
guys.
then at this point, the teams just basically ignore the high
Monday
ground,
को
low
office
ground
रहता है.
thing,
Let's
and
play
they just
tomorrow, man. Let's
kept
play
one goal in mind.
Valorant
Stay
tomorrow.
away from the lava, stay away
I'm
from
just
the rain,
trying to
and anything that hurts you.
do member
That
games
goes
क्योंकि
even worse
काफी
because
दिन हो गए
you
member
fly
games
all
नहीं
over the
किया.
place. But
Like I
listen,
wanted to
worst
do
of the
it
simulator can be
the
dealt with
week
if you
before
can just
this.
step on solid
अब मैं
ground.
चंडीगढ़ चला गया. चंडीगढ़ से आके मैं बीमार हो गया.
Staying away from things
और
that hurt you.
अब तीसरा
I don't think
weekend है
that's very much
तो
possible.
finally
Map
doing it
number
now.
4 is ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be hanging on down
And मैंने
below.
2
Back
week
to
पहले
the
promise किया था कि
next
Valorant का member games होगा. मेरे को ये लीजन का वो बड़ा अच्छा लगता है डिज़ाइन जो ये वाला ना है ऐसे छोटे छोटे ट्रायंगल लुक सो ओपी मैन बहुत अच्छा लगता है. वैसे आपका ऑफिस कब से कब तक रहता है डॉक्टर पेरी?
From the outside, who would know what lies beneath? Unleash it with a machine as savage as you are. Lenovo Legion. Stylish outside, savage inside.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's go.
Presented by Lenovo and the
Second last game of today.
tournament, as we are back once again for map number 4 of this intense matchup. And honestly, I'm
Yeah,
really
sure, sir.
pumped up for this just as much as you here, Cribs, because consider something. This entire day has been a roller coaster. It started off slow, it went in a little bit higher, it was a little bit of a thrill there, and then it took a nosedive really, really
Pure
massive
Vengeance.
close time on
Office
map
time
number
9 to
3. I
6.
have no
Okay.
idea what map number 4 is
Usual
gonna be.
time सही है.
Is it gonna be mellow again before we go into the high, or is it gonna be high
Sadly जब
before
मैं
we
पूरा
go
स्ट्रीम करता हूँ तो
high?
आपका
And
ऑफिस
then we're
चलता
just
है.
gonna get absolutely demolished at the very end because it feels as though
Almost
Hero
had
this
him.
hand with his rampage, he has something to say about it.
Hemlock ले गए
Guys are
सीधा
already
push
starting
dude.
to heat up right now. Team Wasabi, they've got their opponents in front of them. They've got the work cut out for each other. And they have the classic Revenant Octane combination. Unfortunately, they will never get to make use of this combination if they don't have their ultimates online. They're up against Team Sights, and they better hope that Sights don't swing them.
ये Geyser में
Swing
इतना
their
fights
big
कैसे हो
massive
रहा है?
Parasite and just become the Grim Reapers. Unfortunately, this might just become a bit too hot for them to handle because the Octane's already been knocked out. And Peanut, you better hope you don't have any allergies because this is gonna be a tough nut to swallow. Nobody can revive him at this point.
Dude.
It is really coming out on top of them. And they're
You were
surrounded
right,
in every
dude.
direction right now.
Great skill.
I think they might just be able
I like
to pull this
the
off as well. Shots upon them from another
commentators. They're really
direction.
funny.
Is
Dude.
that even Team Wasabi anymore? Oh yes, it is.
Asfarak.
You have Fizz,
Asfarak.
who took
Thank
his
you
sweet
for the
time
sub,
trying to heal
man.
himself up.
No,
But
regular
there's
streams.
Phoenix Kid of sorts.
This has been busy, man.
And
I want to
he was
do
able
regular
get
streams.
away to the
Hopefully
other
this
side
week
of
it'll
the
be
Geyser
full regular
building
stream.
and get a flanking
I
angle
saw
onto them,
so
but
many people
unfortunately, he was
use
only able to pop
Hemlock
a
in
couple
pro
of shots
matches.
before Team Sights were able to
Yeah,
get
those
them back
commentators,
to safety.
man. Peanut allergy के साथ क्या मस्त बनाया.
It's gonna be good, but at the same
Logic.
time, Wasabi, they found out that personal player. They're just gonna be going in for it, but the shots are just not gonna be clean. The weapons are not that strong, not just yet. Punch him, my
No.
man. Kick him in the forehead. Kick him in the forehead one more
Oh,
time.
he-
Yep, bro.
He got the knock, but क्या फायदा?
I guess kicking them in the forehead doesn't work all the time. Team sides are gonna be able to take the Wasabi. And hey, they have full guys with control on their side. So, the way that's a silver lining, but at the same time, we gotta see a boxing match. So, I'm
Well, Team Sights, Yatu Place took a punch to the face, but
इनकी
hey,
लूट
these
देखो.
winners survived another day.
Wingman,
Maybe the fight of
Flatline,
Geyser ending.
all set.
And you know, aggressive, we are blessed. Because the
He
moment
missed the
one
jump
fight
pad.
ends, another one begins. And this time, we are in staging. Where DXE already closing the gap in between them and their opponents. And it seems like the Gibraltar's caught all
वो
the
शिवी अभी तक जिंदा है.
He's able to get one knock, but where are the rest of his teammates?
What?
They didn't load in probably because he just died out really early, and I don't think his entire squad died out that fast.
जीवे
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
इतनी देर survive किया.
there's
There's
the
no
rest of the
way
squads. They're a little
somebody
late,
can
but they
survive
survived
this
it
long.
nonetheless.
Hey, it's working out in their favor. Aviator Esports, they're gonna be able to pick up their buddies. They're gonna be able to get into a position. Where
What
they
time
can
sub
actually,
games? I'm
you know,
planning 11
safely go in
to
for this engagement, but at the same time, I don't
2
think
or
they're
something,
happy with
cause
that.
at 4 I
They
have
need to run on
to
back, but they're gonna get
do
put into
this
two different angles.
final
Especially
tournament
right
watch
now for
party.
Aviator Esports, there's no way they're gonna be surviving this. One by one, the side Word of TXE should be the ones to take them out,
Commenters
but instead,
be
no.
like stand up
Aviator?
ही कर लेते हैं, क्या
How?
पता
Why? What?
पेमेंट बढ़
Are
जाए.
you? Hello?
बट अच्छा यार, I feel like India में commentary future अच्छा है.
This is great
Also improving, man, धीरे धीरे.
They took them down on a pincer.
वो टीम ने पुश किया और मर गई. They saw solo GB and they died.
And now, looking
They're dead. He's dead.
Crips is speechless. That's why you can't really say anything here. But Unit X on towards the back end, though. They're getting demolished by the side of 1 HP. Piece of the Hunt has been activated as well. And it's just time to run here, my boy. Unit X, they have nowhere to go and they have nowhere to hide. They're trying to survive. They're trying to maybe do something against the side of 1 HP. But their nemesis is, I don't think they're going to be giving up any form of space whatsoever. Shots are going to be clean. And the position is going to be beautiful. And Team 1 HP, they need to make that decision.
मेरे को तो
either
Apex
go
के
in for
character
win
नहीं
or just say they're
समझता.
just riddled with
Then you haven't
bullshit.
played the game,
Something
bro.
on it. They're gonna be the
बहुत
ones
कम ही
to
खेला है
find
आपने.
this push. They're gonna be
They're
the
very
ones to
simple
keep
characters,
everything down,
not
but at the
too
same time,
complicated
popping
also.
off. They're also coming on
ये
down
बात
to
अलग है,
the
धीरे धीरे
side
number
of-
of
it's gonna be
characters
a
बढ़
fight
गए.
between the side of Team Phoenix 1 HP
You know,
and Team popping
पहले
off, but
कितने
still,
6-7 ही character थे, अभी कितने सारे हो गए, 12-13 हो गए.
taken on down by the side of Proj, and Proj, he needs to be very careful here because he could just get surrounded by a lot of other teams if the side of team popping off are not careful. I know for a fact this guy is incredible. I know for a fact he has insane aim and sprint control when he has that R2-1 or even a flatline in his hand, but that won't save you all the time here. playing it slow, playing it
That's on
smart.
removing tap strafe. I
He's
already
able
did a
to
video,
really
man.
be able
Check
to
it
do
out.
here is the real question, considering the amount
Tap
of
strafe.
squads
I'm
that
really
he's
sad
playing
though. Tap strafe जा रहा है
There is
Ronin.
one thing I want to
Ronin.
point out though. Have you seen that
How you doing, man?
all
What do
these
you
teams are
think?
going for the Bloodhound as the default scanner, and the usage of Seer has dropped off a cliff?
He's a lot more consistent, and after the nerfs, I think that Seer's not that highly contested for it.
I don't know why I feel tournaments are low-key
I think
skin
Bloodhound
flex
has
of guns and heirlooms also.
Yeah, I think it's much of
Like
a
watching
it's supposed to
tournament, ये
move
पहला
you
Octane है
jet
probably 1
with
HP
your
वाला
trophy
जिसके
start
पास
hunting,
heirloom नहीं
which
है
is
Octane
amazing.
का.
But it seems
Otherwise
like
everyone
after
has an
all that is
heirloom,
said and
dude.
done, 1 HP, they do lose their players, but Crips is on the verge of recovering the banner of his fallen teammate. Will Starkin Connor let him get
जैसे
away
जैसे
with this?
बचे हैं
I
1
don't
HP
think
वाले.
so. They're heavily
Health भी नहीं
chasing him,
है.
and they found one of his other teammates. Uh-oh.
Run, my boy. Run, my boy.
Raj को मिला I
Yes,
think
my boy.
in.
Oh, that's Unidex. That's actually Unidex. Carno. Carno was the last person remaining from Unidex. He finally gets taken out.
There's Starkin Connor, there's Unitex, there's Popping Off, and there's 1 HP. There's 4 squads inside Skyhook. That's amazing. A 4-way battle right at the start. That's exactly what I signed up for.
Yeah,
When is the new
I
act
bet
coming?
kind of
Valorant का?
happen for a pretty long
I will
time,
try it.
considering what to expect here, but
Because मेरे को early
also
access
the
नहीं
kid
मिला map का.
has,
Because
three
तो
of the
Valorant
best
खेल भी नहीं रहा
teams in
इतना.
this entire tournament
I'll try it जब भी
all
आएगा वो.
satisfied.
So sad Paji, I literally learned it and I was able to implement it in games. And ये troll हो गया. Same here man Ronin. मेरे साथ तो और भी sad हुआ. I made a tutorial on trap strafe related. और literally
They're
जिस
gonna
दिन
be getting
tutorial
all
डाला
about
उस
that
दिन
in
trap
the
strafe
Starkin
गया.
Connor, they're gonna be backing off anytime soon.
Sad
Not
dude
just
for
yet,
me.
because you know for a fact that this team, they like to hold their positions and they're a little
After
bit,
4
you
days,
know,
I'll
kinda
stream.
stubborn when it comes down to holding down their positions.
कल मैंने खेला था
Well,
Valorant.
I think that
खूब
these
मजा आई
teams
मुझे.
will not disengage just yet, but they will just try to
How to play in
out-maneuver each other, get
tournament?
into
You
a
go on
better
their
position,
website, register,
and
make a
then
team,
start
play.
fighting. And that's why you can see Starkin Connor have already scanned the next ring, so they will know what to do. But unfortunately, the next ring also lies somewhere upon Skyhook and a little bit of
कल
the
परसों
area south
IG
of it. So they can't really
That's-
outmaneuver, team popping off inside of Skyhook because the circle is just a bit too big at this point.
agreed, but यहाँ common
And bro,
popular
if the
skins
final
नहीं
ring
देखते
moves
कुछ
towards
weird rare
Skyhook,
skins
that
रहती हैं
will
सब
be
पे.
so much more easier for the teams. Like in Harvest, so there's barely any places left to hide, right, for 12 squads. But an urban city like Skyhook can easily house 10 teams.
Somehow a banner
And
runner
those
भी
teams
ले and they're
will
alive.
have a decent bit of cover for each other. They don't, have to worry about being stuck in the open or being exposed from certain angles. Now they can keep themselves safe.
Oh, this team is
But
pushing.
ABS Esports are chasing 1 HP to the ends of the earth. And
आगे
it
भी
seemed
एक
like
team
they
है.
just hit a roadblock, 1 HP. They were running away from Aviator Esports, but they run into some completely different team. And this might just not be what they signed up for. Frenzy and Crips have already been taken down.
Yeah,
And
hard
it
time
seemed like
dude,
it's gonna
hard
be the
time
end
for
of Team
1 HP.
There were only 2 people remaining in the first place. But now let's see if Hardstuck will be able to fight against Team Aviator Esports.
Which website depends man. जैसे ये this tournament is hosted by the esports club. So I don't know अभी next tournament कौन सा हो रहा है, but जो भी tournament जो भी host कर रहा है उसकी website पे registration का process होता है. It's generally simple. You have to put your name, teammates name, उनके picks के IDs and everything and हो गया. And then you just show up for the qualifiers.
It could just end up in
Happened
that
with my Seer guide. I made a guide and it got nerfed the same day.
Or are they actually just gonna try
Okay,
to
Seer
move
was
around the edge of the
obvious he
circle
was getting
and
nerfed,
slowly
ठीक है?
with the circle itself, but that's
But
quite a dangerous.
Removing tap strafe was like sudden, man. Nobody thought it getting removed anytime soon and they suddenly just removed it. Prize pool of the tournament is 3 lakh.
Running away from the spot like this. Hardstuck is going up against Team Aviator Esports, and this is where the battleground is. All the teams.
Ronin मुझे भी नहीं मिला bro. I opened like 52
52
Apex pack yesterday.
Hardstuck might just be able to win this as they have just managed to knock down Devil Stoner, and now it's a 2 versus 1 situation of sorts, and that is it. They shotgun him to that, and
Good for
Redon was able to
Hardstuck
clutch out
D4.
the battle
मेरा
for
team है
this.
guys ये. ये
Hardstuck,
तरह stuck है.
they not only finish off Team
How to
1
get
HP,
approved for
they're also
tournament?
able to destroy
You
Aviator
don't get
Esports,
approved man.
bringing
ऐसा
the
कुछ नहीं
whole
होता.
number of teams to the
It's
circle
mostly first come first serve होता है, you know.
And now
जैसे registration चालू होता है,
what's happening
तुम
here now?
रजिस्टर कर
Towards
दो,
the
और
side
जब तक
of
रजिस्ट्रेशन
Skyhook,
चल रहा है
inside of
तो
the building,
तुम्हारा हो
and
जाएगा. If you are too late, you're out.
first initial engagement, they're
But
getting
generally,
1 FPS at the bare
like
minimum.
tournaments like these जिनके 3 qualifiers हुए थे for 3 weeks,
Surely they're trying
जिसको
to
भी
make
खेलना था,
this
they could
doable,
play.
but not just yet.
There's no approval or anything.
Keep in mind that this is the area where Stock Incarnate and Popping Off were also present. And now 3 punches have also arrived.
Nothing can
in the
affect
neighborhood.
GB and Hound pick
This
rate
is
in
turning into
any
probably one of the
tournament.
most unfriendly neighborhoods that you could ever be in.
I
Spider-Man would
don't know,
not
bro.
approve of this.
इंडिया में ऐसा ज़्यादा है कि GB ज़्यादा
They've got enough
ब्लडहाउंड
punches.
ज़्यादा खेल रहे
They
हैं.
feel like this is their opportunity to go in for
Why
the
did he
push.
ult?
Dead totems out, but the moment they decide to go for the dead protection, Destroyed gets knocked out himself, so that's gonna kind of ruin their plans for a bit. Plus, the fact that they don't have an Octane kind of ruins all that they have built up for
I
themselves.
don't know. This
By
was
the
a
time they're
weird ult.
actually able to get to their opponents, they will have probably run out of that protection, but I think I was wrong. There is another team that they run into. They have their sights set on Stark Incarnate, but they run into Team Hardstuck. And hey, as long as the Death Totem doesn't get wasted, I think they will
Tap
be
saving
fine.
gets
They will be
way
happy
out
with
of hand,
this.
Paji, but hardly many
They're gonna try
are
and survive,
as good
they're
as
gonna
Timmy
try
and
maybe
Taxi.
go in for this engagement, but at the
I
same
know,
time,
bro,
I don't
but
think that's gonna be
it was like in
just yet. They need to play their cards
uh,
properly because Hearts are D4.
outplay करने का एक तरीका था, you know, tap strafing. Anything that reduces outplay potential in the game reduces skill gap, you know. Skill gap कम कर देता है. Makes the game casual, new player friendly.
And they can easily heal themselves back up by just chilling in a
और
corner and just
इतना भी hard नहीं होता है. Generally tap
Alright,
strafe
it
करने
seems
वाला
like 6 out of the
is
11
not shooting
squads
you.
are
You
in
can't
the area.
tap strafe
Stark
while
Incarnate,
shooting.
Popping off.
That's the
3
main thing.
punches. Hard stuck.
जो मुझे लगता है.
I believe that. No, wait. Hot stuck is. Are they here yet? Yep, I think they are. So that's 4 squads over here. 2 more squads just approaching this area yet, but they're not inside. So this area is starting to become a little.
That's
crowded over
true,
here.
it's
The mid
sad.
is gonna be a little
Let's see
difficult
अभी
to
क्या
find.
करते हैं.
Popping off on the central
Still
building
time.
Skyhook. Probably one of the more
उसका ammo
difficult
पक्का
places to
खत्म
defend,
होगा.
considering how open it is and
But never
there are
mind,
2
he has
big
88
ones.
bullets of
If you had a caustic
Sniper
strike,
ammo.
that would have been a very easy way to defend.
ऐसे
They've
नहीं,
got Team Phoenix,
बाहर
that's
के
the fifth
टूर्नामेंट
team
या
in
एलकेस
the
वगैरह
vicinity.
ये दोनों का
And
high
then there's
pick rate,
another
like every
squad
team has
which
it.
is on the northern tunnel.
It's not Rev
Don't know who
Octane.
that is just yet, but we will find out soon
If not
enough.
Rev Octane, then GB
So the final
Hound.
circle's going against
हाँ,
Skyhook, boys.
that's
look
true.
at how many squads there are.
Yeah, there's 11 squads, and that's the best
But
part,
like
Aggressive,
GB
is
is
11
Skyhook
squads.
actually.
GB has the highest pick
If
rate, right?
11 squads are inside of Harvester, this will be a very
पहले
difficult fight.
रेत
But
रहती
11
थी,
squads in Skyhook,
but Octane
this
kind
is
of
very
replaced
manageable.
रेत. पहले रेत के पोर्टल
I
चलते थे, अब
don't
Octane
think
के
that
jump pad
this
चलते
squad
हैं.
will actually gonna live to go into a heal off. That's the thing. That's why I don't really like
Possible.
this.
Quite
But at the same
possible.
time, clutch ministers, they could just get pushed and we are not gonna have to see 11 squads. We may just see only 10 squads.
You know, in situations like these, if you've got a Revenant on your team, it just makes things so much more easier for you.
Yes, become the Spider-Man. Save your
Yeah,
neighborhood.
Exactly, become the Spider-Man. Because
Yeah,
every
charge
squad
rifle
has
most
different
annoying,
areas
dude.
of entry, right?
So
You've
annoying.
got a zip line, you've got the balcony doors, and you've got the staircases. That's the 3 main areas of approach that any building has. Unless, of course, you're able to jump out your way to the roof. That's a completely different ball game.
And I think after
But
patch, Pati is
Revenant, you
best
can climb up
movement
the rooftops and
out
you can still
there.
be undetected.
Next
And
is
at this point,
Octane
Clutch
and Wraith.
Ministers, they have
रेत
some
के पास तो
uninvited
कुछ भी
guests.
नहीं है मूवमेंट का.
They're sharing the room or the building.
I'll say I agree
with
Pati is
another team.
best, but Pati को भी
And
tap
the
strafe
Ministers have
बहुत
the roof,
चाहिए.
the other guys have
You
the
know,
basement, and
if
they're
you have
slowly starting to
seen
make their way upstairs.
Timmy play Pati,
Let's see which
he's
side of the base is
literally
hard stuck.
grappling
Right,
and
right,
tap
Right,
strafing.
clutch ministers.
I mean, he
Exactly.
tap
Right
strafes
underneath
so
Clutch
much with
Minister and,
Pati, you won't even realize कि ये कैसे कर रहा है.
that there is a team above them. They just
Only
don't
way to
know.
outplay console aimbot is by
They don't know
outplay
if
using
the
movement,
EV
but
classes
EA
and
is like
systems
nope,
are fighting off against each other.
exactly.
But Hardstuck are also trying to instigate the team on the other side of that building.
Literally ये पूरा
They're
गेम है
just
ना
hoping that
Skyhook
they
में ही
throw
निकला
enough
है.
to be on the other
शुरू में
building.
Skyhook पे थे हम.
That particular team
We're
will
just
be able to
watching
shoot
Skyhook.
the team on the roof. They're
Charge
hoping
rifle
the
love
other team
Paji.
shoots Clutch
It's fun to
Ministers, makes their
play.
life easier.
Sad to play
This is
against.
just a freaking praying game, but clutch ministers is actually dipping. Oh no, they're dipping inside of the building, and thankfully there's no one inside of this building. If there was anyone here, yeah.
I like longbow, उसका recoil भी
And
2
I
सेकंड
believe
होता है.
that decision
पहले
was
longbow
not
चलती थी,
made.
ज़्यादा कम
I'm
चलती है.
very sure they took that decision without knowing. This was a bad
There were
scam
days of
running.
longbow
If this
when
pays off,
everyone
clutch
used to use
ministers,
sniper rank
hey,
में.
more kudos to you.
Wraith का hitbox is a bit
The
smaller,
best thing they can
इसलिए
do is
it's
go for a bloodhound scan,
easy
but
to
at
dodge
that
bullet. I
nature,
know.
scan is effective.
just
So yeah,
That's why
it's a risky
still
move. First of all, you
movement
can stall
players
out
play
Mira
Wraith
because there's so many teams over here.
because they
But
get
you know
shot
where the
less.
next ring is? It's in the center building of Skyhook. It's at the literal Hook
popping
building.
क्या
And
चल
yes,
रहा
yeah,
है?
exactly. That building belongs to
Just
Popping
trying to
Off.
take position
There's
in
two more
circle.
buildings that are still inside the circle that
ये
teams
चल रहा है
can take
game
care
में.
of. X-Omen is inside one of them. Team Heart
11 teams
is inside
alive है और
one of them.
स्काई
The
हुक
third
में
building is
सर्कल है
still
और स्काई हुक
unclaimed.
इज फुल ऑफ
Team
बिल्डिंग्स
Phoenix has
मल्टीपल
just taken a
फ्लोर
third building
बिल्डिंग
the moment
हर
I
एक
say
फ्लोर
that.
पे हर एक
So X-Omen
बिल्डिंग में
and
मल्टीपल टीम्स जा सकती है
Team
अभी.
Heartstuck, these guys have decent positions for themselves.
City
Popping Off
circle,
probably has the
let's
best of them all.
yeah,
But all
they're
the other
even
teams,
more
these guys are
mess.
gonna have to struggle to find real estate.
X-Omen, they know for a fact that there's
ओए
only
टीम
one
में
squad
कॉस्टिक है.
holding down right close to them. So at the same time, this could just
He
work out
got
in their
beamed,
favor.
dude.
But watch this. Gets laser down straight to the window. White Death's gonna be able to
Sentinels
on towards back.
Amchar sound is
Team
like
Phoenix, they're in a critical spot.
wet
They know for a fact that
Patlapon.
one's right on the other side. They're trying to
Really?
see if they can spy down one of those
Never
players.
thought of
Spot
that.
him out, the ultimate move. He just spot out one of the players at the bare minimum, spots out his head just a tiny little bit, goes in for a couple of pop shots to scare him. But at this
अभी तो
point,
देखो आगे आगे सर्कल्स में क्या होता है. एक एक बिल्डिंग में दो दो तीन तीन टीम्स होती हैं.
Exactly. Exactly. And you will need a lot of your resources. You know, in zones like this, the Caustic is the perfect character to have.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
basically
Caustic
lock
अच्छा
an
है
entire team outside.
ऐसे
and
zones
just
के लिए.
fortify an area.
Oh no! What is this? I didn't even know this was an angle. What is this, the doctor?
It seems like you can delay the fights for as long as possible, but you will have to go for it when the zone pushes you inside. Clutch Minister is now trying to move in, and the other teams are trying to race them towards the central building. But while all of this is
did he try
happening,
to zone?
he's
नहीं.
basically
Northern Breeze
taken
ने
up all the kills for
ऊपर से वो
themselves.
मारा.
They're just basically capitalizing
Charged
on
rifle.
the advantage that they have with this position, and they're shooting every team that is trying to make their way inside. We've got Team Stark, Incarnate, and Clutch Ministers both racing inside the zone, but Clutch Ministers just surviving by the skin of their teeth. Only Flexi to carry the banner forwards. And now even the central building has been negated. There's a tiny bit of this building still available inside the next ring. All the other buildings...
टूर्नामेंट में कुछ ज़्यादा ही
which
पैसिव
means
गेम प्ले है
Popping Off
यार.
still has some
Yeah,
cover, but
tournament.
the other teams
अभी
won't
तो
have
ये
it.
भी aggressive है Rish. Dude, I'm telling you. You go watch Algis, you'll realize what's passive gameplay. You watch any ka Algis, that's complete passive gameplay. Nobody fights until they have to. Even Europe ka Algis was a bit aggressive. People were fighting and pushing. इधर नहीं है.
You're gonna be in the biggest of disadvantages trying to jump one down on towards your
ये passive नहीं है.
But here, let's see what we can expect. Team Phoenix, they have the better position as of right now. They're still going to be able to survive. And as
Look at that one, right वाली buildings में दो teams.
See, I kind of feel bad for
अभी
them.
तो फिर भी सब अलग-अलग buildings में not many teams arrived.
At the same time, Suraj and his
Like,
gang, they're making a push
South
down
के
towards
तीनों
Skyhook.
buildings खाली पड़ी हैं.
Skyhook,
Teams could have been there. So many teams could have been alive and be there.
on the right is going to be the side of Team Phoenix. On the back end is going to be Yatu playing his
What do you think is key to
squad.
improve team
Popping
comms
off
when
and
playing
they're just
as
raining
trio?
down hell all over the place.
Way to team
A lot
improve
of
team
resources
comm.
are being invested
I think
though
it's
here
a
to
matter
try and
of
win out on these
playing
squad
together and
battles. Yes,
practicing
squad battles
and
are very
working
much
on your
important, very
mistakes.
much
That's the
important, but
best thing.
you need to keep in mind
Like
when
generally what
you're
happens is हम normal खेल रहे होते हैं friends के साथ.
input
We
the fight
don't
right at
focus
the
on
very
team
end because
comms
you're not gonna have a lot of
because
chance to
इतना
go.
ज़रूरत नहीं होता उसका
And Team
तब.
Phoenix, they're right above Clutch Minister.
So it's
Sorry,
like
not Clutch Minister,
उसकी
right
practice
above
की
Clutch
ज़रूरत है.
Minister.
Too many flatline users.
Alright.
Effects
दो ही तो
of
गन
an
होती है
ongoing
main.
push
Flatline और
really
301.
just take down this entire squad.
Yeah, but X-Omen don't have any way to get up to the roof. In fact, I don't think they should even...
I think
try
Elstar भी आ गई है वहाँ main gun
All
में.
these teams are gonna be forced to
Elstar
go
is doing
into the
nice.
ring. And I don't know if
Yeah,
this
Murdoch is
box
playing
that you
JB.
guys are hiding inside will be enough.
Yeah, that's the thing. They should have gone for a push. They're gonna take so much damage trying to get out of this.
Yeah, they will have to tank a lot of the ring damage, so they will just have to survive on their shields.
ये
and
ऊपर वाला team कौन सा है?
not
Murdoch
enough
का है क्या?
in a situation like this.
Murdoch का team है
They don't
ऊपर.
lose like half of their HP to the ring just to get outside this
तीनों
building.
कोने में खेल रहे
Team
हैं.
Phoenix on top, Team X-Omen below them,
Oh no!
and
There's
at the
another
same time,
team.
there's one more team on the team.
तीन
Yeah, there's
team
three
यहाँ
teams
पे
in the
है.
same building. And
जो
all of them
बीच
are
वाली टीम है ना
different
उसको
players.
सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम होगी. Because उनको नीचे वाली टीम पे कूदना है.
History classes we used to learn that there was a lot of families just clumped up in one building. This is what it feels like.
एल्स्टर को नर्फ करना पड़ेगा.
Guess what? Who has the biggest advantage? It's team popping off. They have a buffet in front of them. They can shoot anyone and everyone at this point.
Murdoch ने
And while all of
portal
this is
बनाया.
happening, there is just Gordesa hanging out at the bottom of that building. The central building, I mean. Team X-Omen decided they can't stay here any longer and they decided to go in for the push. And here
गई है
it
team.
is. X-Omen, they need to survive this one. They're up against 3 punchers right now, and this is the battle for the ground floor. And once the battle for the ground floor ends, they're gonna have to survive the ring and get outside where Team Pop and Off can start taking shots at them. Not to forget,
I think दोनों
Freeze is
टीम में
just above
caustic
them.
था.
Yeah, they just use defensive bombardment to try and slow down their opposition to make them as slow as possible so they cannot run away from this. But with the zone closing down in, you don't have a lot of chances. The entry punches get taken down onto the back and sides are still
again.
alive. They're still gonna be able to hold it down.
Murdoch का team फिर मरा.
New kill leader with 4 kills holding on down strong. Proj is in a pretty bad situation of his own. He pushing a little bit too far. Maybe things are just gonna go horribly wrong for him. But at the same time, Goofy and his gang gets taken out as well. Sides. They're coming in down strong.
You know, instead of gameplay, watch kill feed. That's much better. It's like watching a game on radio. Northern Breeze भी मर गया. I think Praj is dead too. Oh no, Praj is still alive. 2 teams alive, 1v3. 1v2, okay.
They have all of the advantages that you can think of. There is nothing that they can do here. Praj is not gonna let
Oh,
through this.
he goes for the finish, dude. He goes for the finish and gets 1 point.
And they're gonna be the ones to take down their opposition.
That was smart. He knew he can't.
Remaining on this tiny ass circle.
Alright, good
All really
play there,
down.
Praj की तरफ
The
से.
fights that they did until the very end. Stark and Cornet, beautiful place that went down from them. Understanding
कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा था, buzzard हो रही थी.
At the same time here, Chris, I didn't even see Stark
बस ये बस end में समझ आया कि Praj must खेला.
dead. I thought that they were like chilling in the back end of spawn somewhere. They were just waiting for the next game to start. But Stark and Carnage, they come out of
Yeah, that was smart, man. 1 extra point और क्या चाहिए?
They were just
You're
holding
anyway
down the
second.
position, and now they just suddenly pop out of nowhere and take out all of the squads. What just happened?
They were right underneath team popping off. So you saw in that one building we had this little industrial age going on. 3 punchers, Team Phoenix, Team who else was this? I literally keep forgetting because
Team Phoenix का लक खराब
Excellent,
चल
yeah,
रहा
there's
है.
so many teams
They
that
didn't
we
have
forget
any
names.
good games
We
today.
had all these teams just clumped up inside that one building. We had Team
फिर
Popping
दिमाग
Off,
के
objectively
ऊपर
thought
गया.
they were at the highest advantage.
Dude,
They
Apex
had
के end में
hooked
chaos बहुत
up
होता है.
and the top of
It's every
it.
battle royale final
Then
circle in a
eventually
nutshell.
they
I
pushed that
know.
building too,
I
because
mean,
that building
you
was
need a good PC in battle royale final circles. I remember जब पहले PUBG था, end circles में tournaments में इतना गंदा lag होता था, and the people who had good PC, they had a good time playing those end circle.
And Stark and Connor were directly underneath them, so
I think Praj team will be on top.
The building as well.
Yeah, I
At the
think so
same
too.
time, had
They came
a
second,
from where they could
got a lot of
save the
kills.
building. That's why they were able to survive a lot more, I
And
guess.
ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं था 1 or
Because
2
the
में.
one thing I
तो
like
Praj
about
का
Praj,
ऊपर चला
he knew
जाएगा.
that he wasn't going to be able to clutch out that 1v2, so what he did was just finish off that one player who was down so that he can at least get that one extra kill point for himself. He knows he's going to be going down, he can't win the fight, so he might as well just take the points that he can get and be happy with that.
Praj is one of those players that are very experienced for that very much reason. But hey,
He didn't had jump pad. उस पे डाल सकता था. Throw them out of zone.
And just as you stated here, Crips, I would
Tough,
say that yeah,
tough to make
just
it
because
work.
this was
Yeah.
Skyhook, it was just a little bit more.
If you can throw
digestible
somebody
for
out of
the
zone
player.
this-
That was a lot of utter
this
chaos.
Time in
a way,
circle.
we had understood what was happening, who was getting
That's
faded, who were
nice.
taking the fights because
बहुत damage होता है.
buildings,
Anyone
yeah,
going out will die.
it's very much controlled. But at the same time here, let's just talk about the fight that happened right at the very beginning. Sides, they had a little bit of a fun time, I would say. A couple of fisticuff battles, a couple of punches to the face. Like, you know, a high school brawl pretty much. You just punch each other in the face and then the teacher comes in and slaps you. That's kind of what happened to Wasabi.
Yeah,
They were
this
sent
and the,
back to detention.
yeah, this time the teacher had a gun, so you don't just go down to detention. You
Dude,
go down
watching
to
these
court.
guys सब
Oh,
पहलू
yes,
में
it's
feel
truly
so
more about
sad.
gameplay, for sure.
ये वाला push खराब था.
I mean, it was all
ये वाली
hunky
team का.
dory in the first few minutes of the game, right? It was Aviator versus
Aviator
I
esports
believe
wins so easily.
or DXC.
Yes.
And For a second,
They
I thought
won.
World XC will be able to win this one, but then they ran out
Hey
of
Rishit,
bullets,
tournament
unfortunately, and
dropout.
Aviator still had like so much more ammo left to spare.
I'm good, man.
I
How are
believe
you?
we would have been able to see a bunch of punch battles once more if they were close enough, but nah. And then after that, we saw this battle start to heat up. Stark Incarnate versus 1 HP versus Popping Off. Early battles inside of Skyhook. 1 HP tried to
पूरा game
disengage from this
Skyhook में
area.
था.
They were able to get out for to some extent, but then Stark Incarnate and Popping Off, those two teams were present in Skyhook right from the beginning, and they established a decent foothold in that area.
Yeah, they were able to do so beautifully, but right at the very end, it was the sad part that before.
Yeah, tomorrow, Dr. Perrington, man.
Players, and look at these crisp.
कैसा चल रहा है tournament watch party intense man.
I like
धीरे-धीरे
honestly,
matches
there are
और
some
intense
players
होते
that
जा रहे हैं,
always
ऐसे feel हो रहा है.
when it comes down to their raw
Got some
mechanical
peanuts here.
it has to be Renom and Doctor. Raj is incredible, yeah, but these guys, they are just on another level when it comes down to their track.
I swear to God, the individual skill matters so much in moments like these.
Oh yeah, also Nuke Nuke. Don't
Sneeze का
forget about
rotation
that, man.
खराब हो गया. They couldn't enter,
even
man.
that, I mean, individual skills do matter quite a lot in situations like this because you can't really rely on
Hitting the gym,
those
nice man,
players
Vengeance.
because
See you tomorrow.
Anything could be a mistake. You have barely any information.
I hope मैं आज gym जा
In fact,
पाऊँ.
you have so much information with that one scan. You're gonna be able to see 10
जब से बीमार पड़ा हूँ ना,
time, and then you're gonna have
gym
to
नहीं हो
make
पाया.
difficult decisions. Like Team X Omen, they decided to move in towards that bottom floor.
आर्यन सिकपा जी नहीं खेल रहे हैं.
They lost that battle.
सिकपा जी भी I
Right,
think trip पे गए थे इसलिए नहीं खेल पाए.
Battling against Team Stark Incarnate and Popping Off at the same time, and Popping Off actually lost most of their players, leaving only X Prudge all to himself.
ऋषित LP खेल नहीं सकता. He's too small,
They
man.
dropped down later on and finished off the remaining members of
Tournaments
Team
में
Punchers.
age का
And,
requirement होता है.
unfortunately, after finishing those guys off, they tried to battle against.
You know, if you win, you
Team
should
Stark
have
Incarnate
that
as well,
account
they
and
fell
everything.
down. And then take a look at this.
उसका भी
Prudge
होगा ही
now.
नहीं.
He's just trying to, confirm the kills and get that extra 1 point in his bag because he knows he can't clutch out that 1v2 fight. But Stark Incarnate,
इनके highlights
they
अच्छे
were
हैं.
hiding directly underneath that
सारे
main
fights दिखा
Skyhook
लिए.
building. And sometimes I think they might have just gone up to the first floor as well just to give themselves a little bit of cover. But yeah, really beautiful show of skill over there by the side.
ये LP अच्छा खेलता है. He's too small though.
It was kind of expected.
उसका
right?
future है
Because
bro.
Popping Off and Stark Incarnate had been present in Skyhook from the longest time, and they were just scanning the ring again and again and again after every circle popped so that they could have a better position.
Yeah, it just was a showing of skill that we didn't really. We were not even ready for it. Stark Incarnate was one of those teams that we kind of just wrote off, being like, hey, maybe they're going to be the ones to get on down towards that end circle because they didn't really have the best of starts. We didn't really see them perform a lot moving on down the line and right at
इस वाले का end circle फिर भी
but
ठीक
right
था.
at the very end, they were just those dark
Like
horses.
end circle से पहले सारी भरसड़ हो
Right
चुकी
under
थी.
the side of popping off. They waited for the exact moment that the fight
Earlier that,
left, right, and
how
left.
did he get
They
into
just
the previous
see
tournament?
which teams they can slowly but methodically pick off, get those kill points for them.
I know banner rule.
Give them the in total placement points because you do need to remember, it doesn't matter if you get like 20 kill points.
I remember
get
जब मैं उस age में था ना,
get like only 2
तब
placement
tournaments
points,
होते ही
yes,
नहीं
you're
थे.
at 22, but let's say
These
if
guys are
one
so
team
lucky.
got more than 10 points and
They have the right
more
age.
placement points there, they're already reaching.
They're
to there.
already
They won't
playing.
run. So moving on
You know,
down
they're
the line,
already
let's
good.
try and find a fine balance between these two. So let's
और
move
उनका
on
भी,
over to the match standings.
you know, they have
Which
that
teams perform the best when it comes
good
to kill
reflexes
points
right
as well
now.
as placement points, and it's actually going to be the side of Stark Incarnate. Smart plays coming on down from them. 12 and 8. They performed it beautifully. 20 total kills.
7 KP.
Popping off with 9 and 7 on
Popping off
16.
का.
Sides with the 7 and 9.
शायद your
on
team
16
did
as
well.
Arts D4 on a 4 and 7 on 11. And sadly, 3 punches.
Clutch Minister sadly 6 points ही ले पाए. Phoenix का आज luck नहीं चल रहा है.
Yeah, these
Only
guys,
4 points.
They died off way too early and way too easy.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at the kill points, all of them are more or less
1 HP का भी luck नहीं चला.
Stark Incarnate, Popping
एक ही
Off,
point है
Stark
उनके पास, I think.
7, 8, 9 points respectively. So that's fair. I mean, all the teams who were alive up until the end, they were just feeding off of the teams who were not able to get
Lagging?
positions for themselves. 3 punchers
YouTube
are
issue है.
killed
No lag here.
because they were able to wipe out the squad of X Omen. But other than that, all the other teams were just, feeding on teams like Washed Apex Boss, Play Like Pros, Unitex, 1HP, and whatnot. Because they were the ones who could not establish a foothold inside of Skyhook. And yeah, there were a lot of teams alive in the last circle, but this was a lot more digestible, like you said. More digestible than that Harvester game, because Skyhook simply has a lot more cover. It has a lot more individual buildings that you can hold.
Like the teams, they were able to take the fights at their own pace. They were not really forced into positions that they couldn't have really controlled because
शायद सर का टीम है
Omen, they just got a little bit
चैट में आके तो यही बोला
they were
he
holding
forgot he
and they
made a
paid the
team
price for it. I was constantly saying Omen, they need to maybe go on for a push on towards the roof, or they just need to leave the building.
most importantly parent
Either
support
and
that's true
when they tried to make it out, it was already too little too late. Three punchers, they had the building in their favor. But
पाजी डेटाडर लेके अभी
fine,
थोड़ा
let's go down
रिग्रेट
to
हो
the
रहा है
overall
शुरू हो गया है
standings to see exactly where all these teams are going to be holding up on to try and go down.
Get it
overall
replaced,
to
dude.
try and make a change.
if you just got it अभी एक साल नहीं हुआ you can get it replaced for free
Off on 102, literally 1 point off of each other.
और डेटाडर का अच्छा है सर्विस
With 95, Starking Carnage on 85.
they'll quickly replace it
HP had such a rough game, heading on down over onto 75. Watched Apex lost as well. Very rough game for them. 60, Hearthstone D4 with the 59. So
Don't worry, man. Razer के products की service अच्छी है.
Rising up though. So when you consider the top 10 here, Crips, I feel as though the gap is widening way too quickly.
Side passion तो definitely करेंगे. The only problem is Apex grow कर जाए. एक दो साल में future में अगर Apex grow कर गया ना, तो LPL उन लोगों के मस्त है. Even
Yeah, I mean, this is the last.
Psycho मेरे साथ जो खेलता है,
We are done with the
that
four
guy is even
games,
better,
fifth
I
one
think.
still stands, and,
वो भी 14 साल का ही है.
You can't let the other teams get away with too much of a buffer. Like a 40-point buffer is just way too much. You're gonna have to have 4 bad games in a
So
row.
we thought popping off first आ जाएगी,
You're
but
gonna have to
अभी
have
भी
4 bad
1 point
games
का
in a row,
difference
and
है.
you need to be popping off every game in order to catch up to them.
Phoenix was number 1 today.
Doesn't popping off.
Third पे आ गई है वो.
These guys are gonna be having bad games anytime soon. I mean,
1
Starking
HP
was able to get
4th से
back
5th
up
चले
to
गई है.
4th spot. They were behind 1 HP and watched Apex spots behind.
Because Stark
It's not bad,
Incarnage
but
won
that
this
was
game.
close. And now you can see that between the top 2 teams, there's only 1 point of difference, but between 3, 4, and 5, there are 10-point differences between each.
Yeah, when you consider all the point differences.
Yeah, you can trash talk about Razer.
I don't know, man.
I'm saying good things was I am using a Razer mouse right now. इससे पहले भी मेरे पास Razer mouse था और मेरा Death Adder 8-9 साल चला है. 8-9 years. There's no reason for me to say anything.
Because my caster's curse is probably one of the strongest ones, other than Assassin, of course.
Hey, I mean, if we
I agree,
see
man,
curses and
Tanish. I
blessings,
agree.
might
I
as
hope
well
Apex
count the power
gets
high
more
once
traction.
again.
Internationally बहुत ज़्यादा traction मिल रहा है Apex
Yeah,
को.
Wait a second. After
We're
the
not- we're
voting
not doing
bundle
that
thing and the producer, I do not want to.
Okay, we can stay away from that. We can stay away from that. We can probably, you know, build up something else, like I don't know, a real estate tycoon game.
वैसे watch party में खाने का अलग ही मजा है यार.
Old 2000s game. There were a bunch of games like these. There was a zoo tycoon, real estate tycoon, roller coaster tycoon, and you know, it's a SimCity. SimCity
Zoo
kind of game
Tricon
like
खेला है
this.
किसी ने?
And yeah, I think the real estate tycoon over here is a very relevant thing because both in Harvester and in Skyhook, the places where you were
Real
you know,
Estate Tycoon.
presented to
I
how
don't
you
know if
were
that's a
either
game.
very cramped or you had a bunch of very noisy and ugly neighbors. So yeah, the whole real estate thing kind of
इतना खेल
comes into picture.
खेलने में gold
But
ही
Skyhook was a lot more
पहुंच पाता
yeah,
lol
and
Rishit.
this was a very interesting game. And
That's
I
sad,
loved
man. You
how
can do
Starting
better.
Planet started to rotate around when the other 3 teams started to fight. Like
Gold से तो आराम
yeah,
से
at
बाहर
some point
निकल
they were
सकता
on
है.
the building which popping off was therein, but then they were not there forever. They were just moving around constantly and trying to avoid danger, and that is, I think, the best part about them.
Yeah,
I never understood how people with awesome PC play BGM or Valo. Me too, man. मतलब इसमें समझना क्या है? It's money. अगर तुम PC games खेल सकते हो तब भी मोबाइल गेम खेल रहे हो, it's all about money. फ्यूचर में जब PC अगर मान लो किसी पॉइंट पे मोबाइल से बड़ा इंडस्ट्री हो जाता है, तो ये सारे जो लोग हैं जिनके पास अच्छे PC या मोबाइल गेम खेलते हैं वो कभी मोबाइल गेम नहीं खेलेंगे.
And they possibly are going to be a lot more.
CS scene is still good abroad. I don't know how. CS has a very big core audience, you know. कुछ लोग हैं जो CS अब खेलते नहीं है, but they still watch tournaments. I suggested Razer to my friend. He regretted it. He recommended Logitech to me. I regretted it. Dude, tell your friend अगर कुछ खराबी हुई तो get it replaced. Hello, Baddy sir. नेक्स्ट मैच चालू होने वाला है गाइस. Logitech G933 Artemis Spectrum headset or Steel Series? I have no idea. दोनों use नहीं किए. Never used a Logitech or a Steel Series headphone. I have a Steel Series headphone. Logitech कभी नहीं use किया.
From the outside,
Bad people in chat. What's up?
know what lies beneath.
बहुत खा लिया यार.
Unleash it with a machine as savage as you are. Lenovo Legion. Stylish outside, savage inside.
Watch reviews man. अजमल. कोई ऐसा रिव्यू देख ले जिसने कंपेयर किया हो. वो बेस्ट है.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rise of Legion, presented by Lenovo, and then down to the last and final map of the day as we draw.
Oh, last
over
match
here
for
on the
today.
side
So this is
last
10th
time
game.
for today at least, before we
5th
go
game
head
of
down
today
to
or
the day
total 10 हो
so
चुके
you
हैं.
don't want to miss that, ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen.
HyperX I'll
Hit that subscribe
anytime
button.
say
And also hit the
go for
notification bell to
HyperX.
get notified as soon as we do go live with our 8
Currently HyperX की सबसे
Don't
ज़्यादा
forget, we have a lot
better
of
ये
exciting games in plan, and also a lot of future tournaments moving on down the line.
headphones
Be sure to
में
follow our socials as well, and also support
Respect.
our sponsors because if you want to see all of these games keep on coming down to your doorsteps and lots of tournaments that you can participate in.
Yeah,
back
Tanish,
and
I
forth,
agree, man.
Remember, we got you covered if you do support our sponsors and support us by hitting that like and hitting that subscribe. But for now, let's head on down over onto this match in particular. Considering what is happening now and how reckless the teams can become, because now is the last match and they want to try and go in for a lot of those kill points, what can we expect here coming on down through from a lot of these rosters? Are they going to play it slow? Are they going
He's
to play
funny,
it
man.
fast? It all
Paddy
begins to
sir.
depend on
If you listen to him,
right, and with the sonar
he'll
now
start
protecting
laughing.
them, Team Moth,
अच्छा
they
है
could be the
Caster.
potential team to go in for a fight, don't you think so?
First battles are always the best ones. You know why? Because the chances of getting third partied are really less, especially in, you know, a place like Tree. I
It's
mean,
very
consider
remote.
this. Yeah, I mean, Phoenix and Moth have been facing off in this very location since the beginning.
Fact
of the
that
game.
didn't allow players to
And
stream.
the only person who occasionally comes into third party to them is
Hey,
probably
thank you,
Sun
Anupriyam.
and Max.
At first I was
they don't
little
always show up, right?
scared of
There's no guarantee.
पता नहीं कैसा
This
perform
time,
किया है.
Phoenix are not too keen on
फिर
fighting.
थोड़ा
They're
confidence आ
like,
गया.
this is just a bit too much effort. I don't wanna.
अरे it's difficult man. Player streaming सबको बताना delay नहीं रखो. Somebody has delay, somebody doesn't. It gets weird.
They don't really want to
Some player having delay less than the official
Just
stream,
to see what we
वो भी weird हो जाएगा.
Next,
You
though,
can't have delay
it's
less than
up
official
to a
stream, you know.
Really good position. All of them have purple
So
armor, so that person
this
can engage
comes down to
It's going to be a very crucial one because if
Organizer
they
to
get that
organizer.
red and get the momentum rolling in
generally
they
streamer
can
invitations में
get it
streaming
out.
allow होती है.
But
Normal
not to jinx them or
tournaments
anything,
में
but
generally
next,
नहीं
just-
होती.
they're literally having
But then
to
Algis में allowed थी, so इसमें भी
not
होनी
really
चाहिए,
able to
right?
perform to the best of their abilities in day number 1 and also in day number 2.
Well,
भाई looking like Ranbir Kapoor with beard in
as of
thumbnail.
now,
कुछ भी
we've
मिहिर.
seen, like,
Ranbir Kapoor looks like me, bro.
just teams roaming around. We haven't seen any early game battles just yet, right? So
Navad, hello dude.
it's peaceful days for now. Now we've got Unit X just
I'm gonna
on
turn
the
off
border
music.
of
Dragon
Valkyrie.
Let's focus on this game. Last game है.
Yeah, that's a good philosophy. Peace never lasts, and
अभी तक एक भी fight नहीं हुई है.
that might just be true. Because
Yeah, like consider Dragon Ball Z, man. They had peace for like a year and then suddenly another villain shows up. That's kind of what happens here in Apex as well. You're just vibing, you're just chilling. with
Did
your
you
buddies, just
show
walking around trying to pick up some guns, and then suddenly two
Oprahad
guys come here
in
and
that
slap you in the
shorts
forehead
video?
and
I
break
didn't
your arm.
understand. Watch Fatu Reel.
well, at least
I'll check it
in
out,
Dragon Ball
Poison.
Z, they get like a year off, right? They get a year of peace. Here you can't even have a minute.
Yeah, here
If
we
you're
go.
Team
Here
Mod.
we go.
If you're Team Bot, you can't even have a second.
I'll check it out, man, after the
That
last
fight,
match.
They're actually going to be able to crack one of the players. This crack is going to be a very crucial one indeed because early game cracks, why are they so crucial? Because
Warwick
the
Ram
damage
Ram.
that you're able to do
Choreography.
adds to your own armor. So these
Did you
people feel
choreography?
that as they become
Mm.
stronger, it's gonna get a lot more
It's
better.
like a
But
requirement कि इस time इधर ये होगा, इस time
Look
उधर वो होगा,
at the swing,
and
jump fast, look at the
I
fight.
did
They're
everything
gonna go
else.
for it, baby. I think that's not gonna be solved, not just yet, but they're gonna get put to a halt on Wait, another one on the third part.
तो ऐसे requirements और
Oh, I'm going
choreography क्या action करना है वो मेरे पे
a little bit too deep.
they just left it
I
at
don't
me
understand.
तो मैंने
Like,
कर दिया
Aviator Esports backed off in the middle of all of this. And like they were fighting against Team World EXE.
तो जो action देना है जैसे ये वाला मेरे को पता था इधर off है और इधर जो मैंने ऐसे ऐसे किया कि इतना रुपीस डिस्काउंट दे दिया तो मैंने खुद कर दिया
And I can see why they might have done this.
उसमें भंगड़ा म्यूजिक डालना चाहिए था
Talking Karev, we're not gonna fight.
That would have been
Like,
too
yo,
funny.
Boys, where are you going, boys? Why are you leaving me like this? But yeah, the boys just decided to leave him alone. They're gonna be the ones to die out, and now it's gonna be Clutch Minister's turn to try and.
Yeah, this is the first fight,
on their own accord.
and already one player down Sneeze का
Taking a little bit of a back seat here, and it's gonna be Wasabi being able to take down possibly the side of Clutch Ministers, and if Clutch Minister goes down here, that's gonna hurt a lot.
first team to go
And
down
element is done.
Sneeze
It's over. And it's Team Phoenix actually
The
gonna
team
be
who
able
is
to
winning
take out
right now
the side of
goes
Wasabi.
down
At the
first.
same time here, Chris, damage is already done. The fact that Clutch
Feel
Ministers
sad.
are dead,
Ultimate
they're
है
no longer gonna be able to contest their number
अच्छा
one position.
अल्टीमेट और इसके टीम ने मारा ओके
And
ओके
that's
ओके
the thing with all these top teams. You may or may not be able to have good games every time, but you just need to make sure you don't have a bad game where you get eliminated right off the bat. And now Team Wasabi might have been very proud that they took down the lobby.
It's an action.
This is even happier because now
Hey,
Team
Kashi,
Phoenix was
welcome
one of
back.
the teams who can actually make a comeback onto the number one spot. And with Stock and Connect out of the way, they can cover that gap. They will be tanking Team Wasabi quite a lot today.
That's for sure, considering how the movement is going and considering how the positions
Damn.
are holding.
That was a
today.
unexpected start of
Could
this
be
match
One of those things that could just work out in their favor, but Team 1
बहुत sad feel होता है when you're a player and you're doing really good and suddenly एक match इतना गंदा चला जाए I mean you have 0 KP 0 placement point
as they did over on towards the side
and you
of
need those placement points to keep
1
up
HP, they know for a fact one of the squads are up top.
I think the reason वो clutch minister का team first position पे था cause they were really consistently points उठा रहे थे वो लोग
Pick your poison here 1 HP. Do you want to go in for this push and possibly
Poison,
get party?
अब तेरे को
Or
10 बार तो
go
रिप्लाई
down
दूंगा नहीं
towards
मैं
a better
एक बार
position?
रिप्लाई दे दिया I'll watch it after the last game है bro watching a
I mean, if a
tournament
third
जिसका
party
last
happens
game है
inside this tunnel, then
उससे ज़्यादा
you're
मैं तेरे को
gonna
क्या
be from
बोलूँ
the other side. But if you get pinched from both directions, then you're basically dead. It seems like 1 HP they have chosen their poison. The bubble comes out. Their Optane will go back up at full HP, and at this point, just utilities are being exchanged. Thermite
I don't know,
frag
man,
grenades all
how
over
to
the place,
explain
but he
somebody.
accidentally throws the frag grenade inside his own bubble, which forces him to go towards the other side. This battle has been going on for a bit too long, and that's what I don't like. You see, battles are fine, but if the battle drags on for more than 30 seconds, that's when you start to invite third parties, and 1 HP decide that, nah, this is just not worth it. They're gonna get out of this place.
yeah good call
Yeah, it's just time to run. You don't want to stay here for way too long. But stay here and stagnate.
send
You
coffee
could
here
be in
too
a pretty bad position. And Team 1 HP, they understand that the circle is coming. It's time for them to go. It's time to leave the squad alone and maybe just try and pick them off as they're trying to rotate into the circle themselves. Defensive board in the hand of Seahawk. He's thinking about it, but he's like, nah, I'm not gonna waste it on them. Not just yet. I'm just gonna hold down my sidelines and I'm just gonna try and survive. And it's gonna be 1 HP slowly but surely being able to whittle down their opposition. And this is really smart. They're going to be healed themselves up back to full. And consider this is just the first circle. They're not really going to have to worry about it that much. Defensive bombardment is going to be coming on down through. And he actually delayed the defensive bombardment to wait until the Gibraltar shield goes on down. They're not going to be able to hold down that position. Trips actually is going to be in a pretty good spot to
I don't think help हुआ GPL से
They see spot them out near the iceberg. But the cover is just
क्रिप्स को देखो जोन के बाहर स्टिम कर रहा है मजे से Dude, you need guts to stem outside zone. I don't do it.
Exactly.
If you
And
mess up here, it's all over.
so 1 HP were basically trying to gatekeep Word EXE as Word EXE was trying to get out of that tunnel. But now that they're out of the tunnel, they can't really gatekeep them. Like, there's plenty of escape avenues. So I think what they were trying to do has already failed, and Word EXE has already leaked past them. And now it's not just Word EXE that they need to worry about. There's other teams who might just be looking to come in over here. Three punchers. We already saw that they were very close to epicenter a long time ago, but they were just
Hey,
waiting for the
Ranjit,
perfect
what's up?
timing. And now it seems like the time is right. Word EXE
टूर्नामेंट के बीच में रिएक्शन दे दो हेलो गॉड होप यू आर डूइंग गुड आई एम गुड मैन हे चलिए ये भी सही है
Yeah, this stage, like, what can you really
आफ्टर द
do
स्ट्रीम
here?
चेक रेड ड्रैगन
Is
one-handed
they're
keyboard
pushing, they're going in
I'll
for
check
the
it out.
fights, and they're It's just
Unit X?
dying
One-handed
so
keyboard.
early, but Unit X on towards the back end. They're going in for a couple of their own pop shots, trying to take out the side. of
1 HP
Connect
गई
off and
मेरे को
off,
लग
but
रहा है.
I think they tried to bite off a bit more than they can do here.
I don't-
And with that, I think that's gonna be done and dusted for the side of Unit X.
I don't know why Unit X decided to go into this out of all people. Like, Warrior XE were the ones who started this fight. They were getting
Touch takes
out of
down
it.
ultimate
Everybody wants
noob.
to
Startup
find a way
guy takes
outside, but
down
Unit X wanted to find
the
a way
doctor.
in. And they might
I
just
wanna
bite
watch
off a
that
bit more than
fight.
they can chew. At least they will be able to revive their teammates because, hey, I think
Startup
I
guy
might have
played
said that
out
too soon because
doctor.
now they found out. And 1 HP,
Show me that
they
fight,
make their way
please.
towards Fragment. Unit X stuck on the border wall. They can't move inside. 1 HP are now trying to find where Team Word EXE went, but it seems like they'll find someone else instead, and they'll be happy with the points that they are being given. Stark and Cornet, while all of this is going on, they were just waiting inside a Fragment. They never participated in the battle just yet, but now that the battle is coming towards them, they will not hesitate getting a piece of it.
And now they're just trying to hold down their force. They're trying to hold down their positions to say the very least. But how will they actually try to go in for this fight? Because Stark and Karna, they don't have one of their members, so they are not.
G-Lord पहले Octane खेल रहा था. अच्छी भी खेल रहा है.
Trying to deter their opposition just a tiny little bit as they're trying to hold on to the fort here. But if they decide to go in for the push, 3 punchers can easily take down Stark and Karna. But they don't know that Stark and Karna is on their box. They don't know that it's actually only 2 players, so they're really scared. They're just gonna
Yeah.
fight for a little while.
Yeah, but since they have the death protection, they might just be brave enough to move inside. And the fact that they've silenced the Wraith, which means there's no escape card available for them. No get out of jail free
ये
card
UNX
outside
और ये
of the
Destroyer
start.
वाला team फंसने वाला
And
है
while all this is
बंदा.
happening, take a look at where 1 HP is. They're deeper inside Fragment, which means they are very safe from all of this. Unit X, on the other hand, they're on the roof of the opposite building, looking to find an angle onto these 2 teams fighting inside.
Yeah, they're just now chilling and they're just now trying to maybe go on down
Mhm.
over towards the other side.
End
and
में
at the
सब
same
निकल
time,
गए
Unit
left
X,
right.
I don't think they're gonna survive for long. Maybe Chappie's gonna be able to get a couple of placement points, but how many placement points can he even say it's worth it? This
बस यार
not
waste
many
दिन
programs
रहा
for
अभी तक.
placement points here.
हाँ
They're in the dark
sad.
pretty much when you consider the overall
वैसे मेरे को ऐसे
hierarchy
लगता
of
है
points.
बैडी सर you're like one of those guys जो
A lot of
जैसे जैसे
teams
दिन खत्म
are just
होता जाता है you
really
start
right
being
there
more
because take a look
productive.
at where the ring is. It's taking them very far away from Fragment. And by this time, the
They're
gatekeep
inside of the
distance,
zone.
yeah, the entirety of the zone, they're gonna have to tank the bullet
क्या कर रहे हैं
from their
zone के
opponents. There's,
बाहर?
like, multiple opponents in
Oh,
the
that
vicinity,
zone
right?
hurts
There's
now.
1 HP, there's Unit X, there's 3 punchers, and this is the 3rd ring. It's gonna hurt a lot. And there's still quite a lot of distance to cover. They need to cross this lava bridge, which basically is a massive choke point. Any team on the other side of it will be able to stop you. You've already got Dark Knight's team present over here. You also have, I do believe, Verdi XC present. I don't even know if
ये लोग
Verdi
कुछ
XC
भी
is present
देखते
anymore. I don't
हैं
see them anymore on
रोज
the
का
map.
है.
They're certainly not
पाजी
eliminated
आपको
yet,
वो
so
Algis
we're
ending
still
याद है
very
जिसमें
much
there were
on
6 squads in fragment building.
Oh, 1 person, yeah. So see, that's difficult. And
हाँ I
take a
don't
look at the
remember
very
bro.
far end of the
But
map.
मैंने Algis सारा देखा
Where's
था.
Unit X all the way towards the bottom of Skyhook, still outside.
Rampart Heirloom coming? Is this
Oh,
confirmed?
no.
I think
इस
Unit
जोन
X
के
just
बाहर
got
कुछ
surprised
ज्यादा ही
with their
फाइट ले रहे
teammates.
हैं. और they don't have
Like,
Octane
the
ना
dropship
जंपार्ट
came
करके
in, so
अंदर
yeah,
तो जा
that's
नहीं
gonna be
पाएंगे.
the, delivery of 2 people. Nope, it's just 1 person.
Yeah, everyone
It's
else
just
is
Rebellion.
dead.
And the moment Rebellion got his boots on the ground, he was sent back up.
Yeah, he just went back to the heavens. He had to be
Yeah.
this maker one more time. Because, he needed to work out the kinks. Like, he was just not perfect, not just yet. And he was like,
Yeah.
sending it back to the factory, man. There's a defect on this model.
Uh-oh, Chappie just got silenced, which means no more defensive bombardment or bubble available for him. Run, Chappie, run. There's no safe haven for you over here.
बहुत फाइट हो रही है फ्रैगमेंट में.
Where does he run to? Poor Chappie, man. Like, this
Forget
guy's
it.
fight is hardest, but there is
Yes,
no
minutes
other
away from
fight
Bhassar.
situation.
अभी नहीं होगी
He's on one
Bhassar.
side,
अभी
and
तो
then the side of 180,
सारी टीम
and
सर्कल के
he's
अंदर है.
burning him
They're
down.
just
He's
focusing
like,
on
on the
fragments.
side.
अंदर वाली
Now,
fights नहीं दिखा
once
रहे.
again, the sprite of Fragment is one of the things that are
Not confirmed, but collab is
that are
confirmed.
tested for at the same time. So where are they gonna
Apex
go
is
from?
doing a collab with
They're
Monster
in
Drink
a good
Energy.
position. They could just take out the side of
Ah,
180 as well. They
nice.
have spotted them out as they're trying to make a
Nice,
run for it
yeah.
on towards the side of the zone. It's just
Monster
not a
Drink
fast
Energy.
rush. Go in for this rotation.
Maybe
make
फिर
it
Octane का
better
heirloom
spot,
आना
just
चाहिए एक और.
keep the ball rolling.
Give Octane
Don't
2
stop
heirlooms.
moving in a second.
And one team that recognizes this advantage is Play Like Pros. They were present inside Fragment East, and
मेरे को भी
they
समझ
were
नहीं
just,
आया
you know, one of the teams who could
कंफर्म
potentially gate kept both
बट
Unit X,
कोलैब इज
Pink
कंफर्म
Punchers,
कुछ
and
और
1HP,
कास्ट है
but they decided to run off
पॉइजन
into the
इट्स
distance
ओके मैन
first.
इट्स ओके
So I think Team Play Like Pros might just be able to get into a good
Hey,
position
Valiant,
to
what's
kill
up?
them all. Meanwhile,
हेirloom भी
once again,
कंफर्म
Team
है
popping off, going for a
ओके
central
दैट्स स्वीट
position.
रैम्पार्ट हाँ
The push is coming on down through. They're just gonna go in for the bold SMGs.
Oh,
A little bit amount of damage, but
This
look
guy's
at the
dead. This
defensive
guy's dead.
bombardment. Oh my
Survived.
god, that just absolutely demolished one of the squads. And Word.exe, they're finally back up to full. One of their members did survive. They're going to be able to pick everyone back up. And hey, they're back in the running one more time. And even though the defensive bombardment kind of just demolished their hopes and dreams, they're still going to be able to survive and be, you know, the survivors of the bomb at the end.
जहाँ तक मैंने सुना था इट वाज
Word
आइदर
was
भी
basically making the
रैम्पार्ट
life of
का
Play Like
या
Pros
फिर
very, very
बॉटसन का
difficult. Stuck in corner, but just going for a little bit of scout play. What? Are you actually serious right now? Play Like Pros, they lost Mr. Freak to Word EXE, but 1HP and Dark Knight, they were able to finish off Sky's chicken flip. So they lost one of their players to Word
Means
EXE,
Rampart
but
buff is
they
coming,
ended up
yeah.
exacting revenge
Rampart
by
buff
killing
हो रही
off
है
two sites instead.
and
All again.
was this guy Seer
Yeah, this
Seer
is
और Revenant
place, right?
इनके और nerfs आ सकते हैं
No, not
Where's-
that.
I don't think
What?
you need
What
more
about
nerfs
fights?
though
At the top right, 11 squads in the fourth circles. Oh my god, this is PTSD all
new
over
stuff
again.
coming in Valo
This is
3 दिन के
really
बाद
bad
stream
form.
करोगे yes I know
This
I'll
time
be
you're
streaming
neither in
new map
Harvestville nor in Skyhook. You're in the middle of nowhere. You're in the massive rotation cluster. The cluster of mountains in which most of the teams have to pass by if they want to go in towards Lava Siphon. But this area is good for rotations, but very bad for a final zone to be in.
Yeah, it's about whoever
This
has
guy's
the high
playing
ground,
too
whichever
scared.
team is gonna give
They
them
have
the
two
high
players.
ground,
They
but
should
it's
push
also trying to
together.
inch down closer. Team Mod though, they're slowly but surely able to get a couple of kills for themselves, get themselves into a better
Ban
position,
Seer
but at the same
Loba
time,
का
they're not
heirloom
in a
I
better
agree
position
man
as
Loba
well,
heirloom
because
लोबा का heirloom लाओ
Team Mod,
वालकरी का heirloom लाओ
yes, they're gonna be able
you
to
know
survive
ये अभी
this, but
already
look at the
characters ज़्यादा
squads, man.
famous हो रखे
How
हैं
many teams are just spread across?
Okay,
There are
1
couple of
HP
teams
जिंदा
fighting
है
for the top, but that
स्टार्टअप
talk
का
is
टीम
going
जिंदा है
down. There are 4 squads
ये
watching
डेविल
below.
स्टोनर
One
खेल
is
रहा है
on literally the left
Didn't
side
see
of
him
Team
before.
popping off. Down towards their back is the side of Team Mod.
Okay.
One is holding down from the very bottom. I have no idea what teams are
स्टार्टअप
doing
का
down,
टीम
but everyone
कुछ
who's
कर
rotating,
सकता है इस
they're
बार
just dead.
एक और तो यो
Just
वेलकम
roll over and die at this point.
Well, that does seem like that's something that's gonna happen. I don't know how they will survive all this. At least they managed to punch a portal down, so they can keep shuttling back and forth. They can go back when the things get sweaty. They can come back down when the circle enables them to. But 1HP don't want to tolerate any of these shenanigans. They're trying to boil those players out by throwing all sorts of utility at them.
And slowly but surely they're making that play happen, and even though they're still stuck down here in a 2 versus X situation, they're still able to try and, you know,
जीबी मेटा तो
hold on to
इस
their
गेम में
side.
शुरू
But at
से
the
ही
same
है
time, with 9 squads remaining and the circle closing
How are
down,
they alive
I'm
behind
gonna
that
give it
rock
like about 30 seconds for the server to halfway die out, and then we have only 3 squads, and then Twitch is like, I have no idea what's happening, time to head on down home.
No need can push them out of that rock ऐसे लग रहा है
1HP in a lot of pressure right now.
9 teams alive
Probably
on
win the game.
zone
As the circle
5
just
this
moves
is a
towards
good
them,
game
And this compound is still in the ring, which means if they're able to defend this area well, they might just be able to win. But unfortunately, they're running low on ammo, and there's too many teams around them. If they're not able to defend this, then this advantage will go to waste. But that Arcstar cracks, and that's their cue to move right in. Roll in, boys. We are going in for the full send, and that's 1HP wanting to eliminate.
Dude, ये
Bijan
1 HP
and
बहुत
Destroy
cuts
right
है
there.
इस team
But
में
hold on. Did GAWD to steal that kill? Oh, never mind. That was a completely different battle. But as soon as 1HP leave their house, as soon as Crips is able to get out of there, his teammate Zeon is in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, they made
Yeah,
that
right.
push happen,
Rampart
and
heirloom coming, let's go.
right here
Is there a
right
date
now.
also
Oh my
confirmed?
God,
कब आ रहा है?
the Respawn weekend is on hand. Are we gonna see Frenzy coming up back
Alternator?
through? Are they actually gonna do this?
The mobile respawn beacon, they find that, which is great. They can actually get their teammate back online. But what's even better is that they found a goddamn alternator. Oh my god, with the disruptor round, that thing shreds. And they might just get to
ये
use
कैसा
it
jump
against
पाड़
Team
लिया
Mod.
इनने?
The best part is, it's a 2 versus 2 battle. Shanks is missing, their Bloodhound is missing, and this 2 versus 2 battle will determine which one of these teams is able to hold on to this house. And these 2 houses are probably one of the most important places to hold, because that's where the next ring is. Mod decide to disengage. I'm not fully against this. I'm not at all against this. But now that Frenzy is back online, they will be able to scam their opponents, and this is such an important player to have online. Unfortunately,
Grenade
they don't have
came
a lot
out
right
अभी
now, so kind of
2019
worried
के
about
एंड
that.
से तो एक भी
I
गेम
guess
नहीं
it's fine.
खेला.
Frenzy's still gonna be able to get into a proper position with the, I'm
Respawn
amazed
क्या
at
होता
he's
है?
still alive. Seahawks, what? I think he accidentally jumped on top of the jump pad. For Seahawks, man.
I don't know what's gonna be Rampart's heirloom. Probably screwdriver or
Yeah,
something.
1 HP should
Yeah.
be good enough for now.
Or a
Team
wrench.
Harsuk is the one who's actually literally stuck. They need to cross this bridge. There's a team directly above them, and they can see them via the glass windows.
Oh,
Then the
don't
defensive
peek like
bombardment on
this,
top
dude.
will make sure that Hardstuck has to take cover underneath this area. And all this thermite grenades being thrown at them, it's just really not helping. Team Aviator, on the other hand, they are managing to wipe the floor with Team Stock Incarnate at the bottom of this cliff. So that's a completely different fight. Isolated too. The chances of those two teams at the bottom of the cliff getting third partied is low because nobody would want to go downstairs.
Somebody's
at this point. Everybody
crafting.
wants the high ground.
जीबी
Everybody
डोम
wants to
डाल
be
के
up for
पीछे
bid to get
क्राफ्टिंग
that
चल
game
रही है.
easily.
That's funny,
So,
dude.
Team Hardstock is safe for now, but they've got their sights set on Team Moth.
Not a good position though. Hardstuck are literally out in the open. They have no forms of cover other than the Gibraltar.
Rampart town takeover
They
coming
use
towards
this
edge.
very sparingly because if one mistake happens right here as a
Rampart हेलो मॉडल दिखा दी लीक्स वालों ने. Oh, I'm gonna find out. आज देखूंगा मतलब.
Popping off is holding from the top end of a roof. Yeah, they're in the worst possible position. I would say.
This position इनका ही है. प्रज का.
They've got Team HP, Team 1.
They're really close
on
to
the right-hand side house.
center of the
They've
circle.
got Moth in the left-hand side house, and they've got.
Oh,
Team
1
Hardstuck
HP.
on
They
the
got
bridge.
their teammate
And
res.
while all of this is happening, we have one team. I believe that's going to be Aviator East.
थोड़ा जल्दी
at
अल्ट हो
the
गया. जिसका
bottom
भी
of the
अल्ट है ना.
cliff, which means they're on the low ground.
This is
right
too
now,
early.
the absolute low ground. Everyone else in a decent-ish position of sorts.
And popping off at full res. They have full res, ladies and gentlemen. I think that we could just be counting them as a team soon.
Oh,
never
सबका
mind.
शील्ड
The
गया.
full Mormons are going to be coming on down through. Team popping off. They need to prop their own Gibraltar shield. And with this, with the zone coming
सबको
down
एक बैट
through
मारना
inside as
पड़ा.
well, it is going to be the side of team popping off, still being in a pretty good position. But still,
हेलमेट दिया ताकि
Team
जीबी
Moth
कार्ड
is
वापस
only
चल दिया.
team
जीबी
pushing
का
out the other squads.
dome.
Not going in for that first initial engagement. They're going to be able to spot out the players coming on down through on their back, and they're going to be possibly able to get in for the skills against the side of team 1 HP. But a punch straight to the face.
1 HP का so many kills with Nate, dude.
They just know they need to go in for this push. They're going to be going in for this fight. We're just trying to go in for a couple of pop shots with evade. One from the back end, one from the front. Team popping off. They're in a pretty bad situation though. Another defensive bombardment down range and down in front of them. Another spot's going to be making that push. Hearts are going to be the one to try third party. The fourth party coming on down through from the side of team popping off. The shots are going to be going in left. The Gibraltar's going to be able to take down one. The side of team popping off. They get taken down as well. Hearts are being forward with their push.
Don't tell me 1 HP wins.
It's going to be a 1-versus-1 situation where it comes
No,
down to
Hardstuck D4 1
They bring it all back.
जो कि वहाँ उस ब्रिज में फंसे हुए थे. They had no way to enter and they won the game. Okay. Alright. Didn't expect that. Didn't see that coming. मुझे लग रहा था कि प्रज का team will win because there's no way this Hardstuck team can get inside. But suddenly कुछ भी हो गया.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
Because that definitely wasn't
Dude, there's no way Hardstuck D4 could go inside, but kind of everyone forgot about him. मुझे ऐसा लगा. Everyone went into their own fights और सब भूल गए Hardstuck को. मैंने वॉटसन का हेलूम भी देखा है बिल्कुल वैलोरेंट में. वो ग्रेविटेशनल जैसे स्वॉर्ड नहीं है वैसा हेलूम वॉटसन का. हाँ हो सकता है. I mean, वैलोरेंट can make butterfly knife तो Apex भी कुछ वैसा ला सकता है. Hey Sagar, welcome. That was a good game though. And dude, this 1 HP team popped off today. बहुत अच्छा खेले वो आज. हर गेम में they were like top 3.
Popping off, see this, and they think of this as their opportunity to win. They move in to finish off Team 1 HP, which they're quite successful at doing. But then Team Hardstuck was very, very patient. And as soon as they saw that the players of Team Popping Off went in for the battle, and then they jump at it back to their own house, they realize that they have the advantage. Why? Because Popping Off have already used their Gibby Dome, and they can't use that as,
Underestimated the power of
increasing
Hardstuck
advantage to
D4,
get
I
themselves
agree.
back up. And Heart Struck strike them when the iron.
सोचा क्या था, क्या हो गया,
That's for
क्या
sure.
हो
The
गया.
defensive bombardment
I'm new here.
from the
I'm a
side
new
of
streamer
Heroes
too,
as well
Sagar.
was so clutch. That defensive bombardment just absolutely demolished any chances that the side of Team Popping Off had of trying to survive it. They cannot
JB
run
card
without
बहुत
defending.
OP
They
है.
can't run anywhere. They can't even use their Octane jump pad. And that's why I was saying some of these teams just get a little bit too greedy and a little bit too reckless to try and go in and try to end of the day.
मुझे एंड में लगा
That's
प्रज
exactly
थोड़ा
what
ग्रेडी हो
happened
गया
here
1
with the
HP
side
को
of Team
फिनिश
Popping
करने
Off. So
गया.
let's head on down over onto the match now. Let's try and break
आई
this
था
down.
तीनों
So
को
we
जाना
start
चाहिए था
all
और
the way
तीनों
up
को
till
होल्ड
the
करना
end
चाहिए था.
to see exactly what happened.
XT,
One
I'm
more
good
time,
man.
bird's eye
I'm
view.
good.
Because now that we have a little bit more of a chance to collect ourselves and try and break everything down, we can say that right off the get-go, the side of Aviator Esports, they had a pretty decent start. And up till the very end, I believe that it just went wrong really quickly. Stark Incarnate as well. They had the best possible opportunities, but right at the very end, Rahman, my guy, just absolutely got disconnected. A couple of technical difficulties coming on down from his end, just costed.
Finally grinded to master this season. You made it to master next.
Clutch Ministers and
Nice,
Wasabi
dude.
thought that this was an isolated fight.
Sadly this season
Because, hey,
I've
who
been
third
busy and
parties
didn't get
near
to grind
guys
at all.
of all
जितना मैं
places?
चाहता था ना इस सीजन ग्राइंड
But
करना,
they were wrong.
उतना ग्राइंड नहीं
Yeah,
कर
they
पा रहा.
forgot that this is Apex Legends. This is not even Apex Legends anymore. This is
कब
third
खून
party
खोलेगा
Legends.
आपका
And then
D4
right
स्टक
after
से
that
कुछ
thing
नहीं
ended,
हो
Phoenix
सकता.
came
Dude,
in
D4
and
स्टक
they were
is
like,
winning.
"Aha, did you forget about
मेरा
us?"
खून तो एकदम शांत हो
we
गया
also
है.
live here, right next door. You know those nosy neighbors who just constantly come to your house from time to time just to be like, "Hey, I'm still here. Do you know that I'm here?"
Yeah, can I borrow a cup of sugar, please? Except this time they don't borrow a cup of sugar. They just borrow your points permanently. They don't
Yeah,
give
but they
them back.
borrow your shields as well.
देखो यार
Yeah,
1
that's
HP ने
true.
कितनी
They
फाइट्स
literally
ली.
grave rob you just
They
for the
probably
sake.
had the most KP again. मुझे ऐसा लगता है.
Oh,
Max
man.
KP
If
अगर
this was a tomb and not a grave,
not
then
even
they
the
actually set
first
curses upon
number
them.
1 जो आई होगी उसका होगा.
And this curse did come
इनका
true.
होगा ज़्यादा
It
KP.
came true to some extent because Phoenix did not have a good time later on in the
Your
game.
name is
Sure, they
God,
were
you
able to get
lazy
that one
rich
spot,
bread. ठीक है.
but after that,
ऐसे होता तो
pretty much
फिर
irrelevant.
क्या ही था.
I'm actually surprised at all these teams over here, like 3 Punch.
ये ग्राइंडिंग सोलो XT
1
या किसी के साथ ग्राइंड कर रहा है.
Birdie XC, Unit X. These guys were just racing against the zone and fighting each other at the same time. And
Who
that's
won?
like the most
मैं तो
difficult
नया ही
thing to
टीम
pull off
जीता
in
इस
Apex.
बार.
Especially when you're moving into Fragment because they
By the way, tournament is not over. There are 5 more games tomorrow.
Plus there are
So,
teams gatekeeping you. So there's really
nobody won
nowhere
yet.
left to go. You can't run
I'm playing
away, you
solo.
can't
You're
run
grinding
first,
solo. Give me few
you can't
tips,
do
dude.
anything.
How did you go solo master?
When you consider the journey of 1 HP, though, you have to say that
अभी
these guys were
ये लोग
absolute
जीते हैं.
dominant forces. Even though
this
they were
game,
just losing out on a lot of their different
D4
pieces, they were
hard
still
stuck
able to
करके एक
survive,
टीम है
they
वो
were
जीती.
still able to go in for the proper kills when they
Just
needed
asking
it to.
PUBG
But
PC में
right
last
until the very
circles
end, I
में
believe a couple of those
बसर
aggressive
मचती है
pushes
इतनी
costed
नहीं.
them a
इतनी
lot
नहीं.
down moving on down the line. And in that
PUBG
sense,
में
they
जो
just wanted to
rotations
survive
में
for a
kill है ना वो
small
easy है.
form of time.
Apex में
One by one,
rotations
it
में
was
kill
decided to
मुश्किल है,
keep
you
on
know.
going in for that person
Like
to
एक
finish.
बिल्डिंग है,
They
दूसरी
tried to
बिल्डिंग है,
take out
तुम्हें
side
इधर से
1
इधर आना है,
just
तुम
not
जंप पैड
successful.
करोगे, स्टिम
And right at the
करोगे,
very end,
रीथ पोर्टल
here's where the
करोगे.
reckless play happened.
There's so
They
many
popped
ways
off, they
to
went in for that push, and they
get
paid
into
the ultimate
circle.
price for it with their own lives, with allowing the side of Hearts and D4 just push out of their own comfort zone and then just become a third party to the fourth party.
Exactly, and the fact that Popping Off had no Gibby Doom available against that defensive bombardment, Northern Breeze was able to get that Doom popped out at the very last moment. But right,
I still remember
everyone
Apex
on
having
his team
flash
was
problem.
running
अभी
low
game
on
कितना
shields,
अच्छा हो
running
गया.
on HP,
Flash problem
and
क्या
then
है?
hard stop. They did what they do best: wipe the floor and get that win.
Yeah, very
Literally, dude,
good
there's
from
no
the
way
side
they
of
won
D4, the
hard
way
stuff.
that they were able to
I'm actually a
go in for
Bangalore
their
main,
defeat,
but
the
now
way
it
that they were
feels
able to
pretty
take
tough to
these
play
fights.
Bangalore.
Absolutely beautiful showing of skill
This
coming on down from them. They
watch
understood that,
Shiv
hey,
do
this
what
is
he
how you're
does.
gonna need to stay here. This is how you're
PUBG
gonna
के
need to
matches
take this
1
fight.
घंटा
So
तक
if
चलते
they played
हैं.
it properly, they were gonna be the ones
45
taking all
minutes
away.
max.
So let's head on down over to the
Apex
standings
1
and
match is half an
see
hour.
exactly how many points all of these teams have actually gotten.
Alright,
And
let's
try
see.
and understand the ideology here because
I
starting
thought
from
1
the
HP के
very
ज़्यादा
top
kills होंगे,
up
but
till
they
the
only
very
have 5.
it is going to be the side of Hearts and D4 being able to get
Phoenix has 7
1
kills.
HP on a 14. I
Even
believe that they're going to be the ones
Stark
inching
has
closer and
7
closer
kills.
to make things a lot more stressful.
I think decent game for
What's
popping
even more
off.
surprising is
12
that
points.
Brooklyn has like an even spread.
Popping
of
off comes number 1
5
after
kills
this game.
each for the top 3 teams.
Popping off top पे आ गई.
7 for Stark Incarnate. I mean,
Phoenix,
considering
8
they were
points
playing super
and
aggressively right from the start of
pretty
the game,
sad for
and
clutch
not even making it to the
ministers.
last circle. It's
they
understandable.
were
That's why they have such less
number
decent
one,
wins, but
and
plenty of
after
kills
this
to show for
game,
it. So I think
they'll probably be number
they might still be
3
satisfied with whatever happens.
because Phoenix भी आगे आ
And
जाएगी
everyone else
clutch
having
के.
6 kills respectively on
So
Skyhook,
sad for
Aviator,
Clutch.
Esports, and 3 punches. Aviator Esports
Oh, you
have
mean
actually
Muzzle
started to
Flash?
land
Yes,
four kills because
I
they were
remember.
getting lasered by
Muzzle
Elsa
Flash
from
के
long
जिससे कुछ
range. When
दिखता नहीं
something
था.
like that happens,
Shiv
you
is my
should be
inspiration,
bothered
the
because
god
Elsa
of
is
Bangalore
not
of
a
all.
good gun at long
Shiv is
range.
everyone's inspiration, dude.
You're able to, I mean, someone is able to kill
So is
you with
rotation
that.
kill
It's
good
just
or
really,
bad?
really unfortunate.
Rotation
But then
kill
3 punches,
is
Phoenix,
good in PUBG. If you get
someone like
killed in
Unix,
rotation in
Vertex, all
Apex,
these
it's
guys were
really
just
bad.
trapped in that
Because
massive
Apex
face
में
against
rarely
Raid.
rotation kills होते
Fine, I
हैं.
mean, Phoenix
Rotation
was
में
not
तुम knock भी हो
trapped
जाओगे तो
in the
तुम्हारा GB
fragment area,
तुम्हें
but they were
डोम
kind
करके
of
रेस कर
gate
सकता
kept
है.
when they were trying
You
to
know?
come in from the geyser area towards that choke point.
Yeah, that's
So Apex में possibilities ज़्यादा है PUBG के compared. PUBG में smokes होते हैं इधर भी smokes है. You can do Bangalore smokes and rotate, but it's like one of the least preferred method to rotate. Hey Inder, I'm good man. Gun shoot करते समय इतना muzzle flash था कि indoor fights हो ही नहीं पाती थी. I remember. तो बंदे नहीं दिखते थे, वो सिर्फ flash ही दिखता था. I remember this. And I used to say मेरे को कुछ दिखता नहीं है. बोलता रहता था मैं. Alright. Popping off at 1, they got a lead. Clutch and Phoenix both at 103 points. Alright. 1 HP 5th best. Dark Incarnage is at 4th. Hardstuck D4 6th पे आ गई. Nice. I'll say sad game for Clutch Ministers and sad day for Phoenix. They went from rank 1 to rank 3.
Like, you know, there's a massive gap in between of 26 points. So it's going to be quite a lot larger if the side of Team 1HP are able to hold down their positions. So
Can you watch
all the
now?
other squads are going to be in a really bad pickle, I would say, to try and go up there. But considering the top 4, this is very much interchangeable. So I would say day number 2 ended up on a good note. Because all of these teams are very close to one another and there is no designated winner. Like normally, remember in the qualifier scripts, like we designated a winner right on the end of day number 2 and there's no way anyone could touch them.
Yeah, exactly. This thing is gonna keep the tournament a lot more interesting and it's gonna build up to suspense for tomorrow. And honestly, I love myself a little bit of suspense. I want that.
This looks funny, man. I'll check it out on stream.
Right up until the end. To the extent where I don't even need a nail cutter. That's what I like. Now, popping off.
Gun shoot करते समय इतना मतलब होता था कि वे हो carried this.
The last win to Hardstuck because at least they're not giving it away.
Alright, so कल भी chance है. Even like I'll say 1 HP का भी chance है. Stark तो काफी close आ गई port. These top 5 teams, everyone has a chance tomorrow. And don't forget, I think first, second, third तीनों को prize money है. So even if say 1 HP reaches second or third, they kind of like somewhere won. Chakota ko finally left PUBG. What does he play now, Tanishq?
Yeah, when you consider all of the plays that are happening and how the side of team popping off are playing as well, dude, 57 and 57, these guys have reached a complete state of balance, just as Sano stated. Balance like everything should be. Team popping off, they're like, hey, we're gonna balance our kill points and placement points at the same time, which I don't think I've seen this entire tournament.
Alright, that was a good tournament day, man.
If you guys are able to do
Kudos
like
to 1 HP Clutch, Phoenix, and Clutch ka team. Got their name. They're doing well. And also D4 Hardstuck अपना team. Good for him. Watch party only? Yes, sadly. कैसे Zodiac से welcome stream. I tried Apex for the first time. It is so intense. I agree, man. Apex is so fun, man. Smith. Can I... Yeah, mute this. Alright guys, so that is it for today. I'll be doing watch party tomorrow, and tomorrow we are also gonna be playing Valorant के sponsor games. Baddy sir, Zodiac sir, Kashi, कोई भी Valorant खेल रहा हो कल join. हम 11 बजे खेलेंगे Valorant. We'll do like 11 to 1. No, 11 to 2 we'll do sponsor games, and at 4 we'll do the finals ka watch party. So एक 2 घंटे का मुझे ब्रेक, बीच में ब्रेक मिल जाएगा। ए बबलू सर नमस्ते, परफेक्ट टाइमिंग, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम, कैसे हो? हेलो रघु, आई स्टिल डिडंट गेट चांस टू वॉच द मोंटाज, बट मैं अभी ये स्ट्रीम बंद करते देखूंगा। ऑल्सो पॉइजन, आई एम गोना चेक आउट फाटू का रील स्ट्रीम बंद करते। या वैलोरेंट लेट्स गो, बिकॉज कल संडे है, लास्ट 2 वीक से स्पॉन्सर गेम्स होने थे, नहीं हुए। रघु इफ यू वांट जॉइन मैन प्लीज डू, एंड ट्राई करेंगे कि कस्टम्स खेले, विल डू 5v5, तो जितने ज़्यादा लोग होंगे उतना ज़्यादा मज़ा आएगा। रेड ड्रैगन वन हैंडेड कीबोर्ड, हाँ फॉरगॉट दैट। रेड ड्रैगन वन हैंड कीबोर्ड, ये क्या होता है? Oh, looks sweet dude, बट अवेलेबल नहीं है, फायदा क्या है? और इट इज अवेलेबल। dude इसको देख के ना मेरा मन हो रहा है खरीदने का। WASD है, ठीक है, T तक है, G है, स्पेस बार है। यार कितना प्यारा कीबोर्ड है। इसके उस साइड तो वैसे भी किसी चीज की जरूरत नहीं होती, एंड मैं हमेशा फ्रस्ट्रेटेड रहता हूँ। मेरी डेस्क है ना, दिस इज माई डेस्क, टू कीबोर्ड्स, और दोनों फुल साइज कीबोर्ड विद नंबर कीज। बाय बाय मैन, रिच, आई विल सी यू लेटर। मीगो वॉच मनी हेस्ट, एंजॉय डूड। मनी हेस्ट का नया सीजन आ गया क्या? साला फोन ही नहीं उठाता मेरा। टिप भाई से बात करवाओ यार। लेट्स स्टार्ट लेटर देन, आप देखो वीडियो। ऑलराइट बबलू सर, ऑथेंटिक कीबोर्ड ले रहे हो 60% डकी का उठा लो। मेरे को लिंक दो ना, मैंने कीज तो चेक ही नहीं की इसमें क्या है। ऑटेमू ब्राउन स्विचेस, ये मेरे को नहीं पता कौन से स्विचेस है, बट सही है यार, अच्छा लगा मुझे। थैंक यू मैन हंटर। स्क्रीन आई एम गोइंग मैन, पॉइजन। 2K स्ट्रीम इसलिए नहीं है ताकि डिले ना हो व्हेन आई एम वाचिंग टूर्नामेंट। नॉर्मली जब भी 2K स्ट्रीम होती है ना, 10 सेकंड का डिले आ जाता है। डकी महंगा है, 605 या 65% are the keyboards everyone use, but budget high जाएगा। Me also frustrated. I have Otemu red switches, ये brown switches थे। You guys wanna see the keyboard? Okay, wait, I'll show you. गलत कीबोर्ड में वर्क कर रहा हूँ। Yeah, this is the keyboard. मेरे को तो मस्त लगा। It's a minimum desk space, और कीबोर्ड की कॉस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा होती है बिकॉज पर की स्विचेस की कॉस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा पड़ जाती है। इससे ज़्यादा बड़ा कीबोर्ड चाहिए भी नहीं। आई मीन आई कैन पुट दिस ऑन माई गेमिंग PC, बट आई डोंट नो मैन, फिर उस PC पे कुछ और नहीं कर पाओगे, so you have to type something. I think half keyboards are better. इसकी वजह से कितना प्रॉब्लम आएगा, लाइक यू नो, सपोज यू हैव टू एंटर पासवर्ड यूट्यूब का, या फिर यूट्यूब पे कुछ सर्च करना है, यू कांट सर्च। एक और कीबोर्ड रखो डेस्क पे, बहुत सारा काम हो गया। आई डोंट नो, इट्स अ रिस्क राइट। मेरे पास डकी 1-2 है, 9.5 कीबोर्ड। मैं सोच रहा था एक्चुअली, एक लिंक दे रहा हूँ, ये देख लो ऑन स्ट्रीम, 10 सेकेंड वीडियो भेजो सर। डिस्कॉर्ड ऑन करता हूँ मैं। हेलो शांतनु, वेलकम ब्रो। मतलब आई डोंट वांट अनदर कीबोर्ड, फिर मेरे को एक और कीबोर्ड रखना पड़े, यू नो। ये मैंने देखा, आई सॉ दिस, आई डोंट नो, ये मैंने आपके इंस्टाग्राम पे देखा था आई थिंक, ये वाला वीडियो। Oh, it gave me that good vibe, dude. Imagine this in a montage. शाबाश, what's up, dude? Welcome to stream. मुझे लगा था कीबोर्ड का लिंक दोगे, वीडियो का लिंक था। चलो guys, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the stream and कल के लिए I'm hyped because अभी मुझे सब पता है टूर्नामेंट में क्या हो रहा है। I really hope may the best team win tomorrow. लक कम हो एंड स्किल्ड प्लेयर्स जीते। कीबोर्ड का भी लिंक दे दो, ऐसा एनिमेशन रेत और ऑक्टेन का हो तो मजा आ जाए। बबलू सर, इंसानिटी पे बबलू, he'll make animation for you. You guys work it out. टाइप सी डिटैचेबल कीबोर्ड है गेमिंग का, टाइम यूज करो ओनली। टाइप सी डिटैचेबल कीबोर्ड है गेमिंग के टाइम यूज ओनली। आई ओके बट फिर एक और चाहिए ना कीबोर्ड टेबल पे, आई डोंट वांट अनदर कीबोर्ड। फिर वो जो जैसे हाइपर एक्स कोर, क्या है, क्लाउड नहीं, हाइपर एक्स कोर, अलॉय कोर, वो वैसा टाइप छोटा कीबोर्ड अच्छा है, इसमें नमपैड कीज नहीं है और बाकी सारी है। बाय बाय हैक एंड कोड। चलो गाइज, थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस स्ट्रीम। आई सी यू गाइज टुमारो वी आर डूइंग स्पॉन्सर गेम्स, तो सारे स्पॉन्सर्स आ जाना, हैव फन इन वैलोरेंट, विल डू कस्टम्स, ठीक है। तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, पीस, लव यू ऑल गाइज, गुड नाइट।